Okay, so far in my journeyman manager career, I've managed LAFC in the MLS and also Aberdeen in Scotland. Now I got 3 trophies / league titles to my name, and now today I make my biggest move yet. It's time for the Bundesliga. So of course, drop a like for more of this series, and I say we get right into it. So as we ended last episode winning back-to-back Scottish Premiership titles, it was time to say goodbye to our Aberdeen team. Now with us turning Aberdeen into a Scottish powerhouse, we had a lot of manager offers, a lot of options, but there was really only one option that really spoke to me. So we received an offer from Borussia Dortmund to be their next manager. A team with such a rich history of players, coaches, some of the most passionate fans in the world. I feel like Dortmund is a perfect next stop for this journeyman series. So we are going to sign the contract, put pen to paper, and with that we are making the third manager move of this journeyman series, and I'm gonna be the new Dortmund coach, thus starting the Borussia Dortmund chapter of this journeyman series. And man, I am so excited for this new chapter. In 3 years being a manager, I have 3 trophies. I want to start racking them up though. So at Dortmund, I want to win at least 1 Champions League trophy. And hey, for the first time in this series, we got some serious financial backing here. Our biggest budget at Aberdeen was like 16 million. So we got 85 million in our first year in Germany. And we are about to get to work here. And we got to remember the year is 2027. So, we're like 4 years in the future. So there's going to be players that are new here and also players that were sold in that time. But okay, let's go over this Borussia Dortmund squad. I want to turn this team into a Champions League powerhouse. And that starts in goal with one of the best keepers in the world, Gregor Kobel. He is going to be so good for this team. I'm so excited to use him. Now, kind of funny, they also signed Joan Garcia, which we're probably going to try to sell him, I think, because he can bring in like maybe 58 million. We don't really need 2 keepers that are that good, so we're probably going to sell him. Now, left back, we have Miguel Gutierrez, which that's a really good signing right there. At 85 rated, he's got to be one of the best left backs in the world, actually. And then we have Svensson as a pretty good backup left back. Now, at center back, we have Emre Can, Shula, Anton, and Schlotterbeck. And also the young guy, Koulibaly as well. Now, Schlotterbeck obviously is the star center back of those 4. I do feel like we probably should sign a center back, but it's not going to be my priority in the first window. Now we have a right back here, Givaro Reed, who's 78 rated, but he's only 21 years old and he has good potential. So if we give him game time, he actually might be pretty good. Now at CDM, we have a superstar here in Felix Nemecha, who's 86 rated, just entering his prime. This guy is going to be so good for this team. So his backup is the veteran Sabitzer, but also Sar is here as well. He's 24 years old and 85 rated. So he's truly the backup. 86, 85, you can't go wrong at CDM there. Like we are covered in that spot. Now on the wing first, we have Tyreek George, who is 78 rated at 21, a good young player, former Chelsea player. Now Jamie Giddens is also still here, but we're probably going to try to sell him, I think. I'm pretty sure in real life he's going to Chelsea, so we're going to try to sell him in this first window. He would generate, probably what? Yeah, upwards of 60 million, so that's going to be well worth it. And I cannot forget, our midfielder, Job Bellingham. Just signed IRL, and he's got mountains of potential, this one. Definitely going to be in my starting midfield. Now, the cam spots, we have Julian Brandt, Constant Telius, if that's how I say that, and also Baturina as well. Now, I kind of feel like Julian Brandt, 31 years old, I might try and cash in on him. I don't plan to play with a cam in this team, so I feel like, he's not gonna really get fit in my plans. And we also have Chris Rigg here, which kind of a random signing, but he's pretty good though. I think he could be more of a box to box, so we might actually survive this team. And then once again, we got some very good right wingers here. We have Cole Campbell, the young American, who does look pretty solid. Definitely want to find him game time as well. And then followed by Giuliano Simeone and also Francisco Conceição. 84 and 85 rated. Those are 2 solid young wingers there, which they kind of make Giovanni Reina redundant, so probably gonna try to sell him too. And then at striker, we have the veteran Sebastian Aller and also Maximilian Bayer. Bro, this guy has scored against me so much in crew mode. I finally get to use him though with this team. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. But I would say we have a very, very good squad to start here at Dortmund. A very good squad. And the crazy thing is, I feel like we can make this team so much better too. Like we're not too far away from being, I think, a Champions League contender. So my plan is to play a 4-3-3 with this team. We're gonna play a balanced build-up style and then like a high defensive approach. So pretty aggressive football. Now in terms of transfers in the first window, I got a nice plan here. I'm gonna play Bayer on the left wing. Conceição is gonna be the starting right winger, and we're gonna sign a new starting striker, which you guys might know who we're targeting. But in this window, I want to sign a striker, midfielder, and then a center back if we have money. That is my transfer plan. And yeah, 85 million, that's a lot of money. Now, the sad thing though, the striker I want to sign, he's pretty expensive. The striker I want to target is Mr. Frankie O'Donnell, our youth player from Aberdeen. Now, I feel like he's the perfect Dortmund signing. He's Haaland 2.0, Zlatan 2.0, 6'5" striker with 90 pace. Potential to be like the best striker in the world, one of the best players of all time. I want to bring this man to Germany, bring him to Dortmund, but also he's going to be very, very expensive. 60 to 70 million. I just feel like we have to do it. We're going to sell Bino Gittens, Joan Garcia, so we're going to recoup that money, I think, but I just feel like I got to sign Frankie O'Donnell to this team, and I got to bring him with me. So I'm going to start with 60 million at Aberdeen. I'm not giving you Constant Telius, whatever his name is. I got to learn how to say that name. That name is going to trouble me greatly. 65 million. They want 67.7. Aberdeen gave your old coach a deal here, 66.5, and they are going to accept that offer. Hey, Dortmund have their new starting striker, it seems. The 20-year-old Scottish Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. I mean, if we thought he was good at Aberdeen, what he could do in this team in Germany, it is scary. So Frankie O'Donnell accepts the contract, and our first signing at Borussia Dortmund is complete. The sky is the limit for Frankie O'Donnell. The sky is the limit. All right, so that's huge pickup, you know, spent most of our money there. But I think next we need to try and sell the players on our transfer list like Reina, Julian Brandt, Gittins, and Garcia. Because that should make us a decent amount of money here. Okay, so to say our budget has climbed a little bit, that is an understatement. We are up to 252 million. So yeah, we sold Joan Garcia for 74 million, a bunch of players here, you know, Reina for 40 million, Julian Brandt for 36 million, and also Jamie Gittins for 76 million. So we just made so much money, and most of those players we're not going to play anyway, so really they're not big losses. And now we got some real money to build this team even further. All right, so I think since we actually have that much, I might actually go for a center back in this window. I like Emre Can so much in this game, but you know, he's 33 years old. He's actually going down overall. He's already -1 this season to 81. So I want to sign Schlotterbeck, a new center back partner, and also a new midfielder alongside Joe Bellingham here. I like Batarina, but I feel like he's almost too attacking to be a box-to-box mid. So I want a box-to-box mid and a new center back here. So I guess let's go for the box-to-box mid first. Now I want to try to sign players from teams, you know, that make sense. You know, it feels like Dortmund-like signings, you know, not signing from the best teams in the world. So Matt O'Reilly currently at Brighton feels like one of those signings to me. He's 85 rated, 26 years old. The fact that he's this good and still at Brighton, I feel like he's just prime for a big move to a big team. He's a lot more of a box-to-box mid, you know, than Batarina, and alongside Joe Bellingham, that would form a monster midfield of Joe Bellingham, Nemecha, and also Matt O'Reilly. I might cost like upwards of, you know, 70 million, but I think it's worth it here. So let's start with 66.5 million for Matt O'Reilly. All right, they reply with 70.4, 68 million should get it done here. 68 million, and they're going to accept that. Okay, so it looks like we have also our second signing at Dortmund, another player that I don't think I've signed in any other series or used him this year at all. Anyway, the way this team's set up to start, I'm going for the Champions League, I think, in year one. I feel like this team has a good chance to win it if we, you know, make the right signings. So first was Frankie O'Donnell, now it's Matt O'Reilly. So striker department improved, you know, midfield department improved. Now let's go for a new center back. Now once again, following the same theme, you know, not buying from the best teams in the world. Zabarnia here playing at Fulham, I feel like would be a perfect signing. He's 24 years old, 83 rated, so he's a player that could definitely grow in this team. 89 sprint speed, you know, that looks great. Good jumping, 90 defensive awareness, so he's a very smart player. Once again, it feels totally like a Dortmund-like signing to me. So if we throw like, you know, maybe like 42 million at Fulham and see what they say. Okay, they want 59 plus a 5% sell-on clause. Hold up, let's go for 50. 50 million for Zabarni. Okay, they're sticking to 59. All right, make it 55. You're being a little stingy. All right, they do accept 55 million for him. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I'm saying his name right, but I think we found Schlotterbeck's new center back partner. And with that, Zabarni is going to accept the contract. And man, we have made some huge improvements to this team already. And we still have so much financial flexibility too. So Frankie O'Donnell there, Matt O'Reilly in there, and also Zabarni in there. And I would say that's a pretty good start to our Dortmund reign with those three signings. I think we can do some serious damage with this team, and we're about to find out here. And also, we are of course keeping track of Ronaldo Jr. He signed for Bayern last year. We faced him with Aberdeen in the Champions League, but yeah, now he's literally our direct rival in the Bundesliga. That's gonna be interesting. Also, because our first game is gonna be versus Bayern, so first game is gonna be in the Super Cup. Of course, Ronaldo Jr. is their starting kind of left mid, left winger. Now, last year with Aberdeen, we actually had a 2-2 draw with them, which is one of our best results of the season. But now playing with this much better of a team, we're gonna see if we can beat them this time around. Now, of course, same sliders from the first 3 seasons. You know, same thing here pretty much. You know, from their first touch error, from their shooting, passing, their speed, everything is better for the CPU. And I would say it's now time for our Borussia Dortmund debut as manager. You know, we spent a lot of money. We got rid of some big players, so there might be pressure on us here, much more pressure than Aberdeen. So let's see how game number 1 goes in our Dortmund chapter. And I'm excited. Like Aberdeen, we were always like the underdog, you know, always the lesser team, but now that changes here. Now the pressure is on us to win every game, basically, like whether it be in Germany or the Champions League. And hey, first game here, I got a chance to add that trophy to my trophy cabinet, so that would be the 4th trophy of my career. Let's see if we can get it. First game, Harry Kane is gonna kick us off. First game as Dortmund coach, just try and get a win, man. I want a good start to my reign here. I want a good start. All right, Job is gonna get it over to Nemecha. Now already space here. Now Conceição's got like 94 pace, and I'm seeing that already. Conceição's in, and okay, we've scored 5 minutes into our debut. What did I say? 94 pace. I definitely felt it there. Borussia Dortmund 1, Bayern 0. Man, that was so simple. That could not have been easier. All right, that's a perfect start here. Come on. Now, I forgot to mention it, but last year in the league here, Dortmund finished 2nd and Bayern finished 1st, but they were actually tied on points. So Bayern won the title basically on goal difference. Okay, Frankie just tried something crazy, but yeah, it was very close. Dortmund finished 2nd. They won the DFB Pokal though, so they didn't win a trophy. So very close, you know, win the Bundesliga, but not quite there. We are here to, of course, change that. You know, so far every year in my career, I've won the league title. I've not failed at that, so I'm not looking to fail anytime soon. At least a shot isn't gonna hit side netting. All right, Nemecha is gonna get its Job over to O'Reilly. Gutierrez gets it to Bayern. Now Bayern is definitely not like a traditional winger, but I think he worked there. Oh my, Frankie O'Donnell has a chance here. touch, finish. Oh man, Ramiro came out perfectly there. He played that so well. Okay, Joe Bellingham looks like a tackle, and he is not going to win it, but Reed is going to win it. I like our start here. I like it. Frankie over the top to Bayer, over to Conceição, and it's going to be 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund. We are off to a flying start in Germany, a flying start. And Conceição might be a star of this team. I used him like one time before, I think in an Ajax career mode. It might have actually been the last Journeyman series. I think I used him at Ajax a little bit, and he was really good, but that was a long time ago. I don't believe I've used him since. Man, he's already got 2 here, so he's liking his new coach. Oh man, O'Reilly taken out. Man, Bayern are frustrated. Gutierrez making a solid run here. We got Frankie O'Donnell in the box. Frankie's going to try to go for that header. It's contact, but the contact is terrible. What else is new? All right, that's a very good ball through to, I believe that's Musiala. Whoa, that cross is really good. And then Kobel, though, makes a great save. That was bad. Yeah, our positioning there was terrible. Corner in, though, by Elise. That is going to be a good clearance away. Cross in again. Okay, O'Reilly, good clearance there, and we do get out of it. Now, might have one chance here. Oh, ref, you can't do that, man. We got players sprinting. That's Bayer on the ball who's quick. You can't blow the whistle there. All right, though, for our first 45 minutes of our Dortmund chapter, like, you can't get much better than that. This team feels like the real deal. Conceição, what a turn. Bro, this dude's insane. Okay, Conceição is insane. I am heavily impressed with him. Now, Job back to Conceição. He's going to try to lift it in. That's a very nice crossover. Ta has to clear it. Let's try this again. Conceição is going to go for a cross far post. Okay, Frankie O'Donnell, where are you going, bro? That's supposed to go to you. Now, that's going to fall to someone, but it's going to be cleared, though. And Demecha, great tackle there. Man, this team is impressing me so much in game 1. So much. O'Reilly to Frankie. Frankie, you know, the 2 new signings. Frankie's going to try to cut inside. Showing off his 90 pace. Is going to go for... Okay, we try to go for a chip shot. I thought that would be better. Maybe I should realize Frankie doesn't have the chip shot play style. It was a nice show of pace, though. I feel like he's definitely got better at dribbling over the summer. Now, Ronaldo Jr. getting his real first chance to attack, but Reed, that is a good tackle from him. And Junior's coming to life here. You know, he's trying to do something, which this is a really good run. Reed catches up. That is an interesting crossover. Elise. Oh, I just missed that tackle. Oh my, that's a really good pass, but Kobel, good save. And that was definitely Bayern's best play of the game. Corner by Kimmich. That is going to be hopefully cleared. Okay, that's good clearance away. On 15 minutes, so we got another trophy to add to our trophy room. Kimmich, crossover. Reed, good win there. Joe Bellingham gets it out too. Frankie slides it over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly's going to hold this. Now he's going to try to play a long pass over to Conceição. That is amazing. Conceição is going to cut inside. Conceição shot. Oh man, he played that so well, Job. Oh, I thought he was going to win that. Header's one there. Goes to Bayer. Bayer into Frankie O'Donnell. Couldn't shoot there. Conceição looking for the hat trick. Shoots and okay, bro, that shot was so weak. Wait, what? I was trying to go for a low-driven shot there. That was so weak, though. All right, we might have wasted enough time, though, with all that attacking. Elise, chance here. Okay, we are so slow to catch up. Kane shot. Kobel will catch, though. And I gotta be honest here, we wiped the floor with Bayern in our first game. That is full time, so 2-0 in our first game. And we're gonna win our first trophy as Dortmund coach. Now, it's just the Super Cup. You know, it's not a major trophy, but man, for our first game in Germany, that's pretty good. First game, you know, a trophy, you can't be mad. You just simply can't be mad. So with Emre Can not starting, I think the captain's armband has to go to probably Kobel. It kind of makes the most sense to me. So Gregor Kobel is going to lift the German Super Cup for Borussia Dortmund. And once again, we are off to a flying start in Germany. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that first game, my first impression of this team, I think year 1, we have a real chance of winning our first ever Champions League trophy. Now, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but that's how good this team feels in that first game. All right, though, now it's time for our Bundesliga debut versus St. Pauli. Definitely a game we should win. And it's also gonna be our first game in front of the home fans. Yeah, Signal Iduna Park is one of the most beautiful stadiums in the world. And also, the fans are so passionate, that makes it that much better. So first game in front of the home fans, let's try and give them a show here. We gotta follow up that great Bayern win with a good win here. We can't win that game and then drop the first game of the league. All right, they got an early free kick now. I don't know if he's gonna shoot this or what. He's gonna shoot this. If he scores this, I quit. Okay, thankfully he doesn't. I was about to resign as manager. Now breakaway here, it's gonna be O'Reilly into Frankie O'Donnell, looking for his first goal in Germany. That's a good shot, but a good save. Yeah, I think we went a little bit too wide there. Now Reed, okay, what a tackle by Reed. And Conceição over to Frankie. Frankie might get it there. Frankie O'Donnell is gonna get it. The Scottish striker wonder kid superstar scores his first goal for Borussia Dortmund. And that was all thanks to Reed. You know, he's like the lowest rated player in the team, but he played so well in that first game. And then immediately here gets a steal that directly leads to a goal. So I'm heavily impressed with him. I mean, literally no one in this team has put a foot wrong yet. Everyone's been pretty much just perfect. Now Job, perfect ball to O'Reilly. O'Reilly got fouled, so we got a free kick ourselves. Gonna slide this into Zabarny, play it back. O'Reilly, swing it over. It's gonna be Bayer now with a shot, and it's gonna be 2-0 to Dortmund. Man, this is like one of the best starts to a series I think we've had. We're getting chances and scoring pretty easily right now. I guess the new manager balance is definitely a real thing in FC even. Now in saying that, they can score here, which, oh, that might have been a foul. That's a shot that is gonna go wide. Okay, St. Pauli get a half chance there. It's a warning sign there's still a threat. Now Job over to O'Reilly. Man, I like our positioning so much. Bayer is going to get it into Frankie O'Donnell. Oh, Frankie, you got to score that. Come on, that's the next step, man. To become a truly world-class striker, you got to finish these chances here. His left foot goes a little bit wide. O'Reilly to Joe Bellingham. He is going to do a little skill there, a little bit. We got players just overloading the box. Fire shot there, and it's going to be 3-0. Bro, does this team know how to defend? Bro, we could have, like, actually walked it into the net there. It is 3-0. We are giving the home fans definitely a show here. 3-0 in 30 minutes. Frankie to Bayer. Conceição's running. Bayer's going to hold this. Get it to Frankie O'Donnell. Great first touch. Oh, Frankie, come on. I just said it, bro. I just said it. The next step is being more consistent. That's 2 chances he should have scored now. Man, Reed makes another steal now. Man, what a chance here. Conceição. Gonna play it up to Frankie. Frankie goes for something special, but it's gonna go wide again. Actually, it was deflected. Never mind. It's not too bad of a miss then. Now, Conceição crossover. That's gonna be awkwardly cleared. The Barnier into Matt O'Reilly. Okay, that shot went right off the defender in front of him. All right, though, first half 3-0. Once again, I have no complaints actually. So far, this is Dortmund domination. O'Reilly, Job into Conceição. Conceição needs to wait. Oh man, that could have been so much better. Oh, we had so many numbers there, bro. Bro, Reed has made probably like 3 steals this game already. When our worst player on paper is playing that well, you know it's scary. Oh, wait. That was a red card? Hold up. Wait, what just happened? Bro, I just complimented him and Reed just got sent off. I'm so confused what just happened though. So the ball goes through here. This is a red card, really? I mean, I guess this is how they officiate in the Bundesliga. I mean, how is that a red? How is that a red card? That makes no sense. Okay, though, we are down to 10 men. I mean, I guess let's take off O'Reilly for Svensson and put him at right back. Actually, no, let's just put O'Reilly at right back. Let's do that. He could probably play there still. But okay, though, down to 10 men. That was a wild call. They just messed up that free kick, though. And we could have scored probably like, 8 goals this game if we didn't get that red card. Now, Conceição was still trying to do it, though. He's getting pushed over here. That's not a foul, ref. Okay, I see how it is. I was going to be in Germany. I see how it is. Now, all of a sudden, this team has life, which Slotterbeck. Oh, that's going to be a shot. Kobel makes the save. That's really a wild red card, though. Corner sent in. Nemecha, good clearance away. It's going to be another one. Miguel Gutierrez, that's a perfect clearance away. Now, he is going to play it to Conceição. 94 pace, man. This dude is rapid quick. He's one of the fastest players in the world. Now, Frankie, chance here. Oh my, what a skill. Frankie, oh man, he's so close to finishing that. So close, man. All right, short corner. Frankie's going to get it back to Conceição. Conceição is going to fire this over. One pass. Whoa, that touch there was questionable. That was kind of crazy. Okay, they're on a breakaway, but we should be good though. I trust our defenders. Schlotterbeck, that's a perfect tackle right there. Perfect. And this team is all of a sudden showing life. It's because we're down to 10 men, of course. All right, St. Pauli ruined our clean sheet. We got 10 minutes to hold on to the lead. And that red card really just ruined this game for us. That's so sad. This second half was about to be a show of dominance. Now, Bayer chance there. You gotta score that. Come on. Man, I feel like finesse shots in this game just suck now. With those and headers being so nerfed this year, I feel like you can only score in like so many ways. Now, Conceição looking for just one more maybe to seal it. Oh, that pass backwards is pretty bad. All right, though. Thankfully, we went down to 10 men. The game was already pretty much over, so it's gonna be a 3-1 win in our first game at home, our first Bundesliga match. It's just, yeah, that red card definitely ruined this game. We could have scored like 5 or 6, actually. Still, though, I'll take the win. All right, so I mean, 3 signings so far. I do plan for 1 more signing in this window. You guys could probably guess what this team needs. You know, probably 1 more signing for the bench, that is. So we are working on that, but next game now is going to be versus Union Berlin. I'm so mad that red card ruined that game. So like Reed can't play this game, so I guess I'll try Svensson at right back. But okay, in this game, you know, with a full team, no 10-man squad, I want to see if we actually keep playing like this. Like in these first 2 games, like just a smoke screen, are we actually this good? We shall see versus Union Berlin. Now Gutierrez into Bayer. Bayer's got space. Okay, whoa, he was so slow on that touch though. That was way slower than I thought he'd be. And the quality of players in this team compared to Aberdeen though, this is just literally night and day. It feels so different. All right, Job over to Conceição to Frankie. I feel like these two are going to work so well together. Conceição is going to get it back to Frankie. Frankie gonna go for a skill there. Maybe another one. Pass back is gonna work. O'Reilly. Okay, what kind of touch was that? The player fell over the defender. That was a bit weird. Now Conceição over to Job. Over to Bayer, takes his time, and it's going to be 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Hey, so far, Bayer in the left wing, you know, even though it's a little bit weird, it's working. He's much more of a natural striker, but he's working there, so that is a very good sign. O'Reilly into Frankie. Let's keep scoring, boys. Let's keep scoring. Let's show this league what they're in store for. Conceição looking for another one. That shot is going to be saved. Now, chance for Berlin here. Okay, if that guy got a touch there, it might have been a goal, but so far, the only goal we conceded today was because we were down to 10 men. I would say otherwise, the defense has been perfect. Now, Job is going to slide it to Bayer. Bayer, bro, that touch is horrendous, though. That was so far ahead of him. Bayer, work on your touch, bro. O'Reilly, great steal. All right, Bayer's gonna hold this. Gonna get it to Conceição. Conceição waiting for Job Bellingham. Shot across goal, and it's gonna be 2-0 to Dortmund. Yeah, I feel like in this team, we can turn Job into a superstar like his brother. And that is his first goal of this season here. So this has been one of the best starts to a manager series we've done. You know, with the new team, this has definitely been one of the best starts. Now, Frankie's. Oh, Frankie. That ball was on the wrong side, man. If that's played more in front of Job, that's gonna be 3-0. Instead, halftime, it's 2-0. I mean, even though Frankie's got like, you know, 94 potential, there's still work to do there. Still development to work on. We're seeing, you know, some passing errors, some shooting misses. I think that we can make some significant progress at Dortmund. Now Conceição gonna get it to O'Reilly. We are running into each other, but we're still gonna score, man. What was that? I don't know, but 3-0 again. And we look like an absolute like manager mastermind right now. Like made Aberdeen somehow the best team in Scotland with like 15% of Celtic's budget. Now at Dortmund, we're having this kind of start. We're looking like Pep Guardiola 2.0. It's perfect though, because like I said, it's trophy time in this series now. I want trophies. I want to stack them up. I got 4 to my name. I would like to win at least, you know, 1 more this year. I'm saying that they almost scored, man. The Tyztir jinx is so real. Corner in, cleared by Svensson. Yeah, we were trying to rack up the trophies now. That's gonna be a shot probably. It's a very good shot. Maybe, okay, Zabarny gets to it. Kobel gets it, and it's a mess, but we do get it out. That was definitely a mess. Now Svensson into Conceição, into Frankie O'Donnell. Frankie's gonna hold this up. Gonna play it back to Conceição. Shot. Oh man, there's so many people there. We gotta get a better shot out of that. We had so many numbers. And this guy's on the run of his lifetime though on the left-hand side. Gonna be a pass in, pass back. Okay, Demecha. It's a good stop right there. I like it. Now Job over to Bayer. Into Frankie over to Bayer. That's just beautiful passing. Now Bayer is gonna play it to Frankie O'Donnell. Shot. It's gonna be a save though, man. We just can't find this 4th right now, even though we totally deserve it. Yeah, we got Campbell, Sarr, Baturina, and also Constantelius coming on. Corner in for them now. Let's keep the clean sheet. Oh, that's gonna hit the crossbar. Okay, they gotten closer to scoring here, but we do keep it. Now Baturina, good win there. Gonna play it to Cole Campbell, which once again, this guy's got potential, and he's on a breakaway with those fresh legs. Now he's gonna try to stop. Keeps it nice. Gonna pass it back. Now pass back in. Baturina over to Frankie. Frankie, okay, needs help. Oh, it's just so congested. Shot there. Bro, there's so many people there. I don't know who to shoot with. There's like too many good options. Oh, what a turn there. Kobel, I believe in you. Kobel, I believe in you. Come on, Kobel. Okay, he literally didn't even move there, bro. I didn't want to call him out too early. Okay, so again, the clean sheet is ruined, but it's going to be a good win. I'm not mad at that. I will not let that goal ruin what has been a very good game. Okay, whoa, that was a bad touch. But okay, though, another 3-1 win. And once again, this has been a very nice start in Germany. A very nice start. I foresee a very successful first season at Dortmund here. So we sit top of the Bundesliga. We already won our 4th trophy against Bayern, and we still have 130 million in the budget. We are set up here very, very nicely. Every single player so far has played amazing. I am so excited about the season here. But okay, next episode, transfer deadline day, and we also start our Champions League campaign. And like I said, I have plans for 1 more signing here. This team does have 1 big need, and now it's not going to be Ronaldo Jr., but it also might be in a different way. Okay, so I've become the new manager of Borussia Dortmund, the 3rd team in our journeyman series. Now we've made 3 signings to start our time in Germany, and hey, this team might be the real deal. We've looked amazing in our first 3 games, but in saying that, we do have a hole in our bench that needs to be filled, and I think I got the perfect player in mind. Of course, drop a like if you want more of this series, and I say we get right into it. Now, once again, this start at Dortmund has been amazing. We've won all 3 of our first 3 games, and we have looked dominant in these games. Like, they have not been close at all. Frankie O'Donnell, Matt O'Reilly, and also Zabarny look like decent signings. But the one hole we need to fill in this team right now, it's going to be the backup striker spot. Before we had Sebastian Haller, but I sold him. Right now, that's kind of like the only hole in this team. Now, there's been a lot of comments recently about a player from season 1 we spoke about. And oh yeah, by the way, press conferences, they'll be back for the next episode. But the player we spoke about, it was in direct relation to Ronaldo and also Ronaldo Jr. I'm talking about the Cristiano Ronaldo regen in this universe. And you know what? I think it's time we finally sign him. So introducing Bento, a Portuguese striker who's 18 years old playing the MLS. This is 100% the Cristiano Ronaldo regen. And the way you know that is the birthday, as Bento has the same birthday as Cristiano. So we've kind of spoke about him for a couple seasons, but now he's officially unveiled. Now stat-wise, he's got a lot of pace, you know, great physical stats, 88 jumping. That's very Ronaldo-like. 80 ball control, 79 finishing, 86 penalties. Okay, it's definitely the regen of Pinaldo. Now he's not quite as tall as Ronaldo. He's 5'10". He has 4 playstyles, including the power shot playstyle, but hey, he looks amazing. Kind of funny. Ronaldo Jr. is kind of like the young left wing Ronaldo, where now Bento is like the actual like striker regen of Ronaldo. Now he's at a cost between like 40 to 50 million, but I think for my last signing in this first window at Dortmund, we have to sign Bento up. We got to bring the Ronaldo regen to Borussia Dortmund. So I'm going to start with like 38.5 million. You know, it also feels like a very Dortmund-like signing, you know, like a young player for the MLS. It makes a lot of sense. Now, honestly, I don't want a sell-on clause because his potential is insane. So I might go like 40 million here. And huge Houston Dynamo are going to accept that for Bento. Now, like Frankie O'Donnell, like Ronaldo Jr., this could be a player that's featured like through the entire Journeyman series, basically. He's got like that kind of potential. And okay, just like that. So 50,000 per week. Bento signs the contract. And our final signing of the first window at Dortmund is going to be the Ronaldo regen. Yeah, I got a feeling he's going to be very, very good. So Bento officially welcome to the club. So he's going to find a nice spot on the bench and pretty much be Frankie O'Donnell's backup for us. And today we're going to see maybe just how good Bento is. All right, though. So first game today is going to be our first game of the Champions League. You know, it's kind of funny. Aberdeen should be here. They're, of course, in 34th, our former team. Now I want to check. Are we going to face Aberdeen this year, man? I don't want to face my former team, honestly. I'd rather not. It looks like we don't. Okay, we don't face them this year, at least in the league phase. But our first game is a tough one. You know, it's a test for us. We're facing Juventus. Now, the year currently is 2027, so this is how Juventus looks in the future. I mean, they're only a 4.5-star team, so they actually don't look they don't look amazing. Well, our team is definitely, you know, a 5-star team, kind of like an 84 average rating everywhere. But okay, so Bento is going to be on the bench, you know, probably awaiting his debut. And we go with that team. Okay, maybe not because Metch is out with the red card. Okay, so we got to bring in probably Sar for him. But I mean, that's luxury having a backup 85 rated CDM. That is just a luxury to have here. But okay, Bento on the bench. And we have our first game in Europe at Borussia Dortmund. Now, once again, last episode, it was pretty much just like Dortmund domination. I'm not sure if that's going to continue. We'll see. An away game versus Juventus is definitely a nice game to test that out. Now, first chance goes to Juventus. That's a really good move. Oh, that's got to be a tackle. Gutierrez, what a tackle. Oh, there's a free chance there, which, oh my, how do we not concede there? I don't know. Okay, Job's going to get by there. Whoa, we just played a very far forward pass. Now, oh, Donald almost saved that, or actually stole it, man. What kind of start have I just witnessed? And they're playing very quick here. They're already in again. Gonna be Jadon Sancho playing for Juventus. Ravella gets it over. Shot there that Kobo will save. Okay, we are definitely on the back foot here. So O'Reilly's gonna play a nice ball to Bayer, who I changed his position, you know, to fit our formation, although that touch from Frankie was terrible. But yeah, everyone's positions are pretty much right now, so they're all playing the right spots. Oh, Sancho is getting by Reed here so quickly. Gonna be a pass back. Coop Miners over to Lookman. Schlotterbeck, great block there. Okay. My CDM there, my midfielder was doing nothing. Another shot there. Kobo's gonna save it. Okay, Juve look better here, to be honest. They've started much better. And I can't even get the ball out right now. This is like night and day from the first 3 games. Okay, still there. O'Reilly. Gonna get it to Frankie. There's space here. Frankie's gonna wait. Play a nice ball to Bayer. Now Bayer's gonna get it to Frankie O'Donnell. That touch was, oh, it was too heavy, man. It got way too close to the keeper. That should have been 1-0 to us. Oh, man, Lookman gets by Schlotterbeck, and Juve are gonna score the first goal of the game. It's been coming. It's a very nice finish from Lookman. Okay, definitely our biggest, you know, challenge so far at Dortmund. Bellingham, good still there. Oh, we gotta keep it, though. We're getting just swarmed in the midfield. All right, Gutierrez, good one there. Bayer's gonna get a touch there. That's a foul, ref, right? Wait, you're telling me that's not a foul, bro? Are these refs just against Dortmund? Because, like, how is it not a foul? Bro, that's insane. Bellingham, pass nice to Frankie. Frankie's going to stop. Wait for Bellingham. Wait for him. Oh, Frankie, that ball was not on the right side of Bellingham, though. All right, that was a concerning 45 minutes of football we just saw there. That definitely was not Tyztir ball. And they're making us look like a horrible team here. Bayer's going to play it up to Frankie, though. It's a good ball. Frankie's got Bremer against him. Frankie's going to play a long ball over to Conceição. Conceição, touch is good. Oh, man, he couldn't control it, though. All right, we need to take a breath here, relax. Oh, okay, man. Joe, what kind of pass is that? We are getting absolutely torched here. Oh, Lookman. The skill there is insane. Schlotterbeck tries to go for the block, but Kobo gets the save. Okay, it's time. I'm giving Bento his debut here. I'm going to bring him on for, I think, Bayer on the left. So the Cristiano Ronaldo regen makes his debut in Germany. You know, I should say in Italy because we're in Italy right now, not Germany. Tyztir knows geography. Okay, O'Reilly's going to block that cross. We shall see if Bento can help save this game for us because right now it's not looking good. I think we're also missing Nemecha because Nemecha played so well in those first 2 games. But there's really no excuse for how bad we're playing right now. We are lucky this is not, you know, 2-0, but it might be that actually. Schlotterbeck. Oh, I missed that tackle right when he passed it. Hands in the box. Lookman shot. Kobo makes a good save. Okay, clearance away. Oh, man. Conceição, that's the one player. If he breaks away, I don't think anyone can catch him. The skill there is insane. Schlotterbeck tackle, and we get away from it, though. That was insane. Come on. Oh, Conceição was chopped. That's going to be definitely a yellow card for them. And that's actually a really smart foul because Conceição was kind of away there. We got 15 minutes, and it's only 1-0, though. Come on. Conceição is going to play it to Frankie O'Donnell. Frankie needs to get the finish away. Oh, that finish is not good enough. Swing it. Conceição over to Bento. Bento's going to lose it. Bellingham, tackle. Bento. Oh, man, it's just a mess. We were so close to getting it there, too, though. Sar. And Lookman has played amazing for them. All right, 6 minutes to try and save a point in match day 1 of the Champions League. Conceição into Bellingham. Bellingham. Oh, that pass is just off, man. It's not even at Frankie. I was ambitious, but I thought Bellingham would put off. Oh, crossover. This might be it. I'm not sure we get another chance here unless we steal it, which, oh, that's a missed tackle. I made a tackle, but it's going to be a corner. That's going to be it. Man, I would say we had a chance, but we didn't really create any good chances. Like, Frankie missed that last one, I guess. That was our closest way of getting a goal here, but we seriously did not play well here. So those first 3 games, this was truly a dose dose of reality for us. I mean, Juve don't look that good of a team on paper, but they just outplayed us by so much. Maybe it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows in this first year. All right, so from here on out, we're going to play a game each month. So the rest of September was simmed. Now that means in the Bundesliga with 5 games played, we sit in 5th. But we do have a game at hand though in the top 3, which if we win, we'll go up to 2nd place. We've not lost a game yet, but we have 2 draws. So once again, a little bit back down to reality. And then we did win our other sim Champions League game. So we're in 18th to start off that. Those first 2 games were dominant. I didn't expect the whole season to be like that, but the last game was a little concerning, you know, the fact that we dropped off that much. And hey, it doesn't get any easier. Now we face Bayern in the league. So a rematch here. We beat them in our first game here in the Super Cup. What do we beat them? Like 2 or 3-0. I think it was 2-0. And honestly, they didn't put up much of a fight, so I'm expecting a much tougher game this time around. Now, I think I want to start Bento over Bayern, though. I want to give him a chance. So the Ronaldo region gets a start, and we face Bayern Munich again. All right, so we need to find that form from the first episode now. That was a dose of reality, you know, a sign to not like, you know, get too ahead of ourselves. And Bayern are going to want some kind of revenge here. Now, that's going to be a weird chance. Now, Malinovsky must be a regen of someone. All right, Musiala gets the first shot away. Well, that striker must be pretty good if he's playing over Kane, as I just gave it right to Ronaldo Jr. Now, thank you, Zabarni, for getting that, but he's offside anyways. Okay, we need to lock in here, man. We need to lock in. Bellingham into Conceição. Conceição, you were kind of like the best player from the first episode. He was very quiet in that first game. Now, Bellingham, though, great run here. Oh, Conceição, that was meant for him, man. He's just so offside. The initial pass was meant for Conceição. O'Reilly, Bento to Frankie. Oh, okay, that was ambitious. We're playing a bit too loose here. They get a free kick from a kind of a dangerous spot here, and that's gonna fall. Okay, Kobel, thank you for getting it, but again, that was a foul or something. Right, though, again, we look like the team that's on the back foot, which is not a good sign here. Conceição to Reed. I need to get these fullbacks forward more because that's what we played well so last episode. Oh, it's just a little late again, man. I wanted that to be first time. And we are playing sloppy right now. Pass through Elise, shot. Kobel makes the save. But we look like a different team from the first episode. I don't know what's wrong here. 32 minutes, and again, we look by far second best. Good clearance away there. And they're just like first to every single pass. We're just like a foot slow. Okay, Reed, good steal. Now, can we get a counter attack? Conceição over to Frankie O'Donnell. Frankie, run like the wind here. I need a good finish, Frankie. Frankie takes his time, and okay, that's a huge goal to get us back on track. Good finish from our Aberdeen youth player. All right, we needed that desperately, man. We needed it. Started from a good steal from our right back Reed. And okay, 38 minutes in, Dortmund 1, Bayern 0. And that just settled us down a little bit here, just a little bit. Oh man, that is some great passing. It's going to be a pass back, I think it is. Hato against Reed. Now Musiala looking for Junior. Don't pass to him though. Here's Junior. Junior against Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck. Oh, we had a touch there. Still gets the shot away, but Kobel makes the save. And Junior very close to scoring. Ross in. Okay, that's going to be... Oh, that's just so unfortunate, bro. I tried to clear it, but my defender took a touch, and he basically, like, said, here's a shot. And who was that? I think it might have been Reed. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's not made many mistakes, but that is kind of a fatal one. You got to get the clearance away there first time. All right, halftime, it's 1-1 now after that. And so Bayern have had 5 shots. We've only had 1, so I guess their goal was kind of deserved. Now, Bento so far has been kind of quiet. He's not really had many chances, but honestly, no one in our attack has. Like, Conceição, Frankie's had 1 chance, and he took it, but that's it. It's not the free-flowing football from last episode. It's not. Hey, Reed, great still there. Now Conceição, get it back to Job. Job turn. Okay, slow it down a little bit. Mecha to Frankie. Frankie, good touch there. Is going to lay it off to Job. He is going to play it to Reed, making a very good run. Okay, Frankie's so offside. Now he's onside. Frankie O'Donnell. Oh, what a finish by Frankie O'Donnell again. Bro, he's done this now like 2 or 3 times throughout the entire Journeyman series, and he's done it now at Borussia Dortmund. What do we call him? The Scottish Zlatan? This is why here, man. That is insane. Look at the eye, though. He's looking at the ball there. He's actually looking at it. That's a great finish, and it just lofts over the keeper, and that is beautiful. That's actually beautiful. All right, Frankie has a brace, and it's 2-1 to Dortmund. Come on. Are we getting back on track? Bento to Frankie. Frankie's gonna hold this up. Oh, okay. Actually goes to Bellingham. Bellingham, a chance to give us a 2-goal lead, and Bellingham scores. All of a sudden, the floodgates have opened, and that is a quick 2 goals in a span of 4 minutes. All right, we might be rediscovering that form right now. Still time left, and that's gonna be a shot, and it's gonna be a goal for the regen. It is 3-2, man. That's so unfortunate. That's such a weak goal to concede. We definitely could have stopped that one. All right, O'Reilly, Bento. Now he's got a chance to play it to Conceição. Frankie. Okay, I probably shouldn't have played that. Conceição gets it to Bento. Bento shot. Oh, he scores his first goal for Dortmund. It's a goal frenzy all of a sudden, but the Cristiano Ronaldo regen scores the first goal here. Or I should say his first goal. It's a solid finish. All right, Bento. It might be another name to remember for this series. 4-2, 2-goal lead restored. And this has been an instant classic, I think. And it's still not done yet. There's still a lot of time left. Whoa, that's an outside the boot cross. That looks good. Kobel makes the save. Still not dealt with yet. Miguel, good block there on Elise's cross. Now, Doué plays for them. Okay, Ronaldo Jr. is playing over Doué. That's kind of crazy. That shows his potential. Now, oh, what a cross in. Musiala's header, though, thankfully is terrible. All right, Bento, chance here. Now, okay, I don't see a pass. Go back to O'Reilly. O'Reilly's got Conceição over to O'Donnell. Back to Conceição. That is some beautiful football. And it's going to be 5-2 to Borussia Dortmund. All right, subs on. I think this game is now done. 5-2. What a game. Defensively, I don't like the goals we conceded, but scoring 5, that is a bounce back win. Right, now, they have a free kick. If they score this, I literally resign as Dortmund manager. Never mind, I lied. I thought he was going to score it. And that wasn't that close. Now, do the subs get a chance to score here? Campbell gets it to Nemecha. Lauterback's going to play a nice through ball here to Bento, actually. Bento. Pass over the top is nice. Gets to Giuliano Simeone. Chance to shoot. Okay, actually, he got tackled from behind. But okay, so 2 meetings with Bayern this year. First time was a 2-0 win. This time, it's going to be a 5-2 win. So yeah, what a game. And also, Bento showed this game what he's capable of. He had a very good game. Frankie O'Donnell, though, stole the show with that 1 goal. Yeah, that's wild. They had like double our shots that game. We were just way more efficient. Okay, so after a few more sim games, we now sit in second, 1 point behind the leaders, Leverkusen. Now we're still unbeaten, which is nice. Now Bayern, where are they at, bro? Bayern aren't on the table here. Wait, I can't even see them. Bayern are going to be all the way in 13th. They have 5 losses already. I kind of thought we'd be battling Bayern for the title in Germany, but it might actually be Leverkusen. Because if you guys remember, we faced Leverkusen and we were at Aberdeen last year, and their team was insane. And we actually played them next. So yeah, they're a 5-star team, definitely better than our team on paper. I mean, they have Hanko, Lenormand. They have Arda Güler there. Yemi Pino, Dumfries on the bench. Like, this is a deep team. Ten Hag is cooking up something. Now, I think this team gave me probably my biggest loss in my career so far. Does it show actually in the My Career tab? It might. If we go to the My Career section. Yeah, it does show it. So my worst loss in my career was a 6-0 defeat versus Leverkusen last year at Aberdeen. So 6-0 loss. Like, I remember that one. That one stung. And I guess now I get a chance for revenge. So we go strongest first team. And we face maybe actually the best team in Germany currently. Every coach probably remembers their worst loss in their career. I definitely remember mine. It was for our Champions League safety, our Champions League dream, and Leverkusen pretty much just ended it. So I want my revenge. We'll see if we can get it today. We'll see. Now, if we win this, we'd also jump into first place. So that's also obviously very important. Now, Bayer is going to try to get that, but Lenormand gets to it first. Now, Carrizo is running by Gutierrez here, and I would say he looks pretty fast, maybe a little bit. Gutierrez, better defending though. And he's getting hounded. Okay, good pass over to O'Reilly. That's good work. Bayer's gonna get it. Frankie back to Bayer. Bayer's gonna time it right to Frankie. The keeper doesn't come out actually. Frankie is gonna play. Oh, that kind of works. Oh, the pass goes right by him though. Okay, I thought we were gonna get a pass back. And that touch was so awkward though. Okay, I see space in their defense to attack. I'm just worried about their attacking. Now, Matt O'Reilly on a breakaway here. What a run! And what a finish from our new midfielder. Man, that was a darting run. That was a great finish. Yeah, their defense, I'm seeing holes already early on in the game. And we just exploited one right there. Come on, I got a much better team this time around. I don't have Aberdeen, man. Okay, same play. Literally the same play. O'Reilly, oh, this time gets taken out. That was a carbon copy of the same play. Now, is that a red card? Is that a red? It is going to be a yellow, man. That should be a red. Now, I got no clue who's the free taker in this team. I guess it might be Matt O'Reilly. We'll try him. Looks like we kind of don't have that in the team, but we'll try it though. Matt O'Reilly from distance, kind of far out. He is going to take a good shot, but it doesn't have the power to get by their keeper. All right, though, positive start from us here. Positive. I like it. 3 at the back does look vulnerable this time around. And I got a much better defense this time around than Aberdeen, so hopefully that's the difference here. Back to O'Reilly. Job. Oh, Bellingham, we got to get that pass through, man. That should have got through. That is a bad spot to give it away in. Be a chance to cross it. Reed is trying to get back there. That's a good shot, but a good save. Now, corner in. Miguel Gutierrez. That's a great clearance away. Problem is, though, it's right in our box still. Gonna be Puerta's shot. Oh, that's gonna bounce away. Okay, great chance for a counter. Conceição gonna get it to O'Reilly. Now, Frankie, I see you. You're away. It is gonna be Frankie O'Donnell turning on the Jets. The finish is decent, but the finish is gonna be saved. All right, not a bad attempt. We're gonna go short corner to Conceição. Conceição might try and find a shot of his own. He's just fouled there, bro. But of course, the ref doesn't see it. Conceição is gonna slide it over to Zabarnyi, our center back. That was a good shot. That had some dip to it. If we can score this second for halftime, that would be perfect. Conceição to Job. Slide it over. Okay, it's Zabarnyi again. I'm not shooting this time though with you. O'Reilly is gonna get it to Nemecha. Okay, I don't see any shot here, bro. Swing it. It's gonna be Schlotterbeck. Swing it around here. Nice, nice. Okay, it's nice. That wasn't planned, though. I wanted that to actually go to the other player. All right, that was a missed chance, but halftime, it is 1-0 to us so far. I do feel confident we can win this here. I feel confident. Conceição, Nemecha. Okay, swing this to the left. Gutierrez has space to work with here. He's going to get by that defender, I think. Now, he has got a pass. Oh, if that gets through, man, that's going to be a goal, maybe. That is another missed chance. Okay, what a move right there. Defense is back, though. Defense is here. Roeder, who also looks like a regen. Now, he's going to get a free shot. Oh, I just couldn't close him down in time. Yeah, that is some kind of regen. I don't know who that is, but Roeder is going to make it 1-1 in this game. All right, it's time for Bento. Bento on for Bayer. We're gonna fight fire. Regen with regen, I guess. This is gonna be tied up though. We gotta score here, man. Conceição, you got spacer actually. Conceição was gonna cross it. Oh man, that was gonna be a good idea. Oh my, there was some miscommunication there. And they're pressuring us. This team plays so aggressive. O'Reilly, Bento is gonna get it. Frankie. Hold it up. Get it over the top. Okay, that's not going to work, but Job picks it up. Job is going to get it over to Reed. Reed, good ball through to Conceição. That was perfect. Conceição shot, and that's going to be lead restored to Dortmund. Man, that was an incisive pass by Reed and a great touch by Conceição. All right, 2-1 to Dortmund in a big game. That is just perfectly executed. Come on, man, I want this win so badly. I want my revenge, and I want to be in first place. Come on, 20 minutes to go. Gonna be a good chance here. It's gonna be Carrizo looking for the shot. Schlotterbeck, that is some good defending right there. That's great. That was high pressure. Bellingham, Conceição is gonna get it to Frankie. Frankie, wait for the speedster. There he is. 94 pace. They should not catch up with him. They're not. Conceição's gonna shoot, and that is gonna seal the game, I think. Man, Conceição is just so quick. He's like the quickest player I've used so far in this series, I think. He like runs by everyone. All right, though, 13 minutes, 2-goal lead. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Durant actually scored that from that angle. That is a joke. Okay, we got 3 minutes left. They make it 3-2. Have a slight chance for a comeback, but I'm not letting them. Come on. All we gotta do is hold this for like the next 10 seconds and we're good. Conceição, good touch there. Okay, they get a consolation, get kind of close to an equalizer, but it's not gonna happen. Conceição. It's a chance for one more, but he can't score it. All right, though, I do get my revenge. It's going to be a 3-2 win. So we jump into first, and Leverkusen take that. That's for Aberdeen right there. So 9 games in, still unbeaten, and we sit in first place. Now, stats update, Frankie O'Donnell has 11 goals and 5 assists in 14 games. So yeah, he is starting to fully realize his potential of being like, you know, one of the best strikers in the world. And he definitely has potential to be the very best. Conceição 6-5 is doing great. Bellingham 3-3 is great. Bento so far, he has 1 goal in 4 games, but every appearance he's made, he's looked good. Now though, another test in the Champions League as we face Barcelona away. So they got Moise Kean, Bruno Fernandes, Lamine Yamal, Davies, Pedri still there. I mean, that's a very solid team. Yeah, 5 stars and 87 midfield. That's pretty good. Kind of like how Juventus was, you know, a test for us that we failed. Let's see what we can do this time around. I think after that Juve game, we definitely found our form again. You know, we're playing pretty well. Not as well as the first episode, but we are playing much better. I want to see a win, though, against a good team in Europe, though. AKA, I want to see a win here. Now, Bayer to Frankie. Frankie to Conceição, which he has got a breakaway chance, and we've scored within 3 minutes. Once again, Conceição is kind of just too quick for everyone. When he gets the ball in stride, he just, look at him. One touch, and he's just by everyone. And he has enough speed to create space to have time to pick out a shot, too. Okay, wait. I just saw Harry Kane playing. Okay, Kane is their starting striker. That's interesting. I didn't see that in the pre-match screen. Maybe that's why Bayern aren't as good this year because they lost Kane. Now Reed to Frankie. Frankie, I don't like the shot. Oh man, I was gonna try to pass it backwards, man. I should have been quicker with that. Now they got a breakaway with a lot of space. Thankfully, Zabarni's got like 90 sprint speed, so that is gonna definitely work out here. He gets touched there. That's good defending. Now corner in by Lamine. Oh my. We just tumbled over that guy, and it's gonna be a foul on him. Okay, I thought that was gonna be a penalty. I guess not. Frankie's gonna get it over to Bayer. Now Bayer is gonna show off the pace a little bit. We kind of need support though. Riley into Nemecha, over to Job. Job, Bellingham, shot attempt. Oh my, Bellingham, what a goal. Man, 2-0. That might be the goal of the season so far. Definitely at least a contender for it. What did I say? You know, I think we can make Job Bellingham a star. And man, going across from goal, that shot is just perfect. I bet his brother's loving that one, you know, scoring against Barcelona. Okay, 19 minutes in, it's 2-0. This has been a very nice start for us here. Now that's going to be a back pass over to Davies. Davies slides back. Okay, keep them out. Come on. Don't let him score. Okay, Schlotterbeck, good tackle there, and we survived that. Okay, let's not let them score right after we score. That's terrible. Bellingham, Conceição, over to Frankie. Conceição, turn on the Jets here. Oh, he was going to be away there. He might still be away anyways. Now, Davies catches up there, man. That could have been so much better. It was handball at some point, but the ref played it on, and we just lost it. Now, this is a chance. Okay, Schlotterbeck defended that well. Crossover. Oh my, what a cross finish, though. Terrible by Pedri. O'Reilly, now Nemecha. That's a really good run to that space. I like the movement here. Bellingham. Gonna play to Frankie. Frankie needs help. Gonna wait for Conceição. Conceição is in a perfect spot. Over to Bayer. Oh, it's just classic football there. And it is a 3-0 first half for Borussia Dortmund. Man, Barcelona are a better team than Juve, but we are smacking them right now. This now looks like the team from the first episode. Now, am I about to jinx it? No, I'm not. Miguel Gutierrez, good steal on Lamine Yamal. And that is an A+ first half right there. Hey man, we got this team looking scary. Make sure we close out this win now. Close it out. Conceição is gonna play it up to Frankie. Now, okay, that was not even close to getting it to him. Conceição tries to go for the header. Is also not even close to it. Zabarni is gonna have a great tackle on Kane there. Now straight into a counterattack. Zabarni, oh man, Christensen actually stepped up for that perfectly. Okay, Lamine has got so much space here. Schlotterbeck's gonna go for a slide tackle. Okay, it didn't work, but at least we pushed him farther wide. Now, okay, that's a foul, right? Look at that, we actually got a call for once. I can't believe it. Maybe this game isn't rigged. Oh no, that's going to be a penalty. I thought that was going to be outside the box, but okay, it's going to be a penalty for Barcelona. Man, I feel like that was so close. All right, it's going to be Kane versus Koval. Koval! Oh, we actually guessed the right side. That was such a quick penalty. All right, a small blemish, but that should not ruin this game. We're not going to lose this. I am not going to allow us to lose this lead. No way. 30 minutes to just close it out. That's it. Bellingham to Nemecha. Nemecha's got options here. Gonna play it to Conceição. Conceição needs one more option. Beautiful. Into Job Bellingham. That was all power, man. I was hoping for a rebound of some sorts. Bro, is this Christensen? Who's making this run here? I think it's Christensen. Oh, that is an insane run. Crossover is terrible. That's definitely Christensen. Whoa. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. I tried to clear it, and Miguel Gutierrez, that is the worst clearance I've ever seen. He heads it back into Kane. Oh, you gotta get it to the left, man. That's just not good. 2-3, and there's a lot of time left here. Okay, this game is on again, but we've just literally gifted them a chance to tie this up now. O'Reilly into Bayer. Bayer has options. Conceição is gonna hold this. Beautiful into Frankie. Frankie. Oh, we just needed a closer touch there. Now that pass out is terrible. This game is getting chaotic. Bayer's gonna hold it. Job into Conceição. We'll try this again. Oh my, that is beautiful football. But Frankie O'Donnell is gonna miss the chance. All right, Frankie is rinsed. So Bento on for him. I'm also gonna do Emre Can and probably Svensson for Reed. And that would have been such a nice goal to seal this win. Yanko though gets away there. Now it should be defended well. It is. It's fine. And this does not feel good though. All of a sudden, Nemecha is holding that. Whoa, that's a weird pass. It somehow works. All right, Gutierrez, good clearance away, actually. Bento. Oh, Bento, that's the jumping. I forgot he has 88 jumping. Conceição is going to try to play to Bento. He just got taken out, bro. Are you kidding me? Bro, Leniotto just took out Bento, and that's not a foul? You gotta be joking, man. That was the clearest foul I've ever seen. Leniotto could not keep up with Bento. He just pulled him down. And now they have a chance, but nope. It's gonna be offside, and that's also full time. Man, okay, so at least we won. If we wouldn't have won that, I'd have been so mad about the no call on Bento. We made it so much tougher for ourselves, but that's gonna be a nice 3-2 win in the Champions League. So once again, first in the Bundesliga, we sit second in the Champions League. By the way, our former team Aberdeen sit in 8th, so they look like they're doing pretty well 4 games in. We got this team right now looking like the real deal, like firing on all cylinders, looking like a Champions League contender, maybe a league title contender. And a crazy thing is, even after signing Bento, the Ronaldo regen, we still have 87 million to spend from all those player sales. So next episode will be in the January transfer window. And I mean, 80 million, that's a lot of money to work with. After signing Bento, we could still make some huge improvements in January. Okay, so last episode we signed the regen of Cristiano Ronaldo. Now his name is Bento, and so far we've only seen a glimpse of what he can do, but we're definitely going to see more today. Now, since taking over as Dortmund manager, things have gone well. We've started our transformation to this squad, and today as we enter the January transfer window, that transformation continues. So drop a like down below if you want more of this series, and I say we get right back into it. Now, first comment today, you should change Job's shirt number to 77, which is the number he got in real life. Yeah, so a few of you guys told me to change his number to that, so Bellingham is now number 77. Now, next one, you better use that 93 jumping of Schlotterbeck in corners. Yeah, for those who know, our FC24 Dortmund series, we were basically like corner FC. Schlotterbeck scored so many corners. Now, the problem is this year in the game, you know, corners are nowhere near as effective, but he's got to score a corner at some point in this save. Now, last comment, like the last Journeyman series, will you manage an international team? And if you do, try a small country. Yeah, so being an international manager is something we are going to do in this series. Now, the current year is 2028, so after this season, we have the 2028 Euros, and I am going to manage a national team for that Euro tournament. So it's going to be between season 1 and 2 of this Dortmund chapter. So tell me in the comments down below, what national team should we manage? You know, should it be a small European nation? Should it be a big one like France, Germany, England, Spain, something like that? Let me know in the comments down below. But okay, so we started this episode in kind of mid-January. Halfway through the year, 16 games in, we're sitting in first. We're still unbeaten with a 1-point lead in first. So yeah, it's been an amazing start to our league season. Bayern, we are 16 points above them. Bayern are like not even a threat this year. That is so weird for the Bundesliga. And then Champions League, we currently sit in 5th, so we're still doing well there too. It's just overall been a very good start to this Dortmund chapter. Now, there were a few comments saying the game was a bit too easy, so I'm gonna make the sliders even tougher here to start, you know, kind of the midway point of this year. So I've raised the CPU speed to 65. I think it was at 60 before. And then I've also lowered their first touch error down to 25 from I think it was at 35 before. So we are making it a little bit tougher. Okay, though, now for our transfer plan in January. I feel like in this team, we kind of have just too many players in like the same positions. We have too many players that are similar. So we are going to look to sell a few players here. Players like Chris Rigg, George, Sabitzer, also Shula and Anton. You know, I want to kind of consolidate the squad so we don't have players that are currently unhappy like these guys. Now, I think in January, I'm not going to change the starting lineup at all. Basically, today, I want to reinforce the bench with some solid players. So on the bench, we have Sar, Favara and Baturina as backup midfielders. Now, if I'm going to sell Chris, Rigg, and also Sabitzer, I want to bring someone in to replace them, basically, just 1 for 2. I want like a very versatile box-to-box mid. Someone that's so versatile that could probably play like more than one position. And for our first signing in January, I'm thinking about Cesare Casadei, if that's how you say that, the Italian midfielder currently playing at Torino. Now, this dude is 25 years old. He's 6'4", and all of his stats are basically green. Other than volleys and defensive awareness, this guy is just so well-rounded. And the fact that he's that well-rounded at 6'4" is pretty insane. So for about 28 to 36 million, he's going to be kind of like the Sabitzer and Chris Rigg replacement. Just pretty much a Swiss Army knife of a player. So I think I'm going to start with 38 million to Torino. And okay, they just straight up accept that. So it looks like we found our new box-to-box backup center mid. He just looks like the exact kind of squad player you want in your team. And hey man, it's time to rack up these trophies. So I'm trying to build a fully balanced squad here. So first signing in January is going to be Casadei, if that's how you say that. I got to figure out how to say his name, but I feel like this guy is going to be an absolute beast for us. And also at 25 years old, you know, he's relatively young, so he probably could grow a lot more. But welcome to Dortmund. Am I thinking this wrong? Is he a former Chelsea player? He might have played for Chelsea. I don't know though. For some reason, my mind is going blank about that. All right, though, he's going to find a nice spot on our bench. And I do have plans for, I think, at least one more signing. But first, we have a huge matchup in the Bundesliga. So yeah, I thought, you know, Bayern Leverkusen would challenge us for the title, but currently it's Stuttgart. We have almost identical records and they have the best defense in the league. So we're going to play them next and it might be kind of interesting. I mean, they have a 4-star team that doesn't look like too crazy. Maybe they're just like really overperforming. I don't know. But okay, so Casadei is going to be on the bench. We go with our strongest first team and let's see if we can keep our first place spot on the newly increased difficulty sliders. Now, it might take some adjusting, so if we lose like 4 or 5-0, then that's what that is. I'm going to use that excuse. But okay, first versus second in the Bundesliga, let's see what our team can do. I'm expecting another, you know, good performance here, but we'll never know. This team might be a little bit tricky despite them not looking that great on paper. All right, speaking of that, that guy gets away from Gutierrez pretty far. Now, Schlotterbeck has to come over, shot. And that shot is going to go over the net. Okay, could have been a little scary there. All right, Gutierrez is going to play it up to O'Reilly, get it back over to Job. Now Reed, swing it over. Okay, that pass didn't get through. They were locking down our midfield pretty well. A little bit of a slow start for us, you know, a little bit. Now Zabarny is going to be, oh, Zabarny, that's a great tackle. Wait, bro, ref, he was just fouled there. Are you kidding me? We made the tackle, then he got fouled, and the ref is just like, nah, I didn't see anything. Bro, these refs just hate me in this series. Like, what did I do to you? Oh man, good chance here for a shot. Job is trying to get back, but that shot thankfully goes wide. And when you guys also said to put Nemecha as a center half as a role, and I've done that. When you guys said that he defends more like actually a CDM, you know, he actually helps out defending. So that isn't a change we made. Now Bayer, Frankie's got Conceição. Conceição gets a shot away. The shot is going to be saved. All right, Schlotterbeck, are you ever going to score corner? Corner in. Schlotterbeck is there for it. Okay, what a punch out though. All right, Conceição was pushed so far back. You know what? I'm feeling it for some reason. Oh man, I should not have been feeling it. That was incredibly poor. Reed, good tracking back. Reed, that is a nice tackle. No foul, no foul. Now think about the center half role. Nemecha, he's like literally playing as a center back now, not a CDM. So it's kind of a good thing defending, but going forward, not that much. Now saying that, great ball to Job. Job is going to play it through to Frankie O'Donnell. Chance to shoot, and Frankie O'Donnell scores the first goal of the game. I mean, Frankie needs to be a lot more consistent, but first shot today, goal, I like to see it. You know, he's our top scorer. He's one of the top scorers of the Bundesliga. But I still feel like he could be so much better. I like that shot. 1-0 in the 38th minute. We need to see more of that from young Frankie. Now, chance here. Reed is kind of defending this pretty well. Pass back. Reed's there. Bro, he's like marking 2 players by himself. Reed, that is just such good defending. This man doesn't need help now. Conceição over to Frankie. Frankie, you got space. Frankie O'Donnell is going to run the whole way. Frankie O'Donnell shot. Oh man, I probably should have passed it there, but O'Reilly was so slow to back up Frankie right there, man. Corner range, Schlotterbeck. That is you, Schlotterbeck. Oh, we couldn't even get contact on it. Bro, if he's not scoring from corners, that's how you know it's really broken. Conceição into Bayer. Bayer is going to find the angle. Oh, I thought that wasn't going to be blocked. Schlotterbeck. Oh, of course, the ref blows for halftime because I played it a little bit too far. Bro, these refs just hate me. All right, though, halftime it is, it's 1-0 to us. I mean, Stuttgart look like the only team that's really challenging us for the title. So if we win this, that would be maybe a step towards the title this early in January. Bellingham over to Frankie. Frankie's going to wait. Frankie. Okay, at least he kept it there. Conceição is going to feed it right back to him. Great touch. Frankie, this is the finish I need from you. Oh, man, he's just a little bit too inconsistent right now. He is truly still a young player. Now, Bellingham has got a chance for something. Going across goal. That was a good-looking shot. Bellingham is going to win that header. Goes to Nemecha, over to O'Reilly shot. It's going to be another save. Hey, come on, we need the second goal right now. We need it. Now, chance here, which Schlotterbeck is going to get that block in very well. Okay, the ball is still there. Zabarny can't get it, but Obel, good save. Okay, I think it's time for Casadei's debut. He's going to come on for probably O'Reilly. And also, let's do Bento for Conceição. Let's do that. I think Bento could definitely play on the wing still. And he helped us steal this. Now, that's going to be a steal by Bellingham. He has options here, but not really a good one. Oh, man, who was that just won it? Okay. Hold up, Casadei is running. Bro, this 6'4" powerhouse is on quite a run here for his first involvement at Dortmund. It's going to be Frankie O'Donnell going for something special, and he got no contact on it, though. Yeah, that could have been better. All right, Cassidy is going to get it to Bellingham. Bento over to Frankie. Frankie plays it through. It's going to be Bayer, who is going to be offside. Or how was he offside? Was I missing something? He might have been. Come on, we've been the better team now. We just got to find this this winning goal, basically. Now, Reed is going to get it to Bento. Bento is going to dribble a little bit here. We got 12 minutes left. Bento is going to get it back to Reed. Nice pass there, Reed. Heavy touch, but it works. Okay, doesn't get it to Frankie, but that's fine. It's actually Kasai Day. Okay, I got it there now. Bayer. Through to him. He's going to take a shot. Oh, man, the new signing almost had a chance for a ceiling goal. Come on, 4 minutes. If we concede here, it's going to be so unlucky. Oh, no, that's a bad tackle. Schlotterbeck has to come over. Schlotterbeck. Oh my, off the line. Zabarny is going to get it out. They're going to get another chance here. It's going to be Millet looking for something. Pass back. Shot. It's going to be Zabarny. Another block. Gutierrez gets it out. And okay, the ref isn't a blow for full time as that player just fell on the floor. Okay, first game on the new sliders. I definitely feel a difference, but we still get a slim 1-0 win to get a commanding position in first place now. Now, man, I like the way Nemecha was like actually getting as a kind of like a third center back, but going forward, he was like nowhere to be found. So I don't like that. I don't know. I feel like all these roles just suck, you know, for actually trying to make your CDM actually do stuff. I guess I can try ball winning, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that'll make him more aggressive, but actually, you know, still be a part of the build-up play. All right, though. So after that win, we now hold a 4-point lead in first. We are 9 points above Leverkusen, and we are now, what, almost 19 points above Bayern. Still unbeaten. That's pretty crazy. But okay, currently we have 47 million left. I want to sell some players that we're trying to sell here to raise that money back up. I do have one pretty big signing in mind here still. So next player to leave is going to be Tyreek George. He actually requested a transfer, so he kind of forced our hand here. He's not going to get much game time. I understand it. So he has gone to Sporting in Portugal for 34 million. And the next up is going to be Anton, which Koulibaly pretty much takes his place as like our 4th choice center back, so didn't really need him. I believe he's gone to Fulham for 32 million. And then one even more, so Chris Rigg. I feel like he was kind of an odd player to have in this team currently. So he's been sold to Girona, and kind of like Cassidy pretty much replaced him. But okay, we generated some decent money there. So after that, we now have 122 million again. All right, that's going to be enough for the player I want next. Now, our right back Reed, I like him a lot, like really a lot. And now this player is not going to replace him in the starting 11 like to start, but I really want to bring Rico Lewis to Borussia Dortmund. A few of you guys have suggested him a lot. I'm not signed him yet. I feel like in this team as a backup right back and also a backup midfielder, backup left back too, he would be amazing and also a good chance to, you know, find a starting role at some point too. Now, he might cost around like actually like 60 million, so it might be kind of an expensive one. All right, so let's go for like 59 million maybe. 59, and they're going to want 61.3 plus a 5% sell-on clause. No, I don't want the sell-on clause. Nope. I'll do 63 with no sell-on clause. Unai Emery is going to say yes to that. Okay, 63 million for Rico Lewis. That's a lot of money, but it's a player that reinforces so many different positions for us. And that kind of player in the squad is just so valuable for us. So for me, he's not going to be like an everyday starter per se, but he's still going to be a vital part of this team. So Cassidy plus Lewis, what is that? 38 plus 63. I mean, that's pretty close to 100 million. It might be over actually 100 million. So in January, we spent 100 million on 2 bench players, but we also sold so many players. We're probably actually in the green still in terms of like net spend. I'm telling you, man, we are going for trophies now. We are trophy hunting, and I'm building a complete squad here at Dortmund. So Rico Lewis and Cassidy, welcome to the team. I think that's probably it for our business in January. I don't see any other areas we need to improve. So I think rest of season 1, this is going to be the team. And even with our increased sliders, I feel very confident in the team. All right, so next game we're going to play is going to be versus Leipzig at home. And we got through January into now February. I saw that we had 2 draws in the league, but we're still in first here. So 22 games in, still unbeaten, and a 5-point lead over Leipzig in second. So yeah, this is now the new first-second matchup. Now I do want to get Rico Lewis his first start, I think, for the club, so he's going to play over Reed this game. Otherwise, same team, I think. And okay, another chance to take a step closer to the Bundesliga title, maybe. Bro, I really thought this year it would be like neck and neck us between Bayern versus Ronaldo Jr. for the title, but it has just simply not been that. I don't know if it's luck or what, but so far in my first 3 years as a manager, I've won the league every single time. And here in season 4, the Journeyman series, basically, we have another chance to do that. That would be insane as Rico Lewis makes his first tackle for Dortmund. I like it. All right, Job has got space to run into, and he's got a lot of space actually. Job is going to slide it over to O'Reilly. Bayer into Miguel. Actually, that's Miguel. I got my players mixed up there. Pass back. Oh, that was almost a great ball. It's going to be cleared though. Bellingham into Conceição, over to Bayer. Looking for the first goal here. Now, is that deflected? Okay, yeah, it was. Zlotterbeck, I am looking for you, man. Can you, okay, bro, he didn't even jump there. Why is he not even jumping? Chance for Nemecha, slide it over. It's going to be Zabarny. Why not? Okay, that was a poor shot. Bro, corners are just so bad this year. It's so funny. It's actually not funny. It's sad. Okay, Rico Lewis, good deflection there, but it's going to be still a chance. Rico Lewis, good positioning, man. That was smart. And Nemecha, see, I like him going forward more. I don't like him being just like center back, being stuck back there. Now, that's an interesting ball that Conceição doesn't put pressure on, but they are going to clear it. And so far, we look like we are on the front foot. Oh, Nemecha, the skill there was insane. Oh, and the tackle, too. That was insane, bro. That is some great work. Bayer Shot from distance looks good. Skims the roofing of the net, but so close. Bayer's gonna get to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's gonna, oh man, I was gonna slide it, I think, right to, was that O'Reilly? I think it was. He's making a great run, just couldn't reach him. Now, Openda's got a pretty good chance here. Shot. Coble. Okay, that was a good save. That was a very awkward shot, though. Vermeeren. Okay, good steal there, O'Reilly. O'Reilly, that's great work. Now, Bayer. Over to Miguel. Miguel is really forward here. I think I changed him to an attacking fullback, and I can definitely see the change. Bayer's gonna slide it over. Frankie in front of goal. Oh, he just couldn't take a touch, man. He wasn't even facing the right way there. You're close to this first goal, but not there yet. Job into Conceição. Conceição. Oh, we just lost it at the last second. All right, halftime, definitely been the better team, but no goal yet. Come on, it's got to be coming soon, though. It's got to be soon. Saying that, Openda over to Xavi Simon. Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck. Oh, that is just such good defending, man. That is beautiful work. Now, Bayer. Frankie, we got Conceição in a lot of space. He's going to take a good first touch, and Conceição is going to score the first goal of the game. And this front three is so good. Bayer, Conceição, and Frankie. I like it. Okay, so we strike first here. Rico Lewis has to defend this over Ben Spaini. That's our former player there, by the way. Lewis passes that test beautifully. Now Bellingham out to Conceição. This football is being played at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Or I should say maybe kilometers. The finish is going to be a little bit wide. And that spot Frankie needs to be so more deadly from. Bellingham over to, bro, why is Zabarny always the one that finds the shots from these corners? Try one into Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck, okay, bro, he's not even close to getting these. Nemecha slide it over. Zabarny into O'Reilly. O'Reilly is going to take his time. Good shot. Oh, it's going to be right at Trubin, though. Now it's going to be a chance here. Zabarny. Oh, that's a very good fired pass in. Coble, though, great save from our keeper and our captain. Okay, I think I want to do Mr. Bento on for Frankie. Let's do Cassidy for Bellingham. And I think also let's do Simeone for Conceição. Let's do that. We need some fresh legs to help secure this win, I think. Corner's going to be short, and it might be actually a decent chance. Okay, they're going to go all the way. Whoa! What kind of pass is that? That's the worst corner I've ever seen. Now, Simeone is going to play it through to the Ronaldo regen Bento. He is going all the way here. Bento shot. Okay, same spot that Frankie missed from. Bento's going to score, though, and he makes it 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Bro, we just look incredible with this team this year. We look incredible. All right, find a better shot. Bayer is going to swing it. It's going to be our new midfielder. Cassidy shot. It's going to be a save. No chance here, but okay, Miguel, no penalty. Don't do that. Zabarny, good positioning. Man, those two have so much chemistry together now. Schlotterbeck and Zabarny, that is a good center back pairing. O'Reilly, Nemecha up to Simeone. Simeone's going to get it to Rico Lewis. Now, far post cross to Bayer. Oh my, what an attempt, but what a save. All right, see if we go for like an in-swinger cross here. Let's try with O'Reilly. I'm going to try to loft it up. That didn't really work, but we still keep it at least. Bayer over to Cassidy. Get it back to Bayer. Bayer's shot there is gonna go slightly over the bar. And our defense today so far has been rock solid. So first, second in Germany, and that's gonna be another win for us. And right now we are the heavy favorites to win the Bundesliga in our first year in Germany. So now an 8-point lead over second place and still unbeaten. But okay, now our attention shifts to the Champions League. It's time for the Champions League knockout stage. This is where things get very serious. So we finished 4th in league phase, a very good league phase. But now round of 16, we are now facing Aston Villa, a team that knocked me out of the Conference League, and I think our first year at Aberdeen. So a team that I would like to get some revenge on, definitely. Kind of funny, first year at Aberdeen, I got knocked out in round of 16. The second year, we didn't make it even into the knockout stage of the Champions League. So my experience, knockout European football is so minimal still. But now I'm looking to change that. So as usual, to make it that much tougher, we're going to sim the first leg and play the second leg. Now in 2028, Villa have a 4.5-star team. Okay, they got Højlund up top. They got Onana still, Rogers still, Bailey still. I mean, that's a solid team. I'm not going to talk down on them yet. But okay, so first leg is going to be in England. It is going to be a 2-0 Villa win. We really just lost to this team 2-0. How is that even possible? Our team laid such a big stinker. Okay, so 2-0 down, and we now face elimination in the Champions League. Bro, our team has played amazing in sim games all year long. I was not expecting that. All right, though, so it's got to be up to us to make a huge comeback. 2 goals down, round of 16. This would be pretty legendary, but man, 2 goals, it's not going to be easy. We are going to try our best, though. And in all my time of like simming first legs, European knockouts, I think 2-0 is probably the worst loss I've ever had. So literally it's like the worst we could have got, basically. Right, though we played so well this year, now we really have to prove it, man. Problem is if they score even 1, it's gonna hurt us so much. So we need to score quick and really get back in this game quickly. All right, Nemecha into Bellingham, up to Bayer, Conceição, are you onside? He was onside. Oh, this shot is gonna be blocked, unfortunately. Now it's still in the mix though. Okay, Conceição, turn, nice, Conceição. Oh, he gets chopped. Is that gonna be a red card? Now, is that gonna be a penalty or a red card? I think it might have been outside the box, but it is gonna be oh, it's a straight red. Okay, we got life. Now, is that a penalty though? I don't think it's a penalty. No, it must have been right outside the box. Yeah, it was outside, but okay, Villa down to 10 men. If we were gonna make a comeback, we needed that. Now, man, I just don't have a free kick taker in this team though. And it's gotta be O'Reilly, I guess. Matt O'Reilly from the free kick. He is going to, it's gonna hit the wall, unfortunately. Come on, boys, down to 10 men. Bayer, chance here is gonna stop. Over to Frankie. Frankie shot. It's gonna be actually an amazing save. How does he actually save that? Oh, that save hurts. All right, keep pushing here. Bellingham, gonna get it out to Zabarnyi into O'Reilly shot. It's gonna be another save. All right, bro, we need to lock in, man. We need to lock in. Looking for someone who could shoot. It's gonna be probably Nemecha. No, it's not. Okay, hold this. Relax. Bellingham slides it to Schlotterbeck. Now, there's no option. Okay, let's reset. Better than just losing it. Reed. And we lost it anyways. Now I got a counterattack. So that was completely wasted, that chance. Rogers, Schlotterbeck. Gets the first pass. Now crossover. Gutierrez. Oh, that cross is right back to them. Reed, thank you for that steal at least. Boys, we need to find this first goal here. Zabarnyi over to Nemecha. Nemecha shot. It's going to be 2-1. We have life. Okay, this has been an overpowering start. It's 2-1. Come on, one more to tie it up. Come on, boys. This feels very doable right now. Very doable. Gutierrez. Oh, how do we not get a tackle there? That was a huge touch. Crossover. Schlotterbeck. Clearance away is nice. O'Reilly is not going to fully win that though. Oh no, Bailey. O'Reilly's there. Great block. And we do get it out. Nice. Bayer is going to play it up to Frankie. That pass kind of away from him, though. Frankie's going to hold it up. Bayer is in a great spot. Bayer takes his time. And the shot is going to go wide. Man, that's just a shot you can't miss. Yeah, that one hurts right there. That one actually hurts. Frankie, good touch there. Conceição's running. Oh, the pass, though, by Frankie is not good enough. But we're getting chance after chance, though, right now. Oh, my. Job Bellingham. What a steal. Oh, the pass though. Okay, we're rushing it a bit too much now. We're rushing it because I'm trying to get that man advantage in space. I think we got to slow it down just a little bit right now. Schlotterbeck needs a tackle there. Beautifully done. Beautiful. I might have one more chance the first half. Conceição's going to run here. Gonna try to play a long ball over to O'Donnell, but it's gonna be caught by the keeper. And okay, currently we are a goal down. Come on, man. This comeback is ours to make right now. It's ours to make. Gotta stay composed, you know, stay composed. Easy still there for Reed. Easy. Now Miguel's gonna play it up to Bayer. Bayer's got Frankie in a good spot. Good pass. Frankie's gonna hold it. Frankie O'Donnell. Great pass to Bayer. Bayer's gonna look for something. Frankie's running. Frankie gets the shot attempt. And this is gonna be 2-2. 54th minute. This is gonna be a tie game. Come on. Come on. Job's not done yet. We need to win this now. Great finish by Frankie though. Great finish. O'Reilly. Okay, we just stole that. And then Onana just stole it back like it was nothing. That is some strength. Nemecha though, that's better. Okay, slow down a little bit. We don't need to rush this too much now. We need to create solid chances. Bellingham. Okay, hold up. Bellingham. Bellingham plays. Okay, he kept it, man. Oh, that was so close. All right. O'Reilly. Gonna be Frankie. Turns. One pass over. Bayer gets a chance, and he makes up for his previous miss. 62nd minute, Bayer scores to make it 3-2. Comeback fully complete. Now we just got to close this out, man. Close it out. This has been a great performance, you know, 2-0 down. Totally taking advantage of that, you know, 10-man defense, I guess. All right, no subs yet. Probably Bento coming on pretty soon, though, for Frankie. I feel like I need those fresh legs up top to secure this win, probably. Reed, great steal. Job, Conceição to Frankie. Hold it up. Frankie's going to play it up to Conceição. Conceição, a chance to seal it. And Conceição might have just done it. Man, we have taken care of business this game. This is a statement win by Borussia Dortmund. All right, so I'm gonna let's do Cassidy for Bellingham. Let's do Batsarina for O'Reilly, Bento, and also Simeone on for probably Bayer. Let's do that. So fresh legs everywhere to help seal this win, but it's probably already done. I'm getting sweet revenge for that Conference League round of 16 2 seasons ago, basically. Now, in saying that, if they score here, it might get interesting, but nope, it's gonna be a save. Can we get more here just to add insult to injury? We got players that are open. It's gonna go to Bento right in front of goal, and the Ronaldo regen's gonna score our 5th. Yeah, 5-0. That is a resounding win. This one is gonna feel pretty good. I think that 10-man advantage now is really just really showing itself. Batsarina is gonna get it over to Simeone. Oh, Simeone, what was that pass, bro? You had so much space for that. You played it right at the defender, and that wasn't the greatest from him. Now, okay, Schlotterbeck, I need you to come over here. Gonna be a shot. Schlotterbeck. Oh my, that's great work. Okay, Koble jumped for nothing. Corner in. It's gonna be out by Reed. Good clearance away. And then Gutierrez gets a great clearance away. And this team just showed up to play today. It's so nice to see. All right, final corner for them. That is gonna be sent in. It will be cleared by Bento. And that is gonna be full time in this game. So 2-0 down to 5-2. On our increased ultimate sliders, like that is a resounding win right there. One of the best in my manager career, definitely. And hey, that's the first ever European, knockout tie that I've won. It's a very nice time to do it. Okay, so we got through March after that Villa win. We won 2 games in the league and then 1 loss in the cup. So we actually got knocked out of the DFB Pokal, which kind of sucks. Yeah, knocked out in the semis by Wolfsburg, but I mean, definitely the Champions League and Bundesliga takes priority. So currently Bundesliga, we have a now a 13-point lead, still unbeaten, by the way. So no team is really challenging us at all. So I guess our attention stays now on the Champions League, which quarterfinals, it's now Borussia Dortmund versus Napoli. So this might be a decent matchup. I'm guessing their team is still pretty good. So they're going to be a 4.5-star team. Still have Osimhen, McTominay. They have De Bruyne, of course. Militao's good. Balde's good. Yeah, that's a pretty good team. So same thing. We're going to sim the first leg and play the second leg next. Can my sim luck be better this time? It is going to be a 3-3 draw. Okay, so that's a lot of goals scored. Diaz for them scored a hat trick, by the way. Conceição scored twice and also Nemecha scored once. Okay, so the second leg in Italy will decide who reaches the Champions League semis. So yeah, we thought the last game was big. This one is, just as big or even bigger. This is to reach my first ever Champions League semis. Now, really quick though, stat update. I kind of want to see our stats. Frankie's got 26 and Bayer has 26. That is insane. So that front three has worked beautifully. And okay, it's time. I would say probably up until this date, this is probably the biggest game of my career. Let's see what we can do. I feel like Napoli and FC are a sneaky team. When I see, okay, I'm seeing Adeyemi, Luis Diaz, their team actually looks really, really good. So they're here for a reason, but so are we. The winner goes to the semifinals of the Champions League, boys. Let's try and make sure it's us. Bayer, gonna get it to Frankie. Frankie to Conceição. Conceição is gonna hold this up to Frankie O'Donnell. Okay, he just took out that guy. That's kind of a foul, but chance is not done yet. It's not done. Conceição has room. Goes for a shot, and it's gonna be 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Bro, that was such a wild chance that somehow we found a goal from. Like, I'm pretty sure Frankie fouled someone like a minute ago. But okay, Bayer somehow gets that to Conceição. He has the touch to control it, and that is gonna be 1-0 in under 6 minutes. And that is a perfect start right there. And I got so much confidence in this team after that Villa comeback. I got so much confidence. Gutierrez, great tackle there. Bro, it's truly just trophy time. Gutierrez has a chance here. Now Frankie's running. Now I'm gonna pass it back to Bayer probably. Okay, Bayer like ran away from the ball. O'Reilly's gonna stop. Okay, play it backwards, find a better shot. Bellingham shot. Okay, Conceição takes control of it. All right, this is just so congested now, though. O'Reilly into Bayer. Bayer, turn, beautiful. Bayer takes a shot, and it's gonna be now a 2-goal lead for Dortmund. We are asserting our control right now in the Champions League. 2 goals in the first, 20 minutes. Bro, on our increased sliders, this team is playing that well. That's a sign of how good this team is. We're almost playing better than we did last episode, and that was on the easier sliders than this. At that point, your team might just be pretty good. Now, Conceição is gonna get up to Frankie. Frankie has a chance here. Gonna cut inside, try to. Gets around that defender. Oh my, Frankie O'Donnell. What a run and a finish. Bro, this might be done in 30 minutes. We have a 3-goal lead now. This is incredible. We are just completely dominating today. Okay, let's try and keep our heads on straight though. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. The game is not done yet. Schlotterbeck, oh, that's gonna fall. And it's gonna be somehow a goal for Osimhen there. That is a weird one. Okay, 2-goal lead now. I just said it. Let's keep our heads on straight. Still a lot of game left to play. Let's keep playing though. Frankie to Conceição. Conceição from distance. Hits the post, rebound, and it's gonna be blocked by Military. Conceição is gonna slide it, of course, always to Zabarni. He's gonna keep it though. All right, reset this. Conceição is gonna dribble a little bit. Gonna find Job, over to O'Reilly, into Bayer. Bayer, hold it. Make a run here. Conceição. Okay, I tried playing it over the top. Gonna be a free kick though. Balde handballed it. All right, I'm gonna try giving this one to Frankie O'Donnell. Let's try that. He's got 72 accuracy. I mean, that's okay. Zlatan wasn't a bad free kick taker, so is Frankie capable? Okay, I think he is. I just overhit it. That was actually not bad. All right, 2-goal lead. We got to be careful here. It's going to be halftime. We got to be very careful, especially if they score here, which pass through. Okay, we got to be careful. It's 5-6. Napoli have scored 2 to get back in this. This is far from over. We just got brought back down to reality. And we need to get very serious here. Very serious. Reed, good tackle there. Good tackle. We need to score more. Come on. Nemecha into Bellingham. Bellingham turn. O'Reilly to Conceição. Conceição's got Frankie on a run. Now he's running for it. He's not going to quite get it though. Miguel is going to win that. Oh, the header though is so inaccurate, man. That was meant for Bayer. Could not have been farther from him. Okay, Schlotterbeck. Bro, no one gets by him. Literally no one. O'Reilly, Bayer to Miguel. Miguel is going to wait for that defender to stop. Nice. Beautifully done. Now Bayer looking for an easy chance. Goes to Frankie. Frankie gets a shot away. That's a very good save though. Bellingham. Oh no. Oh no. Is that a red? Oh no. Oh, I tried to go for the ball and Adeyemi pushed it forward. It is going to be a yellow for Bellingham. We just got so lucky. Yeah, that is extremely, extremely lucky. Now Bayer has got Frankie. Good pass. Frankie's going to lay it off to Bayer. Bayer, you got space. Come on. Bayer is going to maybe cut inside the last second. Does cut inside. Conceição's there. We just can't find the rebound. Schlotterbeck wins that. He does though. Come on, now is the time to score this goal. Come on. Barnier, Bellingham, good run there. Bellingham. It's got Gutierrez. Gonna play it back to Bayer. Conceição is gonna turn. always taken out. That's going to be a penalty. Man, Conceição is just too tricky. All right, huge chance to restore a 2-goal lead. Now I'm going to give this to the guy with the best penalties, which, okay, it's going to be probably, you know, I'm going to give it to Bayer. Bayer's the best attacker with the best penalties, so he is going to take it, and he's going to score it. Okay, 7-5 on aggregate. All right, we are going to do Cassidy on for Bellingham, and also let's do Bento for Frankie. Let's do that. And also let's do Rico Lewis for Reed. Let's do that. 20 minutes to close this out now, boys. That penalty is a big moment in this game. O'Reilly's going to make a good steal. Now Bento in the middle. I see you. He is going to hold it up nicely. Gonna get it to Gutierrez. Gutierrez will stop. Over to Bayer. Bayer, a chance to seal this, and I think he just sealed it. Okay, it got a little bit nervy there a little bit, but we do pretty much stop Napoli's comeback. And we've scored like 10 goals across the last 2 games. We are scoring so many goals right now. Rico Lewis, that is just a very good tackle. Cassidy is going to play a nice ball up to Nemecha. Nemecha, I mean, I kind of want to shoot this, but okay, he just got taken out there. Apparently no foul, I guess. Bento's got a chance here for something. Gonna play it up to Conceição. That's beautiful, but he can't get a shot away. All right, though, that is going to be it for this game. Got a little bit nerve-wracking, but like I said, in the end, we stopped Napoli's comeback. So 8-5 on aggregate. In our first year in Germany, we are in the Champions League semifinals now. So it's going to be Dortmund, Arsenal, also Juventus, and Feyenoord in the semis. And if we get Feyenoord, that is going to be so lucky. All right, though. So we end today in the Champions League semis, still first in the Bundesliga. It's going to be currently a 13-point lead, still unbeaten. And right now we have this team looking like an absolute just powerhouse. So next episode is going to be 2 trophies on the line. The Bundesliga and also the Champions League. In the 4th year of my manager career, could I truly win my first Champions League trophy? Okay, so our first season in Germany has been a major success. Favorites to win the Bundesliga and also Champions League semi-finalists. And hey, we're building a squad that is set up to win for years. So today we find out if we can actually do it. Win the first Champions League trophy of this Journeyman series. So of course, drop a like if you want more of this series. And I say we get right back into it. Now, first comment today, you should maybe play a 3 at the back because you could play 2 strikers. Yeah, so pretty much be like a Bento and also Frankie O'Donnell front 2. Now, I think in season 2 next year, that can maybe be a possibility, especially if Bento improves more. We're going to finish this year with the 4-4-3, and then we might change it for next year. We'll see. Now, next comment, when you're planning to stay at a bigger club for 3 to 4 years, make Bento a right wing to complete the Frankie Ronaldo Jr. and Bento front 3. Yeah, I mean, there's potential for that front 3 to happen at some point in this series. I'm just not sure when. You know, I plan to stay at Dortmund for at least 1 more year, probably a 3rd year though, depending on how things go. But that might happen one day in the future. It might happen. Now, last comment, maybe at the end you can manage the Scottish national team with O'Donnell and try to win the World Cup with them. Yeah, I mean, so right now the plan is to actually coach in the Euros after this season, so in the summer. Now, I'm not sure if Scotland have actually qualified for the Euros, but that could be a possibility sooner rather than later. But yeah, like long term in this series, one of our goals could be to win Frankie a World Cup with Scotland. That could be one of our goals. But okay, today is all about business. We're getting straight into it. So Champions League semis versus Juventus, and we have 5 games left of the Bundesliga season 2. We got knocked out of the cup, so it's just Bundesliga and also Champions League. Now, also a side story is that we are still invincible. So it's kind of like a 3rd story to add on to this season finale. Just this team has been incredible this year. Like last episode, we increased our slider difficulty and the team is still playing the same. It's just, can we actually close out and win some trophies this year? That is what we're about to answer. And you know what? Actually, next game, we have a chance to answer one of those questions. So we face Bayern and there's, like I said, 5 games left. If we're able to beat Bayern here in this next game, that'll confirm the title. No team can catch us. We'd be on 74 points in those bottom 2, 3, and 4 teams. The highest they could finish is 73 points. So pretty much next game is for the Bundesliga title. A chance to claim the 4th league title in 4 years in my manager career. Now, I'm a lot more nervous for the Champions League. I'm not that nervous for the Bundesliga because we got a lot of room for error here. Even if we lose this game, there's still a good chance. So kind of using this as a warm-up before the Juventus tie. So let's see if we can get the job done and seal the title on this day. That would be very nice. Not think about it. Really, no team has gotten really that close to us here. It's been like almost domination. Pretty much domination. What am I saying? Now, Frankie up to Conceição volley, and that could have been almost a perfect start. And honestly, probably should have been. I do see Ronaldo Jr. is still playing. I see those green boots. O'Reilly's going to get it to Job. Job looking for a pass or something. Then I get it to Frankie. Frankie almost got a shot away there, but it was actually a good tackle by Simicon, I think. Elise, that's a great ball to Musiala. This is so dangerous. Here, we're going to go over there. Whoa, that's a really bad cross attempt, though. Saying that, that was a shot that was right at Kobel. We're fine. That was almost real bad. Now, we got a breakaway chance, maybe. Oh, my Kobel. What a throw to Conceição. Conceição gets away. Over to Frankie. Frankie's going to do a skill there. Keeps it. Gets it to Bayer. Oh, man, he just got absolutely smothered. Wins it back, though. Nemecha tackle, and that's going to be a yellow card for him, probably. All right, that was just pure chaos. That throw by Kobel kind of deserved better. Right, Miguel Gutierrez, good still there. Nemecha gonna play it to O'Reilly in space now. O'Reilly over the top. Frankie should be on side. Now Simicon, though, is catching up. He's had a very strong game. He's gonna win a corner. And Simicon has locked down Frankie O'Donnell to start this game though. Like his third good defensive play. Bellingham into Nemecha shot. Oh, I thought that was a clean shot. The Barnier into O'Reilly. O'Reilly's gonna try to find something. It's just so congested though. Chance here. It's gonna be Conceição. Chance to shoot, and Conceição's shot I thought was going in. Okay, both teams having chances to start this game. I would say we've had the better chances though. Bellingham into Conceição. Conceição over to O'Reilly. Now that is not going to work. Musiala over. Okay, I need to come out there. Koble. Oh my, that's one of the best saves of the year, Koble. That was amazing. Now again, they're leaving Conceição so open here. Now that throw was not as good as the last one, unfortunately. This is being played at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Okay, Musiala just absolutely destroyed me though. He did a little skill there and he created so much space for himself. All right, Bayern score the first goal of this game. That's unfortunate. This has been end to end though, so it's been coming. See if we can have a response now. O'Reilly into Bayer. Bayer's gonna get it to Frankie. Okay, that touch works. Frankie's gonna play it over to Reed. Oh man, I just need one more pass there, man. Just one more. All right, halftime, it's Bayern 1, Dortmund 0. Yeah, this is probably the best Bayern have played against us so far in the series. What is it, like our third matchup? Definitely the best they've played. Oh, what a pass over Schlotterbeck though. That is gonna be good positioning. We're falling over each other though. Are you kidding me? That is how we concede. Are you serious? We're just tumbling over each other. Musiala finds a brace and it's going to be 2-0. Oh, that is ridiculous. That is definition of beating yourself. Okay, we're going to need a response here quick. Reed, gonna play it to Conceição. Conceição, great touch there. Is gonna get a shot attempt. Oh, Bayer was there for the rebound. Just couldn't reach him. All right, corner swung in. A little higher for Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck. He has just no chance on these at all. He hasn't even got contact on him. And this dude has like 93 jumping. How does that make sense? Hey, Simicon, what are you doing here, bro? He's going on an adventure on this left-hand side. Now, though, the amount of center back out of position. Nemecha, perfect ball to Bayer. Bayer, great touch. Frankie might be still on side. Oh, that pass was so ambitious. Okay, we need some subs in the field right now. Lewandowski might be, someone said the Lewandowski regen. That's who it is. It might be. Kind of has the same name. Sudakov looking for a shot there, and the shot is going to go wide. All right, though, I'm going to do Bento for O'Donnell. Let's do Simeone for Conceição. Let's do Cassidy for O'Reilly, and I think let's stay with that. Actually, also Rico Lewis for Reed. Let's do that too. We got 20 minutes, score 3. Otherwise, the title will have to wait a little bit. Bellingham, Rico Lewis making a great run. Lewis. Okay, we might have a pass here to Conceição. Actually, that's Simeone. The pass, though, was terrible from Lewis. Barnier, that's a nice tackle right there. I like it. We gotta go quick here, though. Simeone, good pass over to Bellingham. Bellingham looking for a chance. He's gonna shoot, and it's gonna be 2-1. Okay, 78th minute. We've got one back here. Great finish. Started by a Barnier tackle, though. All right, is there a chance for a shock comeback to seal the title, maybe? We pretty much have to play, though, like perfect football right now. Due is gonna play it back to Paulinho. Now, Nemecha steps up on a yellow. Misses the tackle. Schlotterbeck will get it though, man. Schlotterbeck is just so good. Now, boys, I need runners. Bayer, I need you to sprint, bro. Bayer, there you go. On a breakaway here, Bayer. Might go all the way. Gonna pass it off. No, that was meant for Bento. That went to the wrong player. Kind of a long shot anyways. I feel like time is just running out, but I definitely meant that pass to go to Bento. But okay, that's gonna be it. So it's gonna be a 2-1 loss to Bayern. That's our first loss of the season. And also we have to wait to claim the title. I mean, Bayern just finally gave us a good matchup. We gotta hand it off to them. All right, though, 4 games left, still a 10-point lead. So at this point, a win will still confirm the title. Just might come in a sim game now. So next up is going to be Frankfurt. And this is going to be a 2-1 Borussia Dortmund win. So O'Reilly, Conceição, their goals are going to confirm my 4th league title in 4 years. Yeah, that is insane. That confirms it. So we are going to be champions of Germany. It was pretty much like 90% confirmed, though. Now our focus shifts entirely to the Champions League here. Man, I want this first Champions League trophy so bad. Juventus are going to stand in our way, though. Now, I think since the Bundesliga is wrapped up, we're going to play both legs of the semis here. We're not going to sim anymore of the Champions League. So Juventus in 2020, I believe 2028. Okay, wait, didn't we lose to Juventus early on this year? Yeah, it was a 1-0 loss. That was our first Champions League match of the year. So in our last matchup, they beat us. So yeah, this matchup is going to be very interesting. But okay, Champions League semis first leg. Let's see how this goes. We are currently 2 wins away from a Champions League final. So O'Donnell gets kicked off. This is up to date, probably the biggest game of my career, definitely. It's not even a question, actually. Now, in the last both rounds, we've scored like upwards of probably like 12, 13 goals. So we've been scoring for fun. You just have no clue versus a new team how it's going to work because, you know, matchups matter in these games. You just don't know what's going to happen. Okay, Joe, pass out. That was a little bit shaky. Now, thankfully, though, O'Reilly from that has got a lot of space. Over to Bayer. Bayer looking for the first goal of the game, and Bayer's gonna get it. Man, 10 minutes we've already scored. And Bayer on the left wing, I wasn't quite sure if it would work this well when we did it, but man, it has worked well. He scored more than Frankie now, I think, maybe. All right, come on, 1 goal lead, 10 minutes is a nice start. Let's just try to keep it up, though. Now, that's a nice ball. It's gonna go to Roger and Miguel Gutierrez. What a block. That is the kind of defending that's been going on all season long. It's why we have such a good defense. Now Frankie is gonna get that ball and he is gonna be on his bicycle here. Okay, Frankie is showing off the pace and the strength. Frankie is going the distance. We'll get a shot. Oh, we gotta score that, man. He misses that chance so often. How many? If he just gets more clinical in that spot, he'll score like probably 10 more goals a season. Now Nemecha's dribbling. Okay, that's a mess, an absolute mess in the box. A missed chance to go up 2-0 right here. All right, Reed over to Conceição. We got Bellingham making a great run. Now he's going to get it to Frankie for another chance, but oh man, Djalo kind of came over perfect. We almost actually blocked that keeper kick. And our press right now is smothering. Oh, it's smothering. Maybe not that much because I actually got it out. Maybe not that much. Reed, though, is going to make a tackle. Reed, you hit it full tackle. I would start Rico Lewis over him, but Reed's a bit faster, and I feel like that's more important in these Champions League matchups. So that's why Reed has definitely remained the starter, and he deserves it. He has played so well. And more defending needed. Now it's going to be pulled back for probably a foul. I think it is. All right, so free kick from an awkward angle. We're going to go short to Jadon Sancho. Crossover, Schlotterbeck clearance away. And final chance of the half goes to Juventus, which that's a nice chance. Good shot by Lookman, but it does go wide. Okay, halftime, it's 1-0 to us currently. Probably should be 2-0. Man, to start the second half, they're passing this around like it's glued to their feet. Miguel is not going to get that. Man, they keep doing these long, like, crossfield crosses, and they're so awkward. Good tackle by Reed. Oh, that was a bad pass out, though. Thankfully, Zabarni makes up for it, and I don't make a fatal mistake. Now, speaking of mistakes, Conceição's got space to run. He's going to cut inside, and I'm going to take it with him. Going to be Frankie, backheel to Bayer. Oh, man, it almost worked. That could have been cleaner. I didn't exactly want a backheel there. Nemecha, Gutierrez, great ball to Bayer. Bayer gonna try to find Conceição, but man, Djalo has defended so well in their back line. Reed on Lookman, Reed. Okay, that works. No foul. I guess that works. Conceição, Bellingham, Nemecha. Man, our movement right now looks great. Frankie is gonna play in Conceição. It's beautiful. Conceição will shoot this himself, but Bremer makes the block. All right, 20 minutes ago. I love a second right now. I love it. Conceição to Zabarni. We're gonna look for a better shot. Conceição is gonna flip it to Nemecha. Bro, someone needs to be in the middle. Why is no one top of the box there? That's so horrible. Why is everyone just sitting in the box and not moving? Oh, that's gonna be a... Okay, that's not a foul apparently. The ref didn't call that. That is weird. Nemecha, okay, that's a big missed tackle. He's definitely offside, right? Okay, I was gonna say, if he's not offside, we are screwed, but all right, I'm gonna do Bento. Let's do Simeone. Let's do Sar for Nemecha, and then I think also let's do Rico Lewis for Reed. Fresh legs for the final 12 minutes here. On the second goal is there for us. I feel it. Miguel up to Bayer. Bayer's gonna turn. Nice. Bayer into O'Reilly. Bento making his run. Bento's gonna take a shot, but it's gonna be a save. Man, I just can't find this second, man. We're not clinical enough. Short corner. Sar's gonna get it back to O'Reilly. Into Zabarni. Was trying to find a quick shot. It's gonna be Simeone, and he's gonna get the second goal. That is a huge second in what's been a close game. Okay, let's keep this as a 2-0 score heading into the second leg. We'll be in a great spot. Close the game out now. Just close it out 5 minutes. We will be in a very strong position to reach a Champions League final, boys. Pass over. Zabarni. Good clearance away. Now there might be a chance for more. We might have actually one chance here. It's gonna be Bellingham. Bellingham hold it. Bellingham plays it through to Bento. Bento. Oh my, there might be a chance. Back. It's gonna be O'Reilly, fake shot. No, that could have been a shot there. We just couldn't get it, and that's going to be full time. And we were like totally just not clinical in this game, but we're still going to win it 2-0 in a very strong spot to reach this year's Champions League final. So here we go, straight into the second leg now. I'm kind of curious. Other side, Arsenal already through, so it's Arsenal in the final. Potentially waiting for us if we can beat Juventus in the second leg here. So just one more win, and I'll be in my first ever Champions League final. And this has been just such an amazing first year in Germany. So much better than I thought it would be. And it has a chance to get still even better. Got to close this out and send Juventus home packing. Now, the worst thing we can do is let them score quick, which O'Reilly, great tackle from him. Zabarni is going to find Conceição with a beautiful pass. Now, Frankie, play it over to Conceição. We are going to get it back to Frankie O'Donnell. Fake shot, create space, over to Bayer. It's beautiful work. We just can't find the shot, man. We were so close there. That was really good attacking play. Oh, O'Reilly, good steal. Now Frankie's gonna wait for Bayer, hold it up, man. Frankie is so good at hold up play. That is something he's so good at. Okay, Bayer almost had a touch there too. Okay, we look primed to finish this off, man. Come on. Job, oh, that's a bad pass. You're telling me that's not a foul? That was not a foul? Okay, I guess I just can't expect calls from the ref in this team because I don't know what that was and how that wasn't a foul. Lookman looking for a shot. Zabarni's trying to hold up strong here. Now, okay, this is bad. This is not good. Shot there. Kobel makes the save at least. Yeah, I did not like our positioning there. Cross in by Sancho. Out by Gutierrez. Gonna be another cross by Sancho. Schlotterbeck, though. Good clearance away. We need to get this ball fully out, though. It's gonna be... Oh, I thought I made a tackle there. See, that's a foul. Are you kidding me? It's no call, I guess. I don't know. Now, O'Reilly up to Frankie O'Donnell. Frankie has options. Gonna wait for teammates. Gonna go over to Bayer. into Bellingham. Okay, that keeper slid over so much. He like didn't have to move to make that save. Yeah, we were way more efficient in front of goal yesterday. Today, it's not been the same. Still a chance though to pick it up. Frankie. Oh man, Bremer. That's a great tackle. That is so much strength. We're also going up a much better defense though, so that's that. Reed. See, this is why Reed is playing, man, over Rico Lewis. Now saying that he got beat, but I think Rico Lewis would hard. Oh, I thought I got that tackle in. Sancho over, and Kobel is gonna make the save. How did we not concede there? I don't know, but that's halftime. And if they would have scored that, this would have been a game, but still 2-goal lead. Well, we need a third right now, though. We need to actually like seal this. If we keep this at 2, they're definitely going to score 1 and make it a game. I know it. I've seen it happen before. I know it. We need to close this out, boys. Bellingham, O'Reilly, out to Miguel. Now Miguel going to play it to O'Reilly. O'Reilly into Bayer. Nice. Now Bayer. Oh, that touch was way heavier than I wanted it to be. Frankie to Conceição, shot from Conceição, and there is the third. Bro, the way we just worked through their structure and their defense was so clean because they had good positioning. Our players are just good enough to find the holes. Pause. But okay, 3-0. We got 40 minutes left now. Come on. We might be playing a Champions League final today. Now, Sancho is away here. Reed gets over. That was a missed tackle. Now, wait, they have Foden? Foden for Juventus. Okay, now Lookman, shot. Kobel makes the save, and then Miguel is going to keep it in. Okay, where did they get Foden, though? That's such a random signing. Okay, O'Reilly was so slow to pass that out. We are asking them for a comeback, man. Zabarni, good tackle. Sancho, cross in. Schlotterbeck, clearance away. All right, it's not over yet, but Bellingham, is that a foul? That is not a foul. Nice. All right, come on. No more mistakes. No more mistakes. O'Reilly's going to run here. Now, that's better from him. He is actually on an insane run. O'Reilly shot. Man, I was feeling that shot. I probably shouldn't have. 20 minutes. Reed. That is going to be easy for him. Easy. Oh, man, that's a rough tackle. Is that going to be a red? No, it's going to be a yellow for Stroikens. Bellingham. Great pass to Reed. Man, our fullbacks just break defenses. Whoa, as soon as I say that, man, I wanted that pass to go to Conceição. Not there. I guess we're wasting time, and that's good enough for now. All right, this game is slowed down considerably. I think it's going to be done, though. We are going to be in a Champions League final in our first year with Dortmund. It's going to be insane. Frankie looking for one more this game, and Frankie's gonna put the cherry on top. Borussia Dortmund Champions League final versus Arsenal. It's set. A chance to win my first ever Champions League trophy. That's crazy. Like, this was not an easy matchup. Like, Juventus played pretty well, but they scored 0 goals and we scored 4. So even when we're not playing our best, this team just still won considerably. And now we have the biggest game of the series so far coming up. All right, though, before that, we, of course, have to witness the Bundesliga trophy lift. We couldn't skip this. So final day, we win 3-0 against Düsseldorf. And it's time to lift this trophy, the 4th league title in 4 years of the journeyman save. Now, it's crazy. Like, I purposely made the sliders harder in this series, you know, to make it a real challenge, make it, you know, the toughest crew mode of the year. And we have just been incredibly successful in these 4 years. We might have to raise the sliders even more for next season. I don't know yet, but we got 1 MLS Cup. We have 2 Scottish Premiership trophies, and now also a Bundesliga trophy as well, as Captain Gregor Kobel is going to lift the Bundesliga title for Borussia Dortmund in front of the home fans. Just by far the most dominant team in Germany this year, and now a chance to win the Champions League. So final league standings, we finished on 80 points, so 9 above Leverkusen. We a whopping, man, that's like 22 points above Bayern. That is an insanely poor year for Bayern, man. They got no Champions League next year. That's sad. I bet Ronaldo Jr. might transfer away from them. But okay, Champions League time, Arsenal versus Borussia Dortmund. Really quick final stats for the year. Bayer 31, O'Donnell 29, Conceição 24 and 14. This front 3 has been just so amazing. And also our 3 midfielders, I mean, Bellingham 9 and 8, Nemecha 6 and 2, O'Reilly 5 and 14. Everyone has played like out of their minds. And now just 1 game left this year. Undoubtedly the biggest of my career. You know, I want to win like multiple Champions League trophies in this series, multiple. In front of us is a very good Arsenal team though. 5 stars. They have Thuram, Saka still, Odegaard, Rice, back to Jimenez, Kanate. That's a very strong team, very strong. But okay, can this be the first Champions League trophy in my career? From LAFC in the MLS to a Champions League final, that's quite the run there. It's taken 4 years to get here, though. Come on, man. I got a special spot in the trophy room for that Champions League trophy. Will we add it today, man? I hope so. Arsenal is going to kick off this Champions League final, and we are off. Yeah, we're going to have our hands full with Saka and Thuram. Thuram is such a good striker in this game. He's so underrated. He's one player that I genuinely fear. Now, that's going to be a clearance away, thankfully. All right, come on, boys. Good start. We need a good start. Nemecha gets it to Bayer. Now, Frankie over to Conceição. Oh, just broke that defender. Can he get the shot away, though? Gets the shot. Okay, Frankie, Bayer turns. That turn was so good, but he's gonna hit the post, man. Man, the way he took that touch there and just like got a shot away, that was amazing. All right, kind of a fast start from us here. I'm talking about Thuram. He just breaks the defensive line so easily. Schlotterbeck, though, I'm gonna need you this game, and that's a good first tackle from him. All right, Reed is gonna get it to Frankie. Frankie once again to Conceição, which he is a defensive breaker himself. Gonna get it over to Frankie. Frankie through to Whoa, why is Zabarny there? Oh my, Bayern's gonna get a free shot, and that's the first goal of the Champions League final. Where did that come from? For one thing, why was Zabarny that up front? And then how did that ball fall right in front of Bayern? I might have accidentally told Zabarny to keep running after the initial pass there, but it worked out somehow. That is an absolute mess by the Arsenal defense, and it gives us the first goal in this Champions League final. All right, that's a good start here. Good start. Zabarny, great tackle on Thuram. Now Job gonna turn there pretty nicely. And Seisao is gonna take a touch. Gonna try to find Frankie. Finds Frankie. Frankie is gonna play it over to Miguel Gutierrez, and his shot is gonna go wide. And we are creating chances though right now. We just gotta be more clinical, man. More clinical right now. This feels like a very winnable Champions League final. Very winnable, if you ask me. Fire to Conceição. Conceição might still be on that. No, he's not gonna be on that. Now Reed, bro, Reed is just such a good fullback, man. Him and Schlotterbeck, I feel like just no one gets by them. All right, Job, get it to O'Reilly. We're so good at breaking these presses, man. Like, we're so good at that. Players just come up to help out, like Bayer. Frankie's hold up play is beautiful. Now Job has a chance to cross it. Frankie's gonna try to get on that, but he can't, man. Okay, we're close to a second, man. I feel it. We are very close. That should have been a good tackle. Now Trossard has space to run now. Whoa, that's ambitious. And Miguel Gutierrez is there to mark Saka. Okay, this is not great. This is not good positioning. Zabarny. That's going to be a foul on Thuram. I think it is. Okay, this is a bad spot. Nemecha, you're the tallest player on the field. Get on the line. Odegaard is going to take this, and it's going to be Nemecha. Clearance off the line. I think Kobel would have saved that anyways. But okay, first half, it's going to be 1-0 to Dortmund. Bro, the crazy thing is we could still be playing so much better than this right now. We're still not playing at our best. And Seisao is going to wait for Reed. Reed, good first touch. Back over to Frankie. Frankie, oh man, I should have passed it, man. I thought about it. I should have played that pass. Now Saka's running. No, okay. Schlotterbeck. Block the pass. That's fine. That's fine. Let Saka have fun out there. Oh my. Kobel. What a save, but what a cross though. That is Arsenal's best chance so far, and that was a beautiful cross. Okay, they're turning on a bit. They're turning it on here. Quenda gets it to Thuram. Now that shot is not going to be threatening who's offside anyways. Okay, come on, man. We need this second right now. We need this second. Oh, over to Nemecha. Nemecha. Gonna get it to Conceição. Conceição is gonna wait for a better pass. Bayer. Gonna get it to Miguel Gutierrez. Cross far post. Frankie is there. Now, I press shoot. What kind of header was that? Okay, reset this. Job. Conceição over to Reed. Chance to shoot. Reed skips the tackle, and then he's gonna hit the post. Bro, what is happening right now? That is a ridiculous chance. Thuram there. Zabarny. Zabarny, beautiful tackle. Frankie's got Matt O'Reilly in. Matt O'Reilly shot, and it's gonna be 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund. 70th minute, we can finally find the second, man. It's about time. Frankie just waited for someone to make the run, and O'Reilly just followed behind him. Hey, man, we've been so close. The second, you cannot say that's undeserved here. Matt O'Reilly has only scored 5 goals this year, but number 6 could be a very, very big one. All right, 2-goal lead and 20 minutes to go here, boys. Okay, Frankie just stole that. Now, Frankie, wait for Conceição. Conceição's gonna turn. Wait for something. Frankie is there. Okay, I tried to do something with that. That was bad. All right, 15 minutes. There's no need to rush this right now. No need at all. Conceição's got Bayer in the middle. Oh my, what a pass. Oh, I just ruined it though. I just ruined it with Gutierrez. Okay, everyone get back. We got 10 minutes here. They score here, it would be really bad. Schlotterbeck, now I want to go for a tackle. I am. Okay, I didn't go for actual tackle though. I didn't want to give up a penalty. Schlotterbeck though, got it done, and he escapes Thuram's press. Bayer into Gutierrez. Gutierrez will wait for Frankie O'Donnell. Frankie, it's gonna cut inside, and he's gonna win a corner at least. And 3 minutes, I think we did it. Frankie is gonna find Zabarny. Zabarny over to Bellingham. Okay, we can't get a goal there, man. I just can't find a clear shot right now. But thankfully, we don't need one. Okay, Reed is injured, so that's not great, and he has to try to make a tackle here. Bro, he's putting his body in line. Okay, wait, he can't sprint. He's actually hurt here. This is not good. Reed, final tackle, putting his body on the line, and that is gonna be full time. I have won the first Champions League trophy of the Journeyman Series. Man, once again, Arsenal put up a good fight, but we were just too much to handle. I feel like we should have won this game probably 3 or 4-0, like 4-1 or something. The fact that we didn't play that good today at all, but we still won the Champions League, man, that is crazy. I might have to increase the sliders somehow for the next season. I don't know how, but we might have to do it. The sliders are already quite insane. But man, first Champions League trophy of the series. First year in Germany, first year with Dortmund. These first 4 years have been such a great, beginning to the Journeyman Series as Kobel lifts the Champions League for Borussia Dortmund. And what an incredible season by an incredible team. I got no complaints for anyone there. Like, everyone played pretty much a perfect year in my eyes. And that is why we are now crowned the best team in Europe. Hey, like I said, this team is set up to win for the next couple years at least. So our goal next year is to go back-to-back in Germany and also the Champions League somehow. And that's gonna be a nice challenge. But okay, so that is the end of the first season with Borussia Dortmund. I mean, that was literally almost a perfect season in my eyes. But okay, next year, I'm going to try to figure out some way to increase the sliders even more, like maybe making the CPU faster, maybe making like their passing better, the goalkeeping better. I'm going to figure something out. And we're also going to debut a new feature that we're going to do at the start of every season now. You know, it's going to be my version of the spin the wheel, and that could affect the entire series a lot. But man, what a team, what a season. And with that, we get to add the first Champions League trophy to our trophy room. So we're now up to 5 trophies in 4 years, and I still feel like we're just barely getting started. Now though, before we start season 2 at Borussia Dortmund, of course, up next is the Euros, the 2028 Euros, where I'm going to try to win my first ever international trophy. Okay, so I'm on the journey to becoming hopefully the greatest manager of all time. Last episode, we won the Champions League with Borussia Dortmund, my first ever European trophy added to the trophy room. And now before we head into season 2 with Dortmund, it's time for the 2028 Euros, where I go for my first ever international trophy. So of course, drop a like down below, and I say we get right into it. Okay, so first things first, picking our team for the Euros was not easy for me. Like, this is a list of teams that actually qualified for the Euros, so this is pretty much my selection right here. Now, in our last Journeyman save, we did Portugal at one point. We also did Norway with Holland and Sammy Jorgensen. So I think this time around, Portugal and Norway are pretty much, you know, off the table. I kind of wanted to do Scotland, but Scotland haven't qualified for the Euros, so we can't really do them yet. And honestly, out of all these teams, the one that spoke to me the most, it just has to be England here. We're gonna try to finally bring it home. They've gone so long without any international trophies. You know, of course, they have a very good team. So the news was announced, England have unveiled Mr. Tyztir as their new boss after terms are agreed on a contract. So we're going to manage England at the 2028 Euros. And man, we got a lot of pressure on us right now because this team is so good. There are some very big expectations. Now, unfortunately, we joined so late that I couldn't really select my own team like the actual national team selection. So pretty much the computer picked these players for me. And I mean, I can't complain too much. We got a 94 rated Jude Bellingham pretty much spearheading the team. 24 years old and 94 rated. That's just insane. We also have a 90 rated Cole Palmer and Saka, which those two look crazy too. We have Declan Rice, Foden, Trent. Now this guy, Alex Fuller, is definitely a regen of someone. He's 86 rated, so that's pretty crazy. We have Jamie Gittins, Harvey Elliott, Anthony Gordon, Connor Gallagher. We even have Mason Greenwood, who's going to come back, you know, the England squad, I guess. Tamori, Lewis Hall, Livermento, Jared Branthwaite, James Trafford, Mark Gahey. We have Harry Kane, who's 34 years old. You know, might be his final tournament being a starter for England. And then rounded out by Delap, Colwell, Pickford, Konza, Watkins, Stones, and also Humphreys. So yeah, it's an extremely good squad. And now it's our job to win this team a trophy, win this nation a trophy. Now, I think our best setup is probably going to be a 4-3-3 attack, so we can get Palmer in there as a cam and also have Bellingham as a box-to-box. It feels like everyone fits that way the best. Now, I feel like our attack is going to be amazing. I do worry about our defense though a little bit. I mean, this region might be bad. You know, the 2 center backs I'm not crazy about, and Tamori and Gahey together, but we should have a good chance to make some kind of noise at this tournament. I want to add a World Cup trophy to this room at some point, but today we have a chance to add a European Championship trophy to it. So on to now the group stage of the Euros. So we got Hungary, Finland, and Wales in our group. That is an insanely easy group if you ask me. Group C, Portugal, Romania, Denmark, Sweden. Next group is going to be Italy, Croatia, Ireland, Poland, and then now the group of death here. Spain, Netherlands, Germany, and Iceland. Yeah, definitely the group of death. I think probably our biggest threat's going to be, you know, Spain, maybe Portugal, Italy, someone like that. So it's not going to be easy this tournament. You know, same sliders as our Dortmund series. So, you know, that makes the CPU even better. Kind of call it like ultimate plus sliders. So yeah, even with a great team, this should be a decent challenge. And first up, we face Hungary in the first game of the Euros. My national team managing debut. Now, honestly, I don't see us managing England for like the next World Cup or in the future. So this might be our only chance to win a trophy with this team. You know, some call this England the golden generation, but they haven't won a trophy yet. Well, today we have a chance to actually change that. So first game, the Euros are here. It's kind of crazy. We just won the Champions League like 4 weeks ago. Now we're coaching in the Euros. We might be like the first of our kind, but okay, we ready. We got the Euros scoreboard mod, you know, to fit the theme. So game 1, you know, we should beat Hungary. I want a convincing win here to start off. I want this team to make a statement to start the Euros. Let's see what we can do though. Kind of crazy, you know, not using a team that all of a sudden playing like very high pressure games. So it's a little bit weird. Also a lot of pressure, but we'll see how it goes. Now Foden is going to play it through to Harry Kane, and it's gonna be 1-0 to England in 4 minutes. Okay, that's a pretty good start for us. That's pretty good. I mean, that was the easiest goal I've scored in so long. Yeah, I think when we go to Dortmund for season 2, I'm definitely gonna increase the sliders a little bit. You know, they're already insane, but I'm definitely gonna increase them more. Kind of funny, we're coaching Bellingham's brother at Dortmund, and I would have selected him if we had a chance to, but I couldn't select the players, so it kind of sucks. But speaking of him, Jude Bellingham, 94 rated. Long distance shot, that's gonna go off that guy's face. All right, Foden's gonna win it back though. Foden's gonna dribble this out, gonna play it back to Jude Bellingham's shot, and it's right at Galachi actually. And as expected, it's been pretty much all England so far. As expected though, Saka. You know, okay, Foden, why are you not running towards goal? If you turn and run, you're gonna be in. That was a bit awkward. Okay, Declan Rice, what a tackle. Saka over to Harry Kane, the old man now, Sir Harold Kane. He's got like no pace anymore. All right, Palmer, Bellingham, back to Palmer. Through to Saka. Oh man, we're so close to a second here. All right, first chance for, okay, Hungary. What a tackle by Gehi. I'm not gonna lie, I like the way this team looks with these tactics here. Saka's gonna win that somehow. Saka running through here, goes to Kane. Kane needs a player to drop it off to. It's going to be Declan Rice. Rice, Kane looking for something. Saka's running. Saka gets a toe poke finish, but Foden, actually Palmer's got the open net. Okay, 36 minutes in, it's going to be 2-0 to England. All right, so far this has gone swimmingly. Bro, I mean, 4 years, we have 4 league titles, 1 Champions League. We look this good to start the Euros. Like, I might actually be the best manager of all time. I don't know. Palmer's going to get it to Bellingham. Okay, Bellingham, bro, you're 94 rated. How do you not score that? I mean, Hungary to stand no chance. I don't think they just stand no chance as Palmer's shot does go over the bar there. All right, we might not see a close match until probably the knockout stage. So our group is looking pretty comfortable right now. Lewis Hall into Foden. Foden is going to track it over to Kane. Whoa, I did not mean to do that, but it almost worked. That looked wild. All right, Bellingham over to Trent, his best friend. Gonna get it to Kane. Kane should have had a touch there. Wait, that's a foul? Wait, that's a foul on Kane? Wait, no, it's our ball. I'm so confused. I think it was actually a foul on Trent. Oh, there's space there right there into Cole Palmer. Palmer looking for something, and that's going to be an insane block. All right, corner lofted in. That is going to be, was that off my player? I actually don't know. Mori's going to get it to Foden, over to Declan Rice, crossover. Kane's there for it. Good header, but it's going to be slightly over the bar again. All right, let's get Delap on for Kane. Let's get some fresh and also younger legs in the field. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. Dangerous ball, good shot. Okay, Fuller makes, I think, his first save. Now, I'm a little worried about Fuller, too, because he's only 6 foot, where Trafford is 6'4". Fuller is like 1 rating higher, so I'm not sure if I should play Trafford to Fuller. I guess we'll maybe test him out. Okay, Delap. Chance to make it 3, and that's going to be 3-0 to England. Is it coming home? Okay, I think we can't say that from this game. We are just facing Hungary. I mean, no offense to them, but they're not really a threat to win the Euros. Palmer over to Saka. Saka's going to go for a finesse shot that looks good. It's going to be saved. Now, short corner, Saka to Foden. Foden gonna go for, oh, that's a beautiful cross, but no one's there for it. Now, Szoboszlai, pretty much the only player in this team I feel like can actually be a threat. Oh, that's gonna be a good pass. Am I about to eat my words? Fuller makes a good save. Corner in. Defense, do your job. Okay, Fuller, that's a good punch out. The 20-year-old has got some skills. Gonna be a shot there, though, and that's another save from Fuller. Cross in. It's gonna be cleared by Rice. Foden shot. Okay, Rice. Oh, no, that's an open net. Oh, he's gonna miss it though. Dardai's gonna miss it. That is such a bad miss. And they definitely should have scored that one. All right, last chance probably for us. We're gonna have Trent maybe cross this in. Now, Delap's there for it. Delap header, and it's so weak. But okay, that's gonna be full time. So first game of the Euros, 3-0 win. It is just Hungary, but that game went according to plan, basically. Okay, we are going to sim the next game versus Finland. And this game is going to be a 3-2 win. Okay, they scored 2. Bellingham, Rice, and also Bellingham scored. I don't like seeing 2 goals conceded to Finland, but I guess it's a win. So now match day 3 versus Wales. You know, our final tune-up before actually the knockout stage begins. The quarterfinals, really. So the way the group looks, us and Wales are actually tied on points. So this is actually for first in the group, so it's big. Now, otherwise of the groups, are any shocks here? Portugal's going through. Croatia might not go through. And then it looks like Netherlands are also in danger of not making it either. All right, though. So Wales versus England might be a better game as we play for first in our group. I mean, I would think this would be a closer game, but they don't have their Lord and Savior, Gareth Bale, so I'm actually not sure if this would be that much difference than Hungary, but we'll see, I guess. I want another commanding win before the knockout stage. Come on. We also got to learn the team's tendencies. Now, Kane from a dangerous spot, and what a finish. See, that's what we need Frankie O'Donnell to do. We need him to score from that spot more often. That is one spot that Frankie, you know, struggles from so much. That is an amazing finish. Like, that angle is so tight. And Kane, what a finish. Unk has still got it. Back up, Palmer. Good turn there, man. Palmer feels like insanely quick on the ball, man. Like his turning speed and his dribbling stat. And also, it's funny to think, you know, we are going to coach in England at some point, so some of these players might be our future players in our team. We could be some of these guys as a future coach. Now, oh, Kane, that was almost a great ball to Palmer. And Gehi, that's a great tackle. Now, Palmer into Kane. We need runners, boys. Kane's going to go to Palmer. Palmer's going to play a beautiful ball to Saka. Saka's going to cut inside. Going to look for a finesse shot, but it's going to be a save by Roberts. All right, Saka's going to play to Palmer. I like Palmer making runs here. He's playing as a shadow striker, and I'm definitely seeing, you know, his movement. Now, great pass over to Kane. Kane with the shot in front of goal. Welcome to the unction. I'm telling you, Unk has still got it. He's not playing at Bayern anymore. I don't know. I actually don't know where he went. Wait, I think he actually went to Barcelona, if I remember right. Isn't he playing for Barcelona in this current save? So, yeah, he's kind of like the new Lewandowski, I guess, for them. He's showing why he's still the England number 9. Now, that is a long shot that looked pretty good. All right, Hall into Bellingham. Gonna play it. Whoa, Jude, that pass was not good. That is not where I wanted it to go, but Tomori and Gehi, they've impressed me here. I said I was worried about them, but they've both played really good so far. Now, Rice, Saka over to Kane. Sir Harold back to Palmer. Palmer Gonna dribble into trouble, and he almost got fouled there. But okay, halftime, it's currently 2-0 to England. That first spot in the group has my name written on it. Or I guess I should say, you know, England's name written on it. I'm not England. Now, Kane over to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Cross over to Palmer. It's gonna be a volley attempt that was pretty good. All right, short corner to Foden. Slide it into Kane. Kane's gonna try to go for a shot there, and that shot was so weak. Now there's a breakaway chance because Trent did not have a great clearance away. Trent, though, is gonna do some decent defending there. I like it. Now Foden's got space here. We're gonna play it to Kane. Oh, that pass almost got through. That was well defended. I'm trying to score some goals here, you know, to build some confidence, because the next game is where things get serious, very serious. Now Matondo over. That's gonna be offside, and it's gonna be a save anyways. And we are just stuck at 2 goals right now, though. Rice into Palmer. Palmer is gonna get it over to Saka. Saka showing off the pace is gonna stop. Gonna look for a finesse shot, and that might have been a little bit overhit by me. Maybe just a little bit. All right, Wales, you know, they're actually playing better in the second half, but so far haven't done too much. Trent tackle there, and no one helps him out, though. Oh, no, Trent tackle there. Oh, it's gonna be a rough one. That's gonna be a yellow card. All right, they might score this, actually. It's gonna be a free kick for I don't know who, but free kick. Okay, hits the wall, and we're fine. Oh my, Saka did not control that, though. This is a lot of Wales attacking, but it's gonna be England to get the ball back. Now, Palmer is gonna get it to Trent, making a forward run. He is gonna try to play to Kane. Beautifully done. Kane looking for the hat trick, and Kane finally gets it. All right, 3-0. I think we're ready for the knockout stage. We are definitely ready. Now, what's crazy is we could lose the next game and just be out just like that. We just really did not face any good teams in this group stage. But okay, 3-0 versus Wales. We finish top our group. Once again, now is where things get very serious. Okay, so quarterfinals, games are even played here, but it was Spain, Poland, Portugal, Wales, Italy, Germany, and England versus Denmark. All right, so Denmark, you know, that's a very tricky team, but not as bad as it could have been. Currently, Spain, Portugal, Italy go through. The 3 teams I said would be a threat, so they're already in the semifinals. That's kind of funny. Now, Denmark in 2028, they have Højlund, of course. Oh, it's funny. We're facing our player, Matt O'Reilly at Dortmund. They got Isaksen, Damsgaard in there. Yeah, that's probably a much better team than so far the teams we faced. So our first real test here. And once again, now if we lose, we are just sent home packing. It's over. Yeah, it's funny. We know exactly how good Matt O'Reilly is. You know, he's not exactly like a goal scorer midfielder, so he's playing cam. It's kind of interesting. But he scored the goal to seal our Champions League trophy win with Dortmund, so he's having a very good year, I guess. He's led Denmark to the Euro quarterfinals, and now it's our job to beat them. All right, first chance. Palmer over to Saka. Come on, boys. I need a good start here. Saka is gonna look for Kane. Kane, back heel, goes back to Kane. Oh, I probably should have just shot with Foden there. And I did not like that angle, though. Right, Tomori over to Declan Rice. Declan's got space here. Now, Saka, I need you to run, bro. There you go. Saka run a little bit. Now he's gonna get it to Kane. Kane's gonna hold it up nice. Kane through. Now that was meant for Saka. Palmer gets it, though, and Palmer is gonna score the first goal of the game. All right, 14 minutes in. Cold Palmer makes it 1-0. Yeah, I meant to give it to Saka there, but the ball went to Palmer instead. It's a happy accident. Well, let's keep this up. We can't lose in this first round, bro. That would hurt my manager rep so much when it's at an all-time high. I cannot lose this game here, bro. Okay, Palmer's gonna look for Kane. Maybe he's gonna look for him. Oh, the ball over the top. Is a handball? That is not handball. That is very unfortunate. Chance there. Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall. Great tackle. Foden over to Palmer. Palmer is pulling the strings right now. He's pulling them. Over to Felipe Foden. Sir Foden. That shot is right at the keeper, though. And we were getting some chances, though, as Kane has a chance here. Kane shot. And it's gonna be 2-0 to England. All right, 27 minutes in. That is a wonderful start here. We're showing why England hired us. We got this team looking pretty solid so far. Still a lot of football to be played, though. A lot of football. Rice, good tackle there. That actually looked pretty dangerous. All right, Trent over to Bellingham. Bellingham into Rice. Now, that was risky, but it works a little bit. That could have been very bad. Now, Palmer is gonna get it out to Foden. Foden's gonna play it over to Kane. Kane gonna try to head it to Saka. Now, it kind of works, although no, not really. Rice into Palmer. Palmer on the volley. Oh, I thought that went in, man. I really thought that went in. That would have been insane. Oh, man, that's a really bad pass. Palmer gets it to Kane. Kane is going to get a low shot. Oh, man, I really thought the keeper would come out there. We're getting chance after chance right now, though. Now, finally get a good chance where Mika. Okay, this guy's pretty quick. He's very quick. Okay, he just ran right by my defense. All right, Denmark shows some life. They're going to make it 2-1. And that guy, okay, we got to be scared of him. He's got pace. Halftime, it's going to be 2-1. This is going to be far from over right now. We need to take our chances and really just end this game, though. Trent, good tackle there. Now, Saka's going to hold it. Wait for him. Saka's going to go to Palmer. Palmer's going to wait for something. Saka's running here. Saka over to Kane. Now, I didn't know that guy was going to go to ground, though, man. Bro, he went to ground for no reason there. Now, Trent. Okay, that's a big defensive play. Trent does well there, and I'm just going to clear it to not mess around with it. That was a decent play. Foden. Is a handball by us or them? Thankfully, I think by them. Nice. Okay, 30 minutes left. I just want one more goal, man. One more goal might do it. Foden's going to play it over to Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall is going to get it to Kane. Oh, man, Kane needs to go a little more forward there, and he's got a free shot. Why is he so deep in the box still? Trent, man, Trent's had a good defensive game here. Another steal by him. Now, Foden over to Saka. Saka's going to Okay, tried to dink it up to Foden. That didn't work. Game feels a little sneaky right now. They're still in it somehow, which feels, you know, a little uneasy because they scored so easily out of nowhere. They could do it again and make this a tie game. Lewis Hall, man, he's just getting sprinted by. Gonna be a chance, crossover, and no one is near the two players who are threats, and thankfully Fuller makes the save. Now counter, Saka to Kane. Kane plays it through to Saka. No, it gets through. Saka will collect though. Yeah, this is a bit nervy. Chance here though. Rice, Kane, turns into Foden. Oh man, we just can't find an incisive pass anymore. You got 10 minutes to defend though, at least 10 minutes. That's it. Okay, do not let this Mika guy find space, bro. No way. Ball over the top. It's going to be Gahey. Good clearance away. Palmer is going to try to win that over O'Reilly, which, okay, somehow he does. I don't know how. That was so lucky. But Kane over to Felipe, Sir Philip Foden. Can we seal this here, boys? Foden. Okay, that was actually meant for Palmer. Where is this pass going? Kane going to play to Saka. Saka's going to keep it. We don't need to lose it right now, but Rice over to Saka, header. Okay, that was so poor. I think that we wasted enough time, and yes, we did. Okay, Denmark made me very nervous there. I'm talking very nervous. But okay, Euro 2028 quarterfinals won by England, and now into the semifinals. All right, so we might face Spain, Portugal, or Italy. So no matter what, it is going to be a very tough semifinals. Which, okay, we see our opponent there. It's going to be Italy. So a rematch of a previous Euro final that, of course, went to penalties. Now, Spain have already beat Portugal, so Spain are waiting for whoever gets there to the final. Now, Italy in 2028, what kind of squad do they have? I'm imagining a pretty good one. So they got Moise, Keane, Tonali, Barella. I mean, they're a 5-star team. Yeah, that is a good team right there. Carnesecchi, Udogi. That 5-3-2 is a little bit interesting too, that formation. All right, though. So Euro 2028 semifinals. Let's see if we can get revenge on Italy. All right, so we are 1 win away from reaching the Euro final with England, facing our, our biggest test yet. England versus Italy, we are kicked off, boys. Now, last game we were nervous, we definitely did not play great in that second half, so against a better team, the margin for error is a lot smaller. We got to bring our A game here. And I got to say, Bellingham for being 94 rated, I'm so disappointed in him. He does not feel like a 94 rated player. It's so weird. So I feel like he's actually not as good as the game says. All right, Italy having all the ball here to start, though. It's a little bit worrying for Tessie. And get it over to Zanotti, but Lewis Hall. That is some good defending. Right to Saka. Now Saka's gonna hold us up. Palmer's got Kane in a good spot. Oh, I didn't mean to lose it there. I meant to stop. Bellingham. That's okay. Good attempt to tackle, but Foden's gonna clean it up there. That's nice. Now Kane has got options. We're gonna flip it up to Foden. Foden's gonna need a volley, and oh, that was a nice finish. Foden rebound, and then oh, it's gonna be saved. Lewis Hall's gonna collect it though. Still a chance here. Foden into Palmer, right-footed shot, and it's gonna go behind the net. And that is the best chance so far at 25 minutes in. All right, Italy have a free kick here. They're gonna send this in the box probably. It's gonna be DeMarco, Declan Rice. Okay, that's okay. Now Fuller. Oh, why would you do that to me, bro? You gotta be kidding me. Why would he not catch that? That makes no sense. Lewis Hall, good clearance away. Foden, second clearance is, I guess, fine that he took him out. But okay, Fuller, why would you not clear that? Now they have a chance from it. Declan Rice, good tackle though. All right, we avoid disaster. Now Trent is gonna play a beautiful ball to Saka, but DeMarco's gonna get to it first. Locatelli, Bellingham trying to catch him here. Now Lewis Hall should get to that first. He should. He doesn't. Chance back in the box. Zanotti shot. Fuller makes a good save there. Okay, that's good. All right, Saka, we're gonna switch this over to Lewis Hall. Now he is gonna play this through to, I think that's Palmer. Palmer can't reach it though. Okay, Italy, their defense has been solid this game as expected. Only had like one half chance so far. Okay, Fuller, good save. And that was a good shot. Corner in. That is going to be... Okay, Tomori gets it out. That works. And that is going to be halftime. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but halftime, it is still 0-0 in the semifinal. We're gonna find some way to break down their defense. It's been the issue so far. We can have that. Saka over to Kane. Kane is gonna get it to Cole Palmer, and it's broken immediately to start the second half. Man, Cole Palmer in this save, he looks so good. Him as a number 10 is just so deadly here. All right, though, right on cue. England 1, Italy 0. Come on. I want trophy number 6 in my career, man. I want it. To follow up a Champions League trophy with a Euro tournament trophy, that'd be insane. Saka is gonna get it to Kane. Now Kane, wait for someone. It's gonna be Bellingham. Oh, this went off Bastoni's like his shoulder or something. The ball over the top goes to Fertesi, a player that I'd like to sign at some point in this series. He is such a well-rounded mid. It's gonna be a shot there. Fuller save. Rebound is out, and we do get out of that, man. Yeah, that was a dangerous shot. Okay, Palmer just lost it though there. That's not good. Gonna be a touch there, and oh, what a finish, man. You gotta be kidding me. That is an insane finish. All right, 1-1 in the 62nd minute. This game is not done. It is far from it. Brent to Saka. Saka. No, that ball has to get through, man. How does it not get through? Okay, we need to settle down here. We need to settle this down. Trent. Okay, this is bad. DeMarco versus Trent. Crossover. Oh, that's gonna find Moise Keane. Thankfully, the shot, though, is not too threatening. Bro, if he would have scored that, I would have lost it. Palmer to Foden. Foden's got Lewis Hall running by him. Nice. Now, Lewis Hall is going to play it. Okay, no, that didn't work. Going to go to Foden, though. Foden Chance to shoot. Oh, he stopped all of his momentum there. I don't want him to stop. And we need some fresh legs on. I think we need like Liam Delap on or something. I need this ball to go out though. Maybe Bellingham needs to step up here against Vertesi. Nice, Bellingham. Good work there. That's good. All right, 10 minutes to go. Still 1-1. The next goal might win it. Saka's gonna get a chance here. He's gonna get a good first touch. Saka needs Palmer. Palmer. Nice. Cole Palmer's gonna run forward and he's absolutely chopped. And that was a tackle. That was kind of close for a free kick though. Okay, it's gonna go to Trent, but let's do Gittins for Foden. Let's do Livramento for Lewis Hall, I think, and that might be it for now actually. All right though, Trent, this is your free kick here. There's definitely scoring range for him. Trent Alexander-Arnold from the free kick spot to score a huge goal for us. Oh, it's gonna be a tap in Kane. No, how do we not score that, man? That went off the post. Bro, literally inches away from winning this game. Short corner goes to Gittins. Gittins gonna plays it. Okay, Bellingham, hold up. Bellingham, don't lose it. Don't lose it. Okay, keep it. And he kept it in so well there. Now Gittins into Kane. Kane's gonna turn. Shot from Kane. And that might have just won the game for England. Man, credit to Bellingham for keeping that ball in. But Kane gets the finish. I almost subbed him off for Liam Delap, but I chose not to, and it pays off, man. That was a composed and experienced finish right there. Just one touch away from goal. Wraps his foot around it. That's a beautiful finish. All right, 2-1 with I think like 3 minutes left. It's not done yet, though. There's still some time left for England, you know, to maybe score. Don't have much, though. Don't have much. Barella is gonna get over to Locatelli. Come on, boys. Wrap this up. Barella. Bellingham needs to make a steal. Goes out to Zanotti, but he's gonna be offside. That might be curtains for Italy here. Amori over to Trent, and that is gonna be full time. That was so close. It felt like we were inches away from losing that game, but England get their revenge on Italy and are once again in another Euro final, this time facing Spain. All right, I would say so far we have met expectations. We now face a team that just won the last Euros in Spain and a chance to claim trophy 6 of my career in what, almost 4 years? So Spain, okay, no Lamine Yamal, he's on the bench, okay, he's probably playing, but yeah, their team 86, 90, 85. That Spain team is actually insane. They're probably the best team on paper. So here we go, Euro 2028 final, and we actually bring it home. Look at that, we got the Fernando Torres tifo in the stadium. All right, though, Euro final. I think there's no surprise England are here. You know, we have such a good team. Now, the big thing, though, is beating Spain, man. That's not going to be easy, but I want that trophy in my trophy room, man. Come on. I want this trophy, boys. Come on. Rice. Then he get it over to Saka. Saka, good first touch. All right, Kane, I kind of need you to move. Now, that works, though. Cole Palmer is in. Maybe the player of the tournament, and he's gonna score the first goal of the final. Bro, Cole Palmer is insane. I think he's the best player in this team right now. All right, though, Kane assist, Cole Palmer goal. That's a perfect start. And I don't even think they had the ball yet. Like, that was a perfect start, actually. Declan Rice, steal. Come on, let's take that momentum. Let's go with it. Palmer is gonna play. Oh, man, that was a really good ball by Palmer. It's not gonna reach him, though, but I saw it, man. I saw the potential. Now, Lamine Yamal versus Lewis Hall. Those names kind of rhyme. But Lewis Hall is gonna win that battle there. He's gonna get it over to Foden, into Palmer. Palmer's gonna stop. Oh, is he offside? I think he's onside. No, he's gonna be off, man. Timed a little wrong there. Heatherty gets it over to Alex Bine. Oh, that could have been a penalty. That could have been so bad. Okay, cross over to Lamine. That cross is so weird. Photo to Lamine. Lamine is gonna get a pass back. Bellingham gets it. Okay, good defensive work there. That almost was so bad, though. All right, corner for Spain. Lamine is gonna send this in. That's a good corner. They have Samuel up top. Isn't he like 6'4" or 6'5"? That dude is very tall. Talk about a target, man. And they're moving this around pretty well here. You know, they're getting into the game. Tomori, though, gets that, and we do get out of it. Good defense. That was some very good passing, and we're seeing more of it here. Tomori, though, again. Okay, we need to settle this down a little bit. They've had a lot of the ball. Now, Trent, though, has got space to run, and Trent is going to run. Okay, that's a great run. Trent into Palmer. Palmer stops. Back heel, try to find Kane there. That was so inaccurate, though. Saka, Rice, slides it to Bellingham. Bellingham has got space for a long shot. Why not? Oh my, Jude Bellingham just shut me up. Bro, 2-0, and that is the goal of the Euros. Are you kidding me? Bro, that's what I get for saying he's not as good as the rating shows, right? That is the ultimate Tyztir jinx. He just did that in a Euro final from that far out, a knuckleball shot. Bro, that is ridiculous. It is going to be 2-0 in the 37th minute. That is the goal of the tournament. Okay, that might be the pass of the tournament. Hold up. Gonna be back to Samu. Now defense, do your job, Tomori. Nice. Bellingham will get it out. Bro, I can't believe he scored that. That was incredible. And we are 2-0 up, though. It's looking solid. Okay, I think, man, Kane's offside there. Foden gonna get it to Cole Palmer. Good touch there. Palmer's gonna... Oh, I tried to be sweaty there, man. I should have just shot normally. All right, might get one more chance here. It's gonna be Palmer. Nope, the ref blows whistle. But okay, first half 2-0. It has been almost perfection so far. And they played well, but we just survived defensively. And then 2 moments, we took our 2 chances. That is the story of the game so far. Trent into Saka. Saka's gonna get it to Palmer. Palmer flips it up to Harry Kane, volley, and it's gonna be 3-0 to England. I don't know if that's trophy yet. We still got a lot of game left to play, but man, this has been an A+ performance here. And we have like kind of shocked Spain here actually now. I feel like they've barely had a chance. We've just taken our chances and like just really controlled the game. They're gonna fight though. Lamine is gonna stop here on the byline. Lewis Hall stands up strong. I like it. Gavi, now Lewis Hall doing some work here, goes back to Lamine. Lamine over. Gonna be a shot there, and it's gonna be Pedri who scores. Okay, 55th minute. It's gonna be a 2-goal game. We're fine. Everyone relax. Just keep playing our game. Keep trying to score. Spain do show a little sign of life though. Trent, Saka plays it through to Palmer. Palmer's got space to work with. Palmer is gonna go all the way, and he's gonna make it 4-1. Cole Palmer has 2 in the Euro final. And oh, we're even doing the dance on him right now. That's crazy work with the Spain flag in the background. That's crazy work. All right, though, 3-goal lead restored. Come on. We gotta be ruthless here, like ruthless. Now, Samu, that was bad. Oh my, it's a pile up. Okay, we'll collect it though. That was an absolute pile up. Audrey over to Pedri. It's gonna be Declan Rice. Missed that tackle. Okay, that's not great. Gonna be Sunset over to Pedri, but that was a good clearance away. That was a foul somewhere, but might be actually offside on Samu. Now chance for Rodri. Just don't let him score here. Tomori, good tackle there. I like it. Now Foden into Kane. Kane. Oh, he should have kept it there, man. It's gonna be Pedri. Trent tries to get a tackle in, but it's gonna be cleared. I mean, they're trying here, but I feel like this might be officially done. Okay, that's gonna be a chance there. Palmer gets it, and then Trent will probably get it out. Now, Trent has got space from. Can we score one more here? We're going to go for an insane long pass. Okay, Trent's passing is just insane. That's not even fair. Foden looking for a goal, and it's gonna be 5-1. That pass by Trent was just like so fake. All right, though, Euro final, I think we've just got it done. So in this calendar year, we're gonna win a Bundesliga, a Champions League trophy, and now a Euro trophy. We are on quite an insane run. Okay, Trent's stamina is so low here. Our manager rep is gonna go through the roof right now, though. Honestly, we might be actually the best manager in the world currently. Like, I'm not sure right now there's anyone better than us on paper. Like when you look at our accolades and our awards, but that's gonna be full time. It's finally coming home. England win an international trophy, the Euro 2028 trophy. And man, like from that first goal, I feel like changed the game entirely. We scored that first one and they never recovered from it. And I was gonna say, even though we're probably the best manager in the world currently, that's not what I'm chasing. I'm chasing being the greatest manager of all time. And I do feel like we're pretty far from that still. But man, on our resume and our trophy room, this trophy is gonna mean a lot. Now, I probably should be Kane lifting it, but I think it's gonna be actually Declan Rice. Yeah, it's gonna be Rice. I mean, I guess that's not too bad of a captain, although it should be Kane. All right, though, it's about time after many, many tries. England have won Euro 2028. It's finally come home. And it's kind of funny. Denmark and Italy were so much, closer games. In this one, we just absolutely like took care of business. All right, though. So next episode, we're going to start, Dortmund season 2, but we're going to have a new spin the wheel feature to start a new season. We're going to, try to go for back-to-back Champions Leagues, back-to-back Bundesliga titles. So that's going to end this little mini chapter with England. Drop a like down below if you enjoyed. All right, today we start season 2 at Borussia Dortmund. Now, our first year in Germany was amazing. We were Bundesliga champions and also Champions League winners too. We are starting to seriously fill up this trophy room, and our goal this year is to go back to back. But we're about to introduce a new spin the wheel element to the series that could drastically change the start of our season. So as always, drop a like if you want more of this series, and I say we get right back into it. Now, first come today, though, send scouts to Nigeria and get the next Mikel Obi and win the AFCON with them. Yeah, I mean, I wish like FC had like all the national teams, all of the competitions like actually replicated, but we are pretty limited with national teams. But when we send our youth scouts out this season, we'll definitely send a scout to Nigeria. Now, next one, you should coach a mid-table Premier League club so they can compete with the bigger clubs. Yeah, I mean, I think whenever our time here is up at Dortmund, the Premier League might be the next move, might be the next team. Now, in our last Journeyman series, we went to Chelsea and Spurs, so those teams are kind of ruled out immediately. I don't want to repeat teams from that series, but yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of options there. And our last one, can you show the Ballon d'Or ceremony next episode? I think Bayer or Frankie might win it. Yeah, Champions League, Bundesliga, Bayer and Frankie both scored almost like 30 goals last year, so they might get nominated for the Ballon d'Or. I feel like Bayer probably has the better chance. I think we'll get to probably the ceremony in the next episode, but we will see if they win it. Now, to kick off the new season, you see the brand new kits. We have 3 new kits this year. We'll show them fully a little bit later on. But okay, officially year 2 at Dortmund begins. Once again, last year was incredible, but this year is going to present brand new challenges for us. The first being, I've made our sliders even tougher here. I've increased the CPU speed from 65 to 70 for both sprint speed and also acceleration. Lowered their shot error to 35 and then pass error to 15. So yeah, they're going to be faster. Their passing's better. Their shooting's better. It should be a challenge. I mean, I guess we'll see, but it should be. We got our first now Champions League trophy under our belt, but winning our second is going to be be a lot tougher, I think. Okay, it's time for our new spin the wheel feature of this series. Now, it could be very bad, but also very good. So the new feature is whenever we start a brand new season, we're gonna spin this wheel here. And yeah, there's a wide range of things that could happen here, including, you know, best player request transfer, random player in the starting 11 request transfer, unlock a 99 potential youth academy player, our budget could get reduced, and also a player could get a pretty bad injury for 6 months. That is all the possibilities on this wheel here. Now, I do feel kind of like there's more bad ones than good ones, but we can always add things, you know, switch things out, like new ideas. But it's time to spin the, you know, I don't know what to call this wheel. You guys have ideas, you know, crew mode wheel, I don't even know, but it's gonna be the first time we ever spin it to start a new season. So bro, I'm nervous, like we could lose our best player here. So to start season 2, the wheel is gonna be spun and it's gonna land on, oh man, best play. You gotta be, no, you gotta actually be kidding me. Best player request transfer on our first ever spin. You have to be joking here. I can't believe it. Now, there is a catch though. It says at least 2 years at the club. Now, what that means is pretty much any player we signed last year is not eligible for that. For example, if Frankie was our best player, he would not be the one that was sold because he only spent, you know, 1 year at Dortmund. But then the next season he would be eligible for that. So it's kind of in place there so we don't, you know, lose a player that we just signed. But okay, right now we're gonna lose one of our best players. And the 2 best players in the team, it's definitely Kolbel or Schlotterbeck. So now we're pretty much gonna randomly pick Kolbel or Schlotterbeck to be sold. We got a wheel here with goalkeeper, center back, you know, obviously goalkeeper for Kolbel, center back for Schlotterbeck. So which one are we gonna lose this year? It is going to be, I think, Schlotterbeck. Oh, it's gonna be our best center back. Man, I can't believe that. That is so bad. Schlotterbeck is gonna be sold now. Bro, I was gonna say last year, he's been like the best center back I've used all year long, I think, in FC25. At least like top 3, and now he's gonna be transfer listed and sold. I think for like storyline purposes, we can probably say, you know, he wants a new challenge in his career, wants to go to a bigger team like Real Madrid, Barcelona, something like that. So we're gonna make sure he goes to a team like that. Okay, so we got an offer now for Schlotterbeck from Manchester City for 157.3 million. I would say Man City's probably a step up from Dortmund, so I think I'll accept that or negotiate actually. So if we ask for like maybe 160, maybe 167, Man City are going to say yes. Okay, that's a lot of money though. So it's a bad thing, you know, he's a hard player to replace, but we are gonna have so much money to spend here. It is gonna be ridiculous, but okay, Schlotterbeck has been sold, man. I can't believe we actually got the worst, you know, spin we could have got there. That's gonna make trying to win the Champions League even tougher unless we sign a replacement who's good. Yeah, that's gonna complicate our, you know, back-to-back Champions League winners plan, because he was a very big reason why we won the Champions League. Now, he's not the only player we actually sold. We lost both of our backup wingers, one being Simeone. You know, he wants to go be a starter at a club, you know, not a backup, so we sold for 68 million to Brentford, and then also Constantelius was sold to Leverkusen for 56 million. Same story. They just don't want to be backups anymore. So those two, along with Schlotterbeck and the other two, we now have 337 million to spend. Bro, that is an insane amount of money. That's insane. Now, the problem though is we have a very large hole at center back now. I think for now, Koulibaly is going to start there, but we need obviously a good center back, like a world-class Schlotterbeck replacement. I think first though, now we should go for a backup winger to replace, you know, Simeone and also Constantelius. Honestly, I feel like we need probably 2 wingers, but definitely a backup left winger. So that's going to be our first target of season 2 here. Now, I thought about stealing Ronaldo Jr. away from Bayern, but he actually transferred over to Real Madrid in the summer. So, you know, following his father's footsteps, you know, didn't go to the Premier League, but went to Real Madrid. Now, though, I think for our Simeone replacement, I'm looking at this guy, Samuel Mbangila at Juventus. Now, he's 24 years old, 80 rated, and he's got some really nice stats, you know, good pace. He's got, you know, good dribbling, good ball control, actually really good ball control, 89, and also 78 finishing. So I feel like for a new backup left winger, he's perfect. And it's only going to be like a tiny percentage of our budget right now. So let's try like 35 million for Mbangila. And okay, that's just a straight up yes. So yeah, losing Schlotterbeck is going to hurt us a lot. You know, we are not going to replace him just yet, but Mbangila is going to be our first signing of season 2, and he's going to fill that, you know, backup winger spot perfectly. All right, though, I'd say it's time for our first game of season 2. Now we face Wolfsburg in the Super Cup. It's kind of funny. Our first 2 games this year are 2 chances for 2 trophies. Our second German Super Cup and then our first UEFA Super Cup. So I think for now, Koulibaly is going to be the Schlotterbeck, you know, stand-in, but we're definitely going to sign a center back, just not yet. Because yeah, that is a spot that we need to think about. Really quick, our new kits for season 2 here. I mean, honestly, they're not crazy. They all kind of fit, you know, the black and gold theme with some white, some gold trimming around. Our third kit does not look kind of how I planned, but you know, it's fine. I think our away kit's pretty nice, but the home kit I do like too. All right, though. So first game without Schlotterbeck, first game of the season, and also our first game on the new increased sliders. I'll be honest, I kind of wish it was Kolbel that we got the, you know, the random spin the wheel on, because Schlotterbeck, you know, he was just so good. He stopped so many attacks by himself. I kind of feel like Kolbel would be easier to replace rather than Schlotterbeck, but that is the element of randomness. Now, it happens in real life, you know, players, you know, they want moves away all of a sudden. They want to go to bigger clubs, so it's kind of, I feel like, also realistic in a way, but it's going to make our job just a little bit tougher this year, just a little bit. All right, though, I want this trophy to start the year, man. I want it. Now, first chance goes to Wolfsburg. It's going to be, okay, Koulibaly, I need you to get a spot there. Nemecha gets it, though. Nemecha, that's really good defending. Seisao gets it to Frankie, back to Seisao, the fastest player in the world probably. is going to go to Frankie O'Donnell. Good first shot, but it's going to be right at the keeper, though. Yeah, that could have been a bit better there. All right, free kick for them. That's going to be sent in. Koulibaly, good clearance away. That's actually perfect. That was like a pass. All right, Bayer to Frankie. Frankie's going to hold us up. Gonna play it back to Bayer, maybe this year's Ballon d'Or winner. He's gonna look for a shot or pass. Gonna go to Frankie, over to Conceição, shot. And it's going to be 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. And all right, we strike first to start season 2. Now that's a good ball over. Zabarnyi. Okay, I thought he might have taken him out there. No, it's going to be actually offside. Or I thought I'd take him out there for a penalty the way the camera stopped. All right, Reed into Conceição. Conceição. Oh, man, I thought that would get a Frankie. I thought it would get through the defenders there, but it did not. Now, Koulibaly, good positioning from him, man. Good. And I got to say, no Schlotterbeck, and also on these sliders, we don't look bad. We do look pretty solid, so Koulibaly's had a great game at center back. And what if we just let Koulibaly be the Schlotterbeck replacement? What if we did that? Would that be irresponsible with all the money we have to spend? I don't know. All right, though, second half begins. Currently 1-0 to us. I would say they haven't had too many threatening chances either, so far, so good. I've been saying that chance here, which is going to be a shot probably from Marshall. Shot, Colby, good save. Yeah, with their shooting now being better, I'm kind of worried about, you know, them just like scoring long shots, scoring basically every shot, so it's good to see Colby make a save there. It's good to see that. Now, Conceição into Frankie O'Donnell. Oh, man, I should have went far post there. I thought I'd get one of those near post shots. Conceição's going to get it into Zabarnyi. Zabarnyi, you're not shooting this, bro. Come on. I need someone else there. Conceição is going to hold this. Nice skill. Is going to dink it up to Frankie. Okay, Frankie tried to go for a bicycle there. Not the smartest move. Now, this is good, though. Gutierrez, Frankie, back to Miguel. Is that going to be a shot on target? Oh, it actually was. Man, that was a great move. Come on, the second is right here, man. It's right there for us. Zabarnyi's going to swing it over. One more. Nemecha. Okay, I thought Nemecha would actually, you know, be ready for that, but he wasn't. We score a second. That might seal this game. Oh, man, Bellingham just lost it, man. Now, Koulibaly, see, Schlotterbeck. I'm not sure this would happen to him. Oh, man, I kind of trusted his pace there. It's going to be a shot. And I thought Zabarnyi was going to block it, but we could not block it. Okay, that's our first thing is seeing, you know, the missing of Schlotterbeck. Koulibaly is just not quite as quick as Schlotterbeck. All right, 1-1. That's not great. Let's do Lewis for Reed. Let's get Mbangula for his debut on for Conceição. And also Cassadei on for O'Reilly. Game is definitely not done yet. Bellingham into Mbangula. First touch for Dortmund. Welcome to the club. Now he's going to try to play it up to Frankie, which Frankie's fighting for it. I think he actually got a header on that somehow. Bellingham into Bayer. Good ball there, Bayer. Oh, man, we had Gutierrez on a great run there. Gonna be, oh, I took him out. Oh, is that gonna be a red? Man, I wanted to do that a bit sooner, but it might be a red. That was a tactical foul by Cassadei, and it's gonna be a red card, man. And I feel like that could have been a yellow, man, not a straight red. Okay, so I guess we'll just put Nemecha there, and we'll rock with 2 center mids, no CDM. All right, we concede and go down to 10 men. That's how quick a game can change, I guess. Koulibaly, good tackle there. We are gonna need to play pretty much perfect here, no mistakes. Bellingham, I coached your brother at the Euros. He was great. Frankie's going to play it back to our new signing. He's going to shoot. It's blocked. Frankie's going to try to control that. Now he didn't, but oh my. That's a chance for a bicycle kick. Oh, he didn't make contact, though. Man, that would have been insane. And that is going to be Nemecha. Great win. And there's still a chance to win this. New signing. Hold up. He's going to do a skill there. Keep it. Go to Rico Lewis. Now, Lewis is going to try to slide it to Frankie, but can't find him. If we score here, that's going to be game. There is 1 minute left. Bellingham going to look for a pass. Going to play it backwards to Nemecha. Nemecha is going to swing it. Oh, man, that's not what I wanted, though. All right, I think we're going to straight penalties now for our second ever Super Cup. That is the German Super Cup. All right, Colby, you're the one that stayed over Schlotterbeck. Oh, man, I guessed the right way, and he's still not going to save it. All right, new signing Mbangula is going to go bottom right, and he's going to score his penalty. Nice. Come on, Colby, we need you to be big here. We need you to be big. I can't save that one, though. Maybe this year's Ballon d'Or winner, Bayer, is going to miss his penalty. This guy is going to go right. Man, I guessed the right way. I just can't save it still. They're just putting it in the corner. I'm not aiming towards the corner. Gonna be a goal for us. Oh, but I need you to make some save here. Bro, I just can't guess right. I can't save a penalty to save my life right now. It's gonna be Job. Bellingham is gonna keep us alive for maybe 1 more penalty, but bro, I just can't save these. I just can't do it. Colby, save that one. Oh, I guess the right side again. They're just all in the corner. Okay, so we're gonna lose the first game of the year, the German Super Cup. And honestly, I think if we have Schlotterbeck, I don't concede that goal and we actually win this. Game 1, I think I'm already feeling his absence. Yeah, that might be a sign that this season's going to be a lot tougher than year 1. Man, though, with so much money, I just have no idea who we should sign. Like, the way Dortmund buy center backs, I feel like, you know, they don't go out and buy the best center back in the world. So I'm not sure if we should do that or not. If we did, I'd probably go for someone like Bastoni, you know, 89 to like 90 rated. That'd be a solid replacement for Schlotterbeck. But does that make sense for Borussia Dortmund? I don't know. You guys gotta let me know in the comments who to sign at center back. I don't know right now. I need your guys' feedback first. Who should be the Schlotterbeck replacement? Tell me in the comments. For now, though, next game, another chance for a trophy. This time, the Super Cup, the UEFA Super Cup. So I guess Newcastle won the Europa League. We, of course, won the Champions League now. I'm going to start this game Bento over Frankie, and I think that's the only change for us. And okay, let's try not to lose both Super Cups. I want to add at least like one trophy to the trophy room today, not miss out on both. So UEFA Super Cup, Newcastle versus Borussia Dortmund. You know, I'd say Newcastle is definitely a potential next team for us in the Prem. I'm not sure they're like a leading candidate, but they're definitely a possibility. All right, Bellingham, Demecha is going to play it over to Reed. Now, Conceição, I need you to run, bro. Thank you. There you go. Conceição is going to dink it over to Bento. Bento, one touch, the shot, and Bento. Okay, that's a really good finish. The ball just like fell to him so kindly. It's set up for him kindly. Yeah, I'm expecting a much bigger year for Bento in this team. You know, more of a role like playing as a backup winger, backup striker, of course. And that's a great start for him. All right, Bellingham win. They are like going at us right now with some tackles that look pretty insane. And Conceição is going to cut inside, going to play it over to Bayer. Fire shot, and it's gonna be 2-0 to Dortmund. Okay, that was such an easy one. 2-0 in 18 minutes. Now that is more like it. That is Borussia Dortmund Tyztir ball. Now, oh my, crossover is great. Gordon gets a header away, but it's gonna be a save from our captain Kobel. All right, Demecha is gonna get over to Conceição. Now Reed, I need you to follow up. Here he is. Reed is gonna take a first touch there. He was just destroyed. Conceição is gonna swing it over to Gutierrez. Pass over. Another pass. No, man, that was going to be a good idea right into Bayer, I think. On a face. Now, Koulibaly is sticking up there. Well, no, I meant to switch to Zabarny, but I didn't switch in time. All right, Kone is going to make it 2-1. That's a very poor goal to concede, though. I think if I switch faster, I could definitely, you know, get a block on that or something. All right, let's see if we can have a response here. Conceição. Gonna try to find something. I don't like any of these passes, though. Go back to Reed. Reed, Bento, one more. Oh, man, if he just turns quicker, Bayer has a free shot there. It's free. And I'm definitely seeing, though, our defense is totally, you know, we're missing Schlotterbeck so much. I'm telling you, I think he's the best center back I've used this year. And losing that, like, I'm not sure there's a replacement out there that would actually be like a replacement. But okay, second half begins. It's 2-1. This is definitely like last game, far from over. Oh my, though. What was that pass to start? I'm sorry, sir. Are you okay? Who was that? Was that O'Reilly? Are you okay? Because that pass was terrible. Oh, don't score off this. Don't score off this. Block there. Gutierrez. Tackle there. And it's going to be a corner. A short corner. Pulisic. Okay, he's doing skills here. Over Koulibaly. That's not a great clearance, but Kobel will catch it. And we are fine. All right, quick kick out by Kobel is nice. Now Reed. Gonna try to play to Conceição. You know what? That's gonna work somehow. I don't know how that works. Conceição, he just got shoved in his face though by Digne, I think. So let's not be like last game. Let's not let this team back in it. You know, let's try and just secure the win. Score one more goal here. Now Reed is on a run. He's gonna stop. Gonna get it over to Conceição. Conceição is gonna turn. Gonna try to find a shot. Good shot. Oh, it's not gonna bounce to Bayer though. And this feels a lot like last game. We're just not putting these teams to bed. We're leaving the door wide open. Koulibaly is gonna read this. Nice. Koulibaly. Good work there. Oh, Koulibaly, that was actually beautiful from him. Now, O'Reilly, that is a beautiful ball to Conceição. It's just perfection. Conceição stops. Give it to Bento. Oh, man, that pass was good, but it's also defended pretty well, too. All right, 20 minutes. Still, it's going to be 2-1. Pulisic running through. Oh, my. What a touch, but what a save by Kobel. Okay, that might be the sliders. That speed by Pulisic was insane. What was that, though? Bro, I have never seen a speed boost like that. All right, Gutierrez has it. Now we have runners here, but I don't see any safe pass. Okay, let's hold it. There's one there to Bayer. Bayer, oh man, his touch, though, was so bad. It was so heavy. And they're putting us under some pressure. Koulibaly, though, that's why we kept you, man. If he's not going to be our starter this year, man, he's such a good backup to have. And he's proving that in these few games. Gutierrez. Bayer is going to take a shot from distance. Oh, good shot. It's a good save. All right, let's do Mbangula. Let's do Frankie for Bento. Let's do Cassadai. Let's do Sar for Nemecha. Actually, no, let's keep Bento on. Kind of ran out of subs there, but okay, we got 6 minutes to seal this. Can we do it right now with the goal? Short corner into Sar. Top of the box goes to our new signing. Good touch there. The shot. Oh, man, he's been close to a first goal here. Just can't find it yet. Now we need to get back and defend this, boys. We need to defend. 3 minutes left. They kind of have one chance here. It's going to be Gordon on a run. It's going to be, though, Zabarny with the defending. And okay, so we lose the first German Super Cup, but we do win the UEFA Super Cup. So we do prove that we can win without Schlotterbeck, win on these new sliders. That's good. Now, obviously, it's not a huge trophy. It's definitely going to be in our trophy room, though. I think this is our 7th trophy or 8th. I'm actually losing count now. But okay, Kobel, it could have been you that left. You know, that was just up to fate. But he is going to lift the UEFA Super Cup for Borussia Dortmund, our first trophy of season 2. I will happily take that. All right, so we are receiving offers for our players here, but I don't think I'm looking to sell anyone else. You know, we lost Schlotterbeck. I can't lose anyone else, at least in the starting 11. So we're definitely not going to sell anyone else. It's going to be just players to bring in now. I mean, honestly, it might be just a center back. I don't see like many holes in this team, but there's just a huge one that Schlotterbeck left. All right, though, it's time to start our Bundesliga title defense versus Heidenheim. First game of the league season here. Let's try to start the Bundesliga off strong. Now I want to show off a new kit, so we're wearing the away kit for this game, the black and gold. But okay, Heidenheim is a team that we definitely should beat here, with or without Schlotterbeck. Frankie, great pass over to Conceição. Now Bellingham's gonna be in here. Bellingham, he likes to score from this angle. Man, he really likes to score from that spot. Okay, we've scored in the first 6 minutes. I swear Bellingham scored like that last year in the same exact spot. He's done it again. It's 1-0 already. That is a wonderful start. I wonder one day if we'll have both Bellinghams in our team, whatever team it's at. I wonder. Now Conceição looking for another quick second. That's going to be blocked. Yeah, we've coached Job at Dortmund and also Jude in the England national team. I wonder one day if we'll have them both in our team. It's definitely a possibility. Now Reed, though, crossover. Frankie is going to go for something special, but it's going to not be on target. Fire. Frankie's going to turn. Frankie's going to turn, look for another shot. Now, that's a good shot. It's a good save, though. We had like 4 good chances already. And Schlotterbeck was just such a player that gave you confidence. Like, without him, the confidence in my defense is so much worse. It's still not bad, but it's worse. Now, Frankie to Bayer. Bayer's going to play it. Oh, Bayer, why was that touch so heavy, man? Come on. Not a fan of that. Zabarny's going to miss that tackle. Okay, what a touch there. Koulibaly's gonna try to go for a block. Man, that is such a good defensive play. I mean, once again, like if we just kept Koulibaly as the replacement, I wouldn't be mad at that. I do feel like we need some kind of signing, but I wouldn't be terribly mad at that. I mean, he has played well and he has potential. Now Bellingham into Conceição. Conceição has space. We got Bayer. Okay, Bayer. He didn't even like know which side to run on there. He kind of like went both ways. Oh, like pick a side. Yeah, definitely should have scored this second one by now, but I think it's coming. Halftime, it's 1-0 though. Yeah, the increase to the CPU speed, you know, that just makes everything tougher, like attacking tougher because players keep up with you more. Obviously defending harder because, you know, all these players are so quick now. But I do see it making a difference in the difficulty. Bayer's shot is going to be off target. All right, man, I'm starting to get annoyed. Like, where is this second goal at? Conceição into Job. Job, great touch there. O'Reilly, Bayer, Conceição. One more pass to Bellingham, and Bellingham is gonna miss an absolute sitter. That was such a good move, man. That deserves a goal right there. Probably had more time to take a touch though. Okay, boys, we have had countless beautiful chances. Starting to get a little bit worried here. Nemecha, bro, Nemecha just absolutely like destroys players. Bro, again, Nemecha, what a steal. That's gonna lead straight to a counterattack. And Conceição is gonna dink it over the top. Oh man, the ball is not great. Frankie saves it though. Fire into Reed. Reed is gonna slide it back to Conceição. Where's the shot at though, man? They're defending this so well. Fire, great turning though. Great turning. This shot is gonna be saved. I just can't find this second here. Short corner, Conceição into O'Reilly. Swing it back. Conceição is gonna get it to Zabarny's shot. Oh man, he had space there. It's still gonna be blocked though, man. Okay, breakaway chance, but thankfully that's gonna be good work by Reed. And after all this, if they score, I'm gonna be so upset. Zabarny, good tackle there though. Come on, we gotta score this second to seal it, boys. Frankie, you're gonna be in here. Good first touch. The angle is tight. And it's gonna be a shot that goes wide. Bro, our shooting this game has been so bad. All right, subs on, last like 7 minutes here. Bento's on. If we don't win this game, if they score here, I'm actually gonna be so upset. This has been a good performance, just lacking the shooting. O'Reilly, good pass over to our new signing. And Conceição's gonna look for him, goes to Bento instead. Bento shot, scores, but he's gonna be offside. Bro, we have been so close to scoring this second in so many different ways. Now we have to defend this for our life. Final chance goes to them. Gutierrez needs to get a block in somehow. It's pass back is dangerous. Rawson looks good. Koulibaly, clearance away. Oh, it's going to be a shot. Good block, man. That was 3 players getting in front of that. That was nice. All right, I don't like our, lack of finishing, but other than that, it was still a really good performance. It is, yeah, everyone in this team needs to go to shooting training literally in the morning. All right, though, Super Cup 1, first game of League 1. I'd say it's been a pretty good start to the year other than losing our best player. That sucks. Now, next episode, though, it's going to be deadline day. We got 300 million to spend. Tell me in the comments what to do about replacing Schlotterbeck. Should it be Koulibaly? Should we go sign a world-class center back? Maybe a young center back with potential? Tell me in the comments down below. Schlotterbeck, good luck at Man City, but man, you are going to be so missed this year. Okay, to start season 2 at Borussia Dortmund, we spun our new career mode wheel. Now, unfortunately, we got the worst possible outcome, selling our best player Schlotterbeck. And he was a big reason why we won the Champions League last year. Now, the good news is that we got a lot of money to spend and also a lot of options for a potential replacement. So drop a like down below if you're enjoying this series, and I say we get right back into it. Now, first comment today, you should sign Bastoni or Saliba. Dortmund are the UCL champions, so players would want to join this team. Yeah, there are some opinions saying that we shouldn't sign like a world-class player, but I think the majority are saying that we should buy like a world-class center back, like a more direct replacement for Schlotterbeck. Now, next one, I'm mixed about the wheel because some of them can be unrealistic, such as Schlotterbeck leaving Dortmund after they just won the Champions League and Bundesliga. Yeah, so there were some differing opinions about the wheel. Some of you guys say you don't like it. What I like about it, it adds more challenge. Like losing Schlotterbeck is a real like obstacle now to win another Champions League title. Like we also get like no injuries throughout any season, so like the wheel could also give us that. And, you know, I don't think it's too unrealistic for a player like Schlotterbeck to leave after a Champions League victory, you know, leave to a team like Man City. I think for now, we're going to keep the wheel for every new season, but I might like alter it here and there. Now, last one, if you're going to go to the Premier League, then go to Man United and turn their faith. I guess I mean kind of like restore their faith. Now, I said before, Chelsea Spurs are the last 3-man series. I'm not going to those teams. And also, we just did a Man United series, lasted a while, so I probably not going to go to Man United either. So I think, you know, United, Chelsea, Spurs off the table. I think when we go there, it's got to be someone else. But okay, we're about a day away from deadline day here, so right on January 31st. And yeah, we need to figure out this Schlotterbeck replacement. As much as I like Koulibaly, I feel like, you know, he's a third choice option, not a first team option. Last episode, we signed in Bongila, who's going to be a pretty good backup winger. So I feel like this team pretty much needs just simply a new center back, a first team center back. And we got 300 million to try and find the right player here. And yeah, the options are aplenty, so let's go through them. And right off the bat, Scalvini. His stats don't look that good to me. You know, like 70 pace, his physical stats aren't great. I'm going to pass on him to start. And also, Saliba's at Real Madrid, and I cannot see him leaving Real Madrid for Dortmund right now, especially in the prime of his career. So I'm going to take him off too. So that leaves Pau Kubarsi, Bastoni, and also Mickey van de Ven. And once again, Bastoni's speed kind of scares me. I feel like he's not going to be the true Schlotterbeck replacement I'm looking for. So I think I'm going to roll out Bastoni too. So that leaves two options, Van de Ven and also Kubarsi. Now this is tough. Kubarsi only 21 years old. Like as good as Van de Ven is, his stats look so good. I mean, 90 pace, 89 physical, 85 defending, 95 sprint speed is absolutely insane. Pau Kubarsi is obviously not as good, but he can develop into that player though too. So, man, this is a tough choice, but I think Kubarsi is going to be a target for my next team, not Dortmund. I feel like if we're going for like back-to-back Champions League titles, it has to be Mickey van de Ven. To me, he makes a lot more sense for this this Dortmund team. And if we're talking a Schlotterbeck replacement, his stats look like incredible for that like-for-like replacement. We might spend like maybe 80 million here. Let's see what the price tag is. I'm going to start with like 84 million to try that. That's a nice healthy offer that Spurs probably cannot refuse, and they're not going to. All right, I think we found our center back replacement. Now, he's got some very big shoes to fill, but out of all the players I looked at, he looks like the one player that might actually fill those shoes. So Mickey van de Ven is going to accept the contract. There were a lot of comments saying to sign him, so I agree. From Spurs to Borussia Dortmund, I won't lie, I feel very good about this move. Very, very good. So Mickey, welcome to Borussia Dortmund. Welcome to Germany. And this team is ready now for the Champions League again. So 84 million spent pretty much on deadline day. And there we go. That's a new defense. Gutierrez, Van de Ven, Zabarni, and also Reed. All right, so Van de Ven's debut is going to be in the Champions League, our first game of the year, and it's going to be versus Juventus, so a pretty good test on our newish sliders now. So their team this far in the future, they have Lookman. Oh wait, didn't we play this team in the knockout stage last year? I think we did, right? Their team looks really, really familiar. But okay, first game with Van de Ven and a true test for our team here. Even with Van de Ven, I really feel like it's going to be hard to repeat in the Champions League with our new sliders, you know? There's so much more room for error, but it's going to be a nice challenge. So, Van de Ven, welcome to Dortmund. It'll be interesting to see now Conceição. I was going to get to Frankie. You know, this is some decent space to start, but our Frankie was offside, actually. All right, that looked good, but if I remember right, I think Juventus, they beat us in like the first Champions League game of last year. I think it was like a 1-0 loss, and then we beat them, I think, in the knockout stage. Oh, that's a tackle from someone. Is that Ravella? I think it is. Now, it's not going to be a red, right? It's going to be yellow. It's going to be... yeah, yellow card. I was going to say, can't give him a red for that. I'm all here. I'm playing a little scared. I don't know why. These sliders and facing a good team like this now, I'm a little scared. I do not know why. We're not playing our free-flowing football yet. Oh, that could have been a tackle for Van de Ven. It's going to be Zabarni with a perfect tackle, though. Man, that was probably so close to being a penalty, like so close, but it wasn't. Oh, man. I got to pass it out quicker. Was that O'Reilly? I think it was. You got to pass that quicker. All right, though. Juve already showing why they're a threat here. Thankfully, O'Reilly gets it there, and we will get the ball out. And they're just playing so high up on us right now. I'm like not used to this. We got to break their defense, which Reed, okay, that pass doesn't work, but it's fine. And Conceição is the true defensive breaker, so we need him to just run. He's going to get it over to Frankie O'Donnell into fire shot, and it's gonna be a goal for Dortmund. All right, that first goal was actually so simple. Now we are gonna see today at some point whether Bayer or even Frankie wins the Ballon d'Or at some point in today's episode, so we'll see. But Bayer scores there first, and it's 1-0 in the 26th or 28th minute. Oh, Gutierrez, is that a foul? That's gonna be a foul there. Okay, yeah, I agree with that one at least. We definitely like caught his foot there. Now that's an insane crossover. Reed clearance away, and it's gonna be okay. Bellingham. Nemecha, that's a good sliding pass out, but it's to no one. Can we get out of that though? We're fine. We're fine for now. Gonna be a pass over. Stroikin's looking for a pass. Gutierrez though, good positioning. He just wins it back though, and then we played him offside, I think. Okay, we did. Good. All right, that defending wasn't too bad actually. We were organized. All right, the first half it is 1-0 Dortmund. They're making us play very uncomfortable though. Like the goal we scored was easy, but that was like the only real chance we had. They've kind of shut us down other than that chance. Now Stroikin's looking for a pass here. Crossover should be dealt with. Nemecha, good clearance away. Now Bayer's gonna head that over to O'Reilly. Good ball. O'Reilly's gonna get it to Conceição. Now he is gonna turn on the Jets. Gonna try to cross this over to Frankie. Frankie! Oh, he went for something special, but I don't think he made contact on it. And that was like all he could do there with the ball. All right, this is dangerous. It's gonna be Lookman. Okay, Zabarni got another tackle there. And Zabarni's having a great game. Frankie into Bellingham. Bellingham gets it to Conceição. Conceição runs. Oh, he's taken out. That's going to be a penalty. And we have a chance to go up 2-0 now. Nice. Yeah, we were like loading up the shot there and he just went to ground. You can say so, just falls. All right, a chance for Bayer to get his second of the day. We're going bottom right, and it's going to go in almost off the post. All right, it's been a tough game, but 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Let's keep this up, boys. Now just close it out. O'Reilly's going to get into Bayer. Bayer's going to play it to Frankie. Frankie's going to do a skill there. Beautifully done, and Frankie O'Donnell might have just sealed the win for Dortmund. Yeah, that was some nice skill from the youngster still. All right, we're going to do Bento on for Conceição. Let's do Sar for Nemecha. Let's do Cassidy on, and also Lewis for Reed. Now, chance for Juve to get something in this game, but that's going to be a good tackle again from Zabarny, man. He has been defensive MVP of this game. Van de Ven, good pass there. Job gets it over. That's definitely a card right there. Now we're waiting for a pass. Okay, hold up. That took so long. And then Frank is offside. Okay, that was my fault. I hesitated for so long there. Okay, apparently, I think, is that Bellingham? I think Bellingham's hurt after that tackle. Hopefully not too bad. Juve still trying to find something. Header there from Ravella, but it does go wide. That actually wasn't too threatening. Yeah, Bellingham is still hurt. That's not a good sign. Hopefully not bad. Frankie. Oh, that's going to be a weird touch. Frankie's going to control it, though. Tries to get it to a teammate, doesn't. Cassidy, Bento into Frankie. Touch, and Frankie gets number 4 in his second of the game. All right, maybe the 2 Ballon d'Or contenders both scoring 2 this game. I wonder if they actually get nominated because their overalls aren't amazing, but I wonder if they actually will get nominated. See how smart the game is because they definitely should. But the way the Ballon d'Or works in this game is so weird. It feels like it's just like the highest overall player. Stats don't matter too much. At least that's what it feels like. Oh, that's a good pass through. It's going to be Roger's shot, and they do get 1 consolation. All right, that's kind of annoying, but it's not going to matter too much. I'm kind of worried about Bellingham. I feel like Bellingham might actually be hurt badly. That's not good. Frankie. Oh, I try to get it to Bento there. All right, though, full time, so a good 4-1 win. I am worried that Bellingham's out for a long time, though, so let's see. All right, so player injured. Bellingham is out for only 5 days. Okay, we get lucky again. It's only a bruised elbow. All right, so in terms of our title defense, we're currently in 3rd game at hand, though. So if we win, we go up to definitely 2nd. Freiburg are in 1st. That's kind of surprising. Man, Bayern have been so bad in this save. It's so crazy. 5 games in, they're in 13th. They truly have fallen off so badly in this league. And then Champions League, though, we are sitting in 4th with 2 wins and 2 games. So we are doing pretty well. Bayer has 7 goals. Frank O'Donnell has 5 and 3. O'Reilly 2 and 2. Scoring numbers look pretty good all around to start the season. Next game, though, is going to be verse team we just said, Bayern Munich. Like, their team is solid. They're a 5-star team, 85, 87, 86. But for some reason in the sim, they just absolutely suck. Like, they got Hato, Simikan, Kimmich still, Paulinho, Musiala, the Malinowski regen. It's still a good team. It's so weird. I'd say the most part of the series, we've gotten the better of them. So let's see if we can do it again. I remember the year before we came to Dortmund, I saw the table and Bayern actually won the league. So they were champions only like a season ago. But for some reason, they have fallen apart since I got here. Maybe they feel threatened by my presence. Now it's going to be a chance and a shot from Kobel. A save. I almost just ate my words in the first 5 seconds of the game. Frankie gets it over to Bayer now. Bayer. Bro, this dude is turning into an absolutely insane left winger when he's actually a striker. Frankie shot, good save. I do not mind that chance now. Corner in. Okay, was that Van de Ven? I think it was. Header down. Conceição goes for a volley. Okay, that had power to it, but it goes right off a Bayern player. Now, that pass is insane. How does that work? Oh, that thing had so much movement to it. Oh, what a good pass over to Elise. I do not know how we just got the ball there, but we did. I don't really know if that was Van de Ven or if that was just luck, but okay, they should have scored there. Bro, this is absolutely end-to-end. Bayer into Frankie. Frankie holds it. Oh, man, just got to get a Conceição there, man. Got to get it to him. That is pretty poor. All right, though, this is definitely being played at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Okay, Reed, his touch there might have actually saved a goal again. Okay, this is an interesting start. Bellingham, good pass to Reed. Reed, good pass to Frankie. Over to Conceição. Back to Frankie. Now Frankie's going to use his pace here. Going to stop, play it over to O'Reilly, and that is a save off the post. And that was like perfect execution too. Oh, there's a guy free there. Van de Ven has to come over, and oh, he was kind of slow to it, but Sudikov's finish goes wide. Oh, this is like the fastest game I've played since being at Dortmund, I think. Probably the new sliders, honestly. Bro, this passing is absolutely insane. Okay, get it, please, Bayer. Okay, maybe we should try and slow this down. But man, there's so much space to work with. That's why we keep going this fast. Frankie's gonna have a chance here. The touch is okay. Oh, he's gonna lose it though to Ito. And we almost just blocked that goalkeeper kick. Okay, the fact we played that much and had that many chances, both teams there, and there's no goals yet, that's insane. Somehow it is still 0-0. Now we're getting straight into it. Bayer over to Frankie. Frankie, man, I tried to go for a header there. He doesn't even try though. Gonna be O'Reilly. Fake shot. Now that fake shot was very questionable. All right, slow this down. Can we find a better shot here? Nemecha. Riley, nice. This is good. Frankie, beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, that is Tyztir ball right there. That is Borussia Dortmund football, and it's 1-0. And in this team, Frankie has become such a better passer of the ball. He has way more assists than Bayer does. You know, as a left winger, it's kind of interesting. All right, though, 54th minute, finally a breakthrough. I doubt it's the last of the game, though, with how fast this is going. Zabarni. Oh my, first time shot. He shot that so quick. Kobo though makes a good save. O'Reilly, Frankie, that is some space there for you. Getting help though. He's going to go out to Reed. Reed is going to power through. Is that a penalty? I think that it is. It's another penalty, bro. We are penalty FC right now. Man, Reed just got away there. Oh, that's a reckless tackle, I think, by Hato. All right, Fire. Can you make this 2-0? This would be amazing. And he's going to score his penalty. 61st minute, Dortmund 2, Bayern 0. Yeah, that was pretty lucky, man. That's just a bad defensive mistake. But it might decide the game here. There'll be a chance, though, for Hato trying to make up for the penalty. Looking for a shot, finds a shot, but Zabarni, that's just great defending again. All right, free kick for Bayern now. If they score this, honestly, they might. This is like the perfect range where they usually scored at times. At least say free kick. Didn't have enough power to it, though. All right, we survived that. Now, Kobo is going to play a very nice ball to Conceição. Gonna be Bellingham. Now over to Frankie. This football is insane. Frankie is gonna cut inside. Gonna look for 3. Almost got taken out, but he's gonna score anyways. Bro, from Kobo in goal to Frankie, that was just perfection. Talk about a counterattack. Bellingham's pass was beautiful here, by the way. Frankie, though, just absolutely destroyed their center back. And in the last 20 minutes of this game, we have just taken control. Showing why we're the current champions of Germany. I was saying that Due is gonna get away from Reed there. Pass back comes. Zabarni's in front, though. Oh, it's going to be over. Van de Ven versus Musiala. Van de Ven, that is some good defensive work from our new center back. I like to see it. All right, Van de Ven needs to do another good defensive play here. Burkhardt gets to it. Van de Ven. Oh, that's going to be a penalty for our new center back. All right, it's a learning curve. You know, it's a learning curve in this league. That was pretty much all me. You know, I went for a reckless tackle. Now, penalty is going to go in from Burkhardt. So Bayern do get a consolation, but that's going to be game. I will count this as a very good win in a very competitive game. So again, we're proving that even on these sliders, if we play this well, we can still win. And we played really well this game. All right, so we are getting closer to maybe see the Ballon d'Or nominees. They usually happen around like the 23rd of October until like November 1st or 2nd. But before the Ballon d'Or announcement, we do play PSG next in the Champions League. So I imagine their team is insane. And what is it, 2029? I forgot what year it is. Or no, it's actually still 2028. But okay, so it's nothing but a big test today for our squad. So far today, we passed everyone though. I would say Van de Ven hasn't made like any jaw-dropping plays just yet, not too many of them, but I definitely see his potential in this team. I think once he settles in more, he's going to be a very good Schlotterbeck replacement. Let's see if we can take down a pretty good-looking PSG team. All right, so they got Sesko up top. They have still Cavada. I saw Dembele too. I don't know if he's playing actually though. Frankie, now buy their space here. Get it back to Frankie. Frankie over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly is going to play it over to Frankie. It's beautiful football on the volley. Oh, man, I knew he was going to miss that one. The way it's set up, I knew he was going to slice it outwards. And that was a good chance created, though. And like the only reason that Reed's playing over Rico Lewis is truly his pace. On these sliders, the wingers are so much faster. So like I need that pace to keep up with them. There's not really one winger that's really beat Reed for pace here. Where I feel like Lewis would struggle. Okay, Bellingham going to block there. That block is going to lead straight into a counterattack. Frankie gonna get it to Conceição. That's not exactly the greatest, but Bayer is gonna get a chance. Oh, that's gonna be perfect, but he's offside. He's so offside. And nice finish from Conceição, though. Okay, Frankie just stole that from, I think, Neves. That's pretty good. Frankie into Conceição. Conceição is gonna play it back to Reed. Speaking of him, shot from Reed, and the shot is gonna go a bit wide. And that's like 3 chances now. Unable to find a goal yet. All right, there's Dembele. Dembele is playing on the right. I thought he was playing at striker, but no, he's on the right. Yeah, so they got a front 3 of Dembele, Cavada, and Sesko. That sounds pretty good, especially in 2028. Cavada gets it, but Reed once again, good win, no foul, nice. Oh man, it's gonna be a shot, but okay, Gutierrez comes over, and he will get it out. A little bit risky, but he gets it. And PSG getting a few dangerous looks in. Okay, that pass I thought was clear, but it was not. Not a great spot to give it up in. Van de Ven versus Sesko. That's a good tackle right there. Was that Van de Ven or Zabarni? That might have actually been Zabarni. I don't know. What I do know is this is a counterattack chance. Bayer, Frankie into Conceição, and that's gonna be the first goal of the game. And Frankie and Conceição have like a telepathic connection. Frankie draws so much attention from the defenders where I feel like Conceição always knows where to be. All right, though, second half begins. It is currently 1-0 to Dortmund. Okay, let's try and get this second and take control once again. Bellingham, great ball to Conceição. Conceição needs one pass here. He's gonna get it over to, oh man, I didn't even see who that was. Pass by Bayer. Into O'Reilly. Frankie has it. Oh, it's going to be a goal for Dortmund. How did we find that? I am not sure, but Frankie O'Donnell gets the finish, and it's going to be 2-0 to Dortmund like that, man. It's crazy. Over on Tyztir Plus, we have a Creative Club series going on where I'm playing on sliders that are easier than this series by a little bit, but that series, I'm struggling so much. This team is just so... Oh, okay, I'm about to jinx it, huh? That is the Tyztir jinx. I'm saying how good we are, and they just find to go out of nowhere. That is the Tyztir jinx in real time. I can't believe it. The amount of times that happens, the frequency is insane. I'm done talking. We're gonna try to keep scoring goals here. Frankie, chance there. Oh, the header is good. It just needs to be a little more to the left. All right, 2-1. This game is definitely over yet. Let's get a little serious here. Now they got life. Reed, once again, Reed. If that's Rico Lewis, I don't think he's getting to it. I think Cavada probably runs free there. Right, Bellingham to Mecha, swing it over O'Reilly. Oh, I should have got to Frankie, man. That's a misplaced pass a little bit. Can't really do that, but Zabarnyi, that is a very nice tackle. We got a player free here. And Seisau's got a lot of room. Now Frankie's calling for it. Cross is good. Oh, it was a perfect cross. Frankie just couldn't get to it first. Right, I feel like this might be a game for Bento to come on and maybe seal it for us. That is if they don't score here, although it looks threatening. Crossover. Oh my, Cavada went for something special, but it does go wide. All right, let's do Bento. Let's do Mbangila as well. I'll do Rico Lewis because Reed is tired now, and I think we'll leave it at that for the final 15 minutes. I would like to just find one more to seal it. O'Reilly, Gutierrez, nice. Bento, you got space. Now Mbangila gets it to Frankie. Oh, he just kind of got stopped though. That was a bit disappointing. And I feel like they're gonna score here. I feel it. I can feel the game letting me know they're going to score. Van de Ven, that is a goal-saving interception, though. That was really good. Oh, they're just putting so much pressure. Okay, boys, got to work out of this smartly. Come on, Bellingham. Nemecha, swing it over. Nice. Lewis, back to Nemecha. Nemecha is going to play to Frankie. Gets it over to Job. Job, keep it. Keep it. Nice. Oh, we just got to keep it for like a split second more. Oh, we had numbers there for a second. Now they got numbers, actually. Zabarnyi is trying to block these passes over. Van de Ven. Block, and that might actually save this game. All right, boys, clear this, and this is a win. Corner in. Rico Lewis. Clearance been made. The ref isn't let them get a final chance, though. That's going to be a block by Lewis, and it's going to be another corner. Or the ref should have ended the game there, but clearance again. Mbangila, okay, please run for it. It's going to be instead Van de Ven, and that's going to be game. All right, very fitting that Van de Ven gets the final clearance away. Because, man, he might have made a goal-saving block there and actually a game-saving block. So definitely his best game yet for Dortmund. All right, so after that win, we do see the Ballon d'Or nominees have been announced. And okay, the nominees are Conceição, O'Donnell, Gyökeres, and also Bayer. So we got 3 out of the 4 final nominees. Man, that's crazy. We have a 75% chance of one of our players winning the Ballon d'Or. Look at that. The game actually knows, you know, how good of a season we had. That's good to see. Now, my money is going to be on probably Bayer, but let's see who wins the Ballon d'Or. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Ballon d'Or ceremony. Now, who won the Ballon d'Or? It's gonna be Bayer. Okay, our money was right. You know, the game actually picked the right player, I think. That's crazy. That's very deserving, though. He was our best player last year. He was a striker. We moved to left wing, and there was a few comments saying we shouldn't have done that. And look at that. Now he's a Ballon d'Or winner, so how about that? Now, what's also crazy is our youth player, Frankie, probably came in 2nd place. That's insane. What is it? Frankie's like 3rd year of his career only? We can say, I guess, that's the first Ballon d'Or winner that we have created in our team with Bayer. That's very cool. That's funny. Look at the story here. Schlotterbeck left a big hole in Dortmund's team selection, but luckily for them, Van de Ven stood up to the challenge. So apparently Van de Ven's been a good replacement. It's cool to see like the news acknowledging that. But okay, 12 games in the season now. We sit in 2nd place, but we're 6 points off Leipzig. Now what I'm seeing here, we have 6 wins, but also 6 draws. So we're like drawing way too many games. Now if we win a game at hand though, we'll be only 3 points behind them. So it's not too bad. I like that we're still unbeaten. And then Champions League, we are sitting in 2nd, 4 wins and 1 loss in 5 games. All right, so let's try to not let Leipzig, you know, take a huge lead in first. We face a very good Leverkusen team next. You guys remember this team gave me my biggest loss of my career when we were at Aberdeen. So now when we face them, it's very personal. To put it nicely, it's a team that I don't necessarily like. Now they're in 4th, so they're having a decent year too. So once again, let's try and stop Leipzig's, you know, race to the top. I would like to be back in 1st by January. That's our goal here. I think losing Schlotterbeck probably, you know, hindered our league performance in sim games. That's what I'm seeing here. First chance for them. It's gonna be a corner and a save for Kobel though. Corner in. It's gonna be out by Miguel. It's gonna be another clearance by O'Reilly. That's a really good clearance. Look at that. O'Reilly went to clearance school. Other people will need to go there too. Now that's going to be a good chance, and that's going to be actually a shot wide. And that shot was so bad. That might have been from our former player, Constantelius, maybe. I thought I might have seen his name pop up. Now, Conceição. Oh, man, if that was just a little bit more to the left, man, that he's so in with Frankie. Right, Miguel, easy steal. Now, Bayer, keep it. Actually, I should say Ballon d'Or winner, Bayer. Nemecha. Oh, once again, bro. Conceição was right there. That's like 2 chances if the pass gets through. It's going to be an easy goal, probably. 2 missed chances. Okay, Miguel. That ball bounces right back to Arda Güler. Now, Carrizo is in here looking for something. All right, Kobel, that's a great save. We did kind of funnel him into a tough shot, though. Gets it to Frankie. Frankie's going to hold this up. Okay, we see Conceição. I believe he's still onside. He is. That was timed perfectly. Conceição shot, and it's going to be 1-0 to Dortmund. The timing on that was perfect. I think Conceição, like, in the last second, kind of held up his run a little bit, and that kept him onside. And we are playing some very nice football today. Frankie to Conceição again, bro. His pace is just insane. Ball over, though, to Bellingham. Shot, and it's gonna be 2-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Man, we are off to a flying start in this game. We got the hatred flowing through our blood right now against Leverkusen. We truly took that loss personally. And we could score a lot of goals this game because their defense does not look equipped to mark us. O'Reilly, okay, that's gonna kind of work, although not what I had in mind. Reed into Frankie. Frankie's gonna do a skill there. Left-footed shot. Oh, I thought that was gonna be 3-0. That was so good. Man, that was a clean chance. All right, Yermi Pino, pass over to Duran. Shot there, and okay, that's a nice finish from Arda Güler. All right, Leverkusen show signs of life. They do get 1 here. Yeah, those shots are so hard to defend. Now, Miguel got taken out there. Gonna be Frankie though in. Frankie looking for an instant reply. That's a good save by, kind of funny. The keeper's name is Bento. That's like our Bento. We got 2 Bentos in the arena today. And Seisao is gonna try to stop their stops. Bro, Seisao is absolutely insane. He is so underrated. That's why he was a Ballon d'Or nominee, I should say. All right, though halftime, it's gonna be 2-1 here. Oh, this is a big game. I don't want to fall behind Leipzig by 6 points. A very important game to win. Bellingham. Oh, it's gonna be offside, I think. Bayer. He's gonna be just offside. So close yet so far. Van de Ven, good win there. O'Reilly, Bellingham gets it to Seisao. Frankie, turn, Bayer. Oh, it's beautiful. This time he's onside. And Bayer's gonna take this shot, and that's another goal for Dortmund. 3-1, back in the driver's seat. Bro, this guy's being so patient. I just took him out for a penalty. The ref didn't call it, though. We got so lucky. Duran to Arda Güler. Shot, and we're gonna get a clearance away. That was so much chaos. Reed. Oh, man, I should have been attacked with her. I went late. Oh, that's gonna be a tackle. That should have been a penalty again. He didn't go down, though. If he goes down, that's totally a penalty. But Arda Güler is going to score anyways. Bro, he is so good in this save. Remember, every time I face them, he's like their best player. All right, 70th minute, it's going to be 2-3. Leverkusen are still alive here. Basically, Arda is keeping them alive himself. Now, Bayer is going to get it back to O'Reilly, into Nemecha. Nemecha to O'Reilly, into Frankie. That's actually Bellingham. Shot. It's going to be a save. Frankie takes a touch at least. Oh, then he loses it to Carrizo, man. That was a good chance. 15 minutes to go here. All right, Miguel gets it. We got to score 4th here to seal this. Come on. Nemecha, that's a very risky pass, but it works. Seisao now has so much space. Oh, Frankie's run was so bad, though. If he runs a different direction, man, he's so in. He's free. Now, free kick chance for who? Oh, it's actually for us. Okay. All right, our last free kick with Frankie was actually pretty close, so Frankie's getting this one. Frankie O'Donnell from the free kick spot to maybe seal the game. He's going to take it, and oh, it has nice power to it, but that was too much, though. That was disappointing. 6 minutes remaining. Oh, no. Schroeder, this guy's got space. Okay, Zabarni's got to get back. Van de Ven now needs to slide over. Wait for the pass. Nice. Oh, I thought I had that. I thought I had that sliding tackle interception. We just couldn't get it, though. Duranville's going to score, and it's going to be 3-3 with 3 minutes left. Oh, man, just one defensive mistake, bro. We get punished for it. Okay, we got one chance here if we're lucky, even one. Nemecha is going to play it over to Bayer. Bayer, Bellingham. Turn. Oh, man, I was going to play to Frankie there. No, he was going to have a chance, man. Oh, I definitely saw a chance there, but it's going to be a 3-3 draw. All right, so I guess the sim form is now bleeding over into played games because that's way too many draws in the league so far. And yeah, so even though it was a good episode, we let Leipzig now have a 5-point lead in first. So yeah, that is disappointing, but it's still very early in the season. I think Van de Ven, though, has played amazing since joining. Now, he's not as good as Schlotterbeck, I'll say. Not as good as Schlotterbeck, but in terms of a Schlotterbeck replacement, I truly feel like he was the best we could do. But okay, next episode, we're going to be in January. We still have like a crazy amount of money to spend. We have 216 million still to spend. So I mean, if we wanted to in January, we could really like reinforce the team even more. If we did, though, I'm not sure what we sign. Like, would it be maybe another winger, maybe an upgrade for a bench player? I don't know, but there's definitely some possibilities there. And also, who knows, there might be a player ready for a promotion too from the youth academy. Okay, so last episode we decided on a Nico Schlotterbeck replacement, and the choice was to sign Mickey Van de Ven. Now he's got some very big shoes to fill, but I think he can do it. This season we're trying to go back-to-back in Bundesliga and the Champions League because yeah, I got a lot more room in this this trophy room to fill up. So drop a like down below for more of this series, and I say we get right back into it. Now, first comment today, Lewis wants more game time as he feels unfairly treated because he's always coming on subbed on late or not playing. And right off the bat, you can see here, Lewis played 24 games, Reed has played 25. So unfortunately, that's just simply not true. Now, next one, I have suggestions if you're making a career move to Real Betis to revive the career of Antony or maybe Nottingham Forest even. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. Antony this far in the future is still at Manchester United. I doubt he's a starter though. He's only 81 overall. I wouldn't mind though at a future team, whether it's like Real Betis or Nottingham Forest, and actually reviving Antony's career. At some point in this series, we could do that. Now, last one, join AC Milan next season and win them the treble. They're falling apart. Yeah, I think in our last Journeyman series, we never went to an Italian team. I don't think we did. So yeah, I do want to go to Italy at some point in this this series this year. And I feel like probably Roma, Milan are my top 2 options for a team in Italy maybe. Those two sound very interesting. But okay, so today we find ourselves at the end of January. I think we've seen about a month from the last episode. And hey, January has gone pretty well here. We have retaken first in the Bundesliga, and we also finished second in the Champions League phase. So, you know, losing Schlotterbeck hurt, but I feel like the team has kind of rebounded now. We still look like a Champions League winning team. Now, though, as the transfer window is about to close, Batsarina has requested a transfer away. He's very unhappy, apparently. I mean, it makes sense. Probably wants to go start for a team, and he's definitely not starting in this team. So we accepted a 60 million offer from Manchester United. So he's pretty much on the way out. So that means before deadline day, before the window actually closes, closes, we need a new backup midfielder in the team. And we got 217 million to find that midfielder, which is obviously not going to cost that much. We're looking for more like a backup option. And the player I think I'm going to target is going to be Obed Vargas, currently playing at Atletico Madrid. Now, I think he played in the MLS to start, I think. So he's from Mexico. He's 5'9", 23 years old, and his stats look so good for like a backup box-to-box mid. I mean, this dude could play center mid, CDM, or even on the wing. He looks like the kind of player that I would bring to like multiple teams in this entire journeyman series. You know, great acceleration, great stamina. He's got really good ball control, stand tackling. That is like my ideal midfielder right there. So as a Baturina replacement, this is going to be probably our only signing in January. And like I said, if he's good, we might bring him to multiple teams in this series. So 35 million, and Atletico Madrid are going to accept. So, I mean, that's playing so well currently. We don't need to make big changes in January. It's just, you know, a player wanted to leave, so we need a replacement. And Vargas is going to be that replacement. And with that, Vargas is going to accept the contract. And our team is like deep. We got players in the bench that probably could start, you know, players in the starting 11 that are so good. We're ready today for another run at that Champions League trophy again. So Obed Vargas, officially welcome to Borussia Dortmund. And I believe now our team is officially ready. You know, as we see Baturina going off to Manchester United. All right, the first game today is going to be versus Wolfsburg. Now, they beat us in the first game of the year in the Super Cup, so I want my revenge here. Currently, we have a 4-point lead in first, so I want to keep it too. Now, I think I do want to give Vargas his first start, so I want to play him over O'Reilly probably. All right, not in a matchup, play him over O'Reilly there. And also, you know what? Let's play Bento over Conceição. Let's try that. So 2 changes, and let's see if we can get revenge on Wolfsburg. Look at that, Frankie O'Donnell, Bundesliga top scorer with 11 goals. He's having a great year. You know, probably came second in the Ballon d'Or voting too. So his career is definitely on the rise, right? Though this team gave us a loss to start the year. That was without Mickey Van de Ven though. So let's see if this time with him, if we can beat them. Now Bayer's going to fire it in Job over to Bento. Bento shot. Oh, that could have been an instant reply. Oh my, Frankie almost just put that in. Man, that was so close. All right, kind of an awkward first chance though. All right, Vargas touch over to Miguel Gutierrez. So far, Vargas looks lively. He's running here in a rut actually. Vargas gonna play it over to Bento there. Okay, and that was a great pass from him. Oh my, Bento! Frankie, oh, what are they doing at the back, man? What are they doing? I think it was actually Reed who got a touch on that. So the pressure there just caused like a fatal mistake. That is just so bad. Okay, it is gonna be 1-0 in the 11th minute. That is not a bad start here. Bellingham into Bento. Bento, oh, I was gonna try to pass it quick there, but he didn't pass it. We are going to get to like the Champions League knockout stage today, probably the round of 16 at least. So today is where our season gets very, very serious. I need to see this team playing at the highest level. If we want to go back-to-back, Bayer, trying to find something. Okay, that was a good tackle. I wasn't quite expecting that. And Reed, that is a beautiful tackle. Now Vargas has space. Vargas is going to play it into Frankie O'Donnell. Takes his time, and Frankie is going to score his second of the game. The Bundesliga top scorer strikes again. All right, this has gone pretty well so far. A lot better than I expected. I kind of thought Wolfsburg would be more of a challenge like that first game of the year. But nope, Van de Ven steal. And now the Ballon d'Or winner Bayer was almost in. It probably should have been in. Now this is dangerous. Oh, Van de Ven. Okay, the ball just went through your legs. All right, clear that. Let's just not mess around with it. That was incredibly awkward. Now, header pass is not going to beat anyone, though. Van de Ven. Oh, man, we just got so much of the man, but not the ball. All right, it's going to be yellow for Van de Ven. That's fine. He's definitely more aggressive than Schlotterbeck, you know, is not afraid of a tackle and also not afraid of a yellow card here and there. Now, that free kick, thankfully, is blocked by the wall. And now we have a breakaway chance because Bayer's got a lot of space. We also have runners. Bayer plays it up to Frankie O'Donnell. Frankie's going to hold this. Going to lay it off to Bento. Oh, that was actually meant for Bayer, man. I just messed that up so bad. That is a pitiful attacking sequence. All right, though, halftime, it is 2-0. And I would say Vargas kind of fits in this team, you know, like plug and play perfectly. So it's the kind of perfect midfielder for the Tyztir ball system. Now, Bellingham over to Bayer. Bayer from distance. That shot's going to be blocked. Now, Reed makes so many tackles every single game. I would say Vargas' only weakness is his strength. You know, he's not a very strong player, but that can always be developed. You know, he's 23 years old. We could just tell this man to get in the gym. All right, 30 minutes ago, 2-0 is not an insane lead. So it's definitely not over yet. Gotta really prevent them scoring a goal in this game. We gotta score the third though. They're starting to pressure more. Ball to Bento though. Bento, he got space. We're gonna go to Bayer instead. Bayer is gonna find a great ball over to Miguel Gutierrez. Miguel is gonna slide it into Bellingham. Bellingham shot there. Oh, Bellingham, what a shot. That is how you seal probably a victory. It's kind of crazy. Bellingham right now is starting to feel like Jude Bellingham at the start of career mode. He's starting to be that good. He's becoming a complete midfielder. All right, Vargas, you got some room to run here. Gonna go to Frankie. Frankie over to Bayer. Bayer is going to slide it over to Vargas, looking for his first goal for Dortmund, and Vargas scores on his debut. That is how you announce yourself as a new player. He's played a great game, so that's good to see. All right, boys, I think we're ready for that knockout stage, because next game is going to be the round of 16. I think we're ready. There's a chance we get actually 5 this game. I didn't realize there was like 12 minutes left still. So can we get 5? Frankie over to Bellingham. Bellingham's going to hold this. Going to play to Frankie. Bento, I need you to keep running. We're going to go over to Reed, which Bento, that ball was beautiful, but Reed's finish was terrible, actually. Oh, they're gonna score that. Okay, I brought Rico Lewis on, and look at that, we concede. Coincidence? I don't know. That was an insane shot, though. I'm not gonna blame him. I'm just kidding. But okay, Wolfsburg do get one thing to celebrate this game, but it's gonna be still a comprehensive win. Bento is gonna get it over to Bellingham. Bellingham's gonna try to find a pass right back to Lewis. Lewis, crossover. I thought people would make runs there, and they just didn't. Vargas, Bento, great strength there. Is gonna hold this, look for a shot. Goes into Bayer. Looking for number 5, and that is a great finish from the Ballon d'Or winner, Maximilian Bayer. All right, 5-1. We're starting to play our football again. Next game, the round of 16 is where things get a lot more serious. All right, man. So our Bundesliga lead now balloons up to 11 points. So I guess all the teams below us drop points. We look primed for a back-to-back league title in Germany. But okay, now Champions League round of 16, and we got a tough first round here. Like we saw, we finished second in the league. So round of 16, we are going to be facing Liverpool. So they finished in 10th, you know, barely missing out on skipping the playoff round. So they had a good Champions League league phase, and that's just tough though for a first matchup. All right, so 2028, or actually now 2029, they got Gyökeres up top, who as we know was actually a nominee for the Ballon d'Or. So he's one of the best players in the world. Okay, hold up. Szoboszlai, Rafinha, Martinelli, Koundé, Ruben Dias, Frimpong. This team is insane. Florian Wirtz still on the bench. Okay, they got Bruno Fernandes. That's weird. Quenda, Bremer, Courtois. Bro, they're an 89, 84, 85 team. Okay, yeah, that is an absolutely insane team. What is our rating actually? I want to see. You know, how do we stack up on paper against them? We are 89, 86, 85, so pretty close actually. All right, this is gonna be a matchup. This could be like the semifinal matchup, but it's only the round of 16. Now, as always, we're gonna send the first leg to make it a little more difficult. You know, it makes it very random at times whether we win or lose. So first leg at Anfield, it is going to be a 0-0 draw. Okay, so very even. Yeah, that team, Rafinha got a red card, so Rafinha can't play in the next round. Or next leg. That's interesting. And the Florian Wirtz, Gyökeres, that's just insane. I'm not sure we played a team as good as this in whole of last year's Champions League run. This team is amazing. So here we go, though, a serious obstacle in our way of trying to go back-to-back in the Champions League. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like my top of teams in the Premier League to go to in sometime in the series, Liverpool is definitely towards the top of the list of teams, I think. You know, pairing up with Florian Wirtz in that team, I feel like we could probably do very good. So I mean, it could be a glimpse at our future team, although nothing is set in stone. No, it's not close to being decided at all. It's just a possibility. But right now, a loss here would be catastrophic for our plans this year. I mean, catastrophic. So we need to play a great game. Bellingham into Conceição over to Reed. Let's get that first goal quick. Oh, if that pass gets through, we have a good chance. No, that wasn't great though. All right, so Martinelli, Gyökeres, that is gonna be an interesting combo to defend. The Ballon d'Or finalists were 3 of our players in Gyökeres, so he must be insane in this series to be nominated for the Ballon d'Or. And not gonna lie, our start here has been not great. We're kind of losing the ball a little bit too much. Martinelli slides it back to Wirtz. Wirtz looking for something. Goes back to Martinelli. Slide it over. Shot. Kobel makes the save. Right, in the end, pretty good defending. And then Gutierrez gets it out to Bayer. Perfect. Again, crossover though. Gyökeres header. Kobel catches it. Okay, I'm a little worried here because they've had a very good start. We need to score quick. On set the tone at home. It's going to be Miguel over to Bayer. Bayer's going to wait for Miguel to run. Now Miguel continuing his run is going to go on actually a really incisive run. Conceição goes for a shot. Frankie Oz is going to be offside, I think. All right, our first chance was very sloppy. All right, Frimpong is, man, he is so quick. He's got to be one of the fastest players in the game currently. Van de Ven, good clearance away, though. Beautiful clearance. Oh, man, O'Reilly loses it. Gyökeres looking for a shot. That's going to be, oh, man, he just got tackled from behind. Van de Ven is going to get it away from Frimpong, though. Okay, Frimpong just steals it back. What was that, bro? He just stole it back so easily. Kobel is going to make this save, I think, from a Wirtz shot. All right, currently, like I said, I don't feel good about this, man. I don't. We got to play sharp in this right now. Chance for Kamara over to Gyökeres. Gyökeres goes for a shot, and they're going to score first. And first 35 minutes, they have been by far the better team here. All right, we need to lock in right now, like lock in. Season currently is on the line. O'Reilly to Mecha, swing it over. It's going to be Conceição, back to Reed. Reed isn't a stop. I just don't like these shots, man. We're going to go back. O'Reilly into Bayer. Bayer shot. Oh, it's blocked by Bremer at the last second. O'Reilly, Conceição, first time ball to Frankie. Nice. Frankie gets it back to Conceição, but Bremer is again there to stop it, and that's going to be halftime. And right now, they're just like overpowering us. So we got to get back to playing our game, though. Get back to playing our way. Because right now, they're forcing us to play a very, like, cautious and scared way. Frimpong is going to get a chance here. Van de Ven. Good interception. He's going to keep it, and he plays it out for a throw-in at least. Bellingham, Conceição, incisive run is nice. Over to Reed. Bellingham over to Bayer. Bayer needs a passer. Someone needs to run in that spot, bro. Oh, there's no one's running, man. No one. The movement right now is not good. Reed looking for something. Reed has got Conceição. Conceição, he just couldn't get a shot over Kamara. Bro, they are shutting down our attack right now. We got 30 minutes, and honestly, we look like losing right now. Oh, man. Florian Wirtz shot. That is a point-blank shot that Kobel saves and keeps us alive. Okay, we got 20 minutes, so time is running out. Now, that's a bad decision by their fullback to come up though. Conceição is gonna run here. Now look for a pass to Frankie or something. Frankie just not there. Goes to Bellingham, shot. Oh, good shot there, but Courtois makes the save. Oh, what do we do here, bro? Do I bring on Bento for Conceição? I don't even know. Think I'll do Bento for Conceição. I'll do that. We got 16 minutes basically to save our season right now. We have been outplayed here, but still a chance to save it. Bento. Gonna slide it over. It's gonna be Zabarnyi shot. Oh, it's another save by Courtois though. Come on, boys. We gotta find this. Short corner again. Goes to O'Reilly. O'Reilly back to Nemecha. Nemecha. Gonna look for a pass. Gonna try to find it. It's gonna be a corner again. Come on, guys. Find it. Pass over. There's space there. Bento is in the box. Bento needs to turn. Don't lose though. Goes back. It's Zabarnyi again. Oh, that is worst case scenario, bro. That's worst case. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Verts is running now. Reed comes over. Reed blocks the pass at least. A chance to seal it, and Kobel is gonna make the save. There's 7 minutes left. All right, I'm gonna do honestly Vargas for O'Reilly. Let's do Lewis for Reed, and I think that's gonna be it. Man, this is not looking good though. Corner in by Rice. It's gonna be cleared away. Gonna go to our player. Oh, it is. Okay, hold up. Bento can't lose it here. Can't lose it. We got space to run. Bayer, you might have the pace here. Come on. Oh, this player's keeping up to him. No, he made a missed tackle. Bayer, the Ballon d'Or winner, going all the way, and Bayer's gonna tie this up. Oh, man, that was just pure pace. 88th minute. We're back in this. I can't believe we actually just ran the length of the field there. Bro, he's not even that quick right now. Like, his stamina has got to be low or something. He did not feel fast at all. But, man, that is the clutchest finish of our time at Dortmund so far, I think. All right, 1-1, 88th minute. This game is back on. At least we have life. Man, they've still played amazing. Vargas. Great steal there. Bayer, hold up, Bayer. Frankie, please, where are you at? Frankie, get it to Bento. Bento's gonna run here. We got a pass. Gonna play it over to Frankie. Frankie, no, he just couldn't take a touch quick enough, man. That was the chance to win it. Oh, man, he couldn't take a touch on that pass, man. It was fired in so quick. All right, so extra time to go. We got 30 more minutes of football here. Oh, man, Rico Lewis, he's got more stamina than Reed, but like I said, not as much pace. Now, Van de Ven needs to come over. Van de Ven, he stopped that attack being a little quicker. Oh, Gyökeres, bro, they're so hard to defend right now. Whoa, that's a bad pass. Bro, that can't get through. Come on, Bellingham, thank you. Vargas, bro, get this ball out of our box, please. Oh, man, they're starting to pass it like they were in the first half, man. They're starting to turn it on again. Thankfully, though, that is, it's, okay, 15 minutes left. This is so incredibly close. All right, I think I got to do Sar on for Nemecha. We got one more sub after that. We actually have two more. Let's do Svensson for Gutierrez. I got to just take off the tired players, honestly. And I think we leave it at that. That's fine. So we are pretty fresh for the last 15 minutes here. Oh, Reed just gets blown by again. Now that cross comes in, and that is going to be very risky, but it works. So this might be the most stressful game of the entire journeyman save so far. Declan Rice has a chance here. Plays over to Gyökeres. Reed. Okay, Lewis actually. Beautiful tackle. Now Bento to Frankie. There's space here to work with. Frankie's going to hold it up, though. Going to wait for runners. Bento's in a good spot. Bento is going to play it back to Frankie O'Donnell. Shot off the post. You got to be kidding me. Header back in. It's going to be cleared. And now they get the final chance with Frimpong. Oh, no. Please not, bro. Come on. Frimpong back. Gyökeres shot. Kobel save. And this is going to a penalty shootout. Bro, Frankie O'Donnell hits the post with a chance to win. I cannot believe it. Oh, man. Penalties. I have not been good at penalties so far in this series. I actually can't believe this, man. All right, here we go. So for our Champions League life this year, Bento is going to go top left to start. Top left. And it's going to be a save to start. Bruno Fernandes for them. I don't know why he's in a Liverpool shirt. Oh, that's such a good penalty, though. Ballon d'Or winner Bayer is going to go bottom right. He's going to score his. I got to make some saves, though, man. All right, Gyökeres, he's going to go top left. Top left. Now he goes top right. Bellingham up next. We're going right again. Right. Going to go in. Come on, man. Kobel, I need one save from you. Soboslai is going to go. Oh, I can't save a penalty right now. I saved my life, man. Frankie O'Donnell. We're going top right with power. Frankie top right. It's going to be a save from Marashvili, and now we are on the ropes. Roides cannot save a penalty to save my life, and we're going to be knocked out by Liverpool. Oh, that is like the first true heartbreaking moment of my career, I think. Just heart shattered on the floor, man. I cannot believe we just lost this, and that might be one of the worst penalty shootouts I've ever had. So we are not going to go back-to-back in the Champions League. Actually, just heart shattering. Man, though, look how even that game was. 7 shots each, you know, 89% pass accuracy each. Possession was equal to. That was such a close game. And I haven't been this devastated from a loss in FC in a long time, I think. Bro, with this team, I really thought like another Champions League title back-to-back years was in the bag. Or not in the bag, but like very likely. We were just playing so well. The problem is we just came up against a team that was almost as good as us. I think I just wasn't ready for that start in the first half for them to, you know, overpower us like that. But man, Frankie hits the post, the last action of the game. That is just heartbreaking, man. That could have been the winner. But okay, though. So year 2 at Dortmund is going to be a round of 16 exit for me. That just absolutely hurts. All right, are we still in the DFB Pokal? We are. are not in that either. We got knocked out in that too, so that just sucks. So that means all that's left is the Bundesliga. Okay, I guess since all we have left is Bundesliga and we got an 11-point lead currently, we are gonna finish the season today. Then we might as well. What do we have? 6, 7, 8. We have like 9 games left. Oh man, it just hurts so bad. Okay, let's go through these games one by one and see if any team actually, you know, poses a real challenge to us. All right, so now I got to April. We have, what do we have? 6 games left now, I think. So 6 games left and a 9-point lead on Frankfurt. Look at that, crazy. Bayern have recouped all the way to 3rd, so they've actually, you know, they're actually a title challenger kind of. But all right, though, 9-point lead is still pretty comfortable. What is our like toughest game we have left? We actually played Frankfurt the final, our second to last game of the year, so that might decide the title if they're still in second. Okay, let's play this next Mainz game because that might give us like maybe an 11-point lead, and then we'll see what happens from there. Bro, I am still so devastated though. I cannot believe we lost that, man. In the German Super Cup, we lost on penalties versus Wolfsburg, and then that's 2 penalty shootouts where I just like sucked. I couldn't save anything. I had 2 bad penalties. Oh, it just hurts, man. It just absolutely hurts. This team is too good to be knocked out in the round of 16. You know, it's kind of funny. I would say if we weren't first in the Bundesliga, my job might actually be under pressure. Because man, a team this good, like a round of 16 exit, that's a pretty bad look. That feels like the first true like defeat and disappointment of the series. Gutierrez, great, still there. Frankie's gonna get a chance to score the first goal of the game, and that's a nice finish from Frankie O'Donnell. All right, 10 minutes in, 1-0. Let's claim this Bundesliga title though. We can still add a trophy to the trophy room today, and it also could be my LAFC, 2 years Aberdeen, 1 year at Dortmund. This would be my 5th league title in a row. That's pretty insane. Frankie has runners over to Miguel Gutierrez. He's gonna take a shot himself, and it's gonna be 2-0. All right, so we're getting back to our, you know, best here. It just sucks, man, because like that's the luck of the draw. Like that Liverpool team, that really should have been like a semifinal, maybe even a final matchup, not a round of 16 matchup. If we played anyone else, I feel like we'd probably win. That's the team, like I've checked a lot of team ratings. Okay, they're going to score against right there, but I've checked a lot of teams' ratings and that team was the closest to us that I've seen. All right, though, let's take this game a little more seriously. Bayer looking for a response and to be tackled. You know, let's focus up a little bit. Bellingham, Conceição, chance here. Conceição, skill there is disgusting. And oh man, his finish just goes wide. That was going to be so clean. O'Reilly up to Bellingham. Bellingham, insane run here. We got Frankie. Gonna time it right. Frankie needs a quick finish. Okay, that was timed awkwardly, but it was good. Frankie's gonna make it 3-1. All right, come on. Let's take our overall anger out right now on Mainz. We gotta take that loss personally. Bellingham, what a ball to Frankie. Frankie, simple shot, and it's gonna be 4-1. And I feel like this title is ours. That's a hat trick for Frankie in the first half, by the way. All right, second half begins. Let's try to just ensure this win and score more goals. Let's try to put this one really out of reach for the rest of the Bundesliga. Nemecha, O'Reilly into Bayer. Bayer, one pass to Conceição, shot, and it's gonna be 5-1. Come on, let's keep it going. Let's see how many goals we can score in this game. Frankie over to Bellingham. Bellingham, wait for Conceição. Waited for him perfectly. Conceição, that shot is not going to be blocked. It's going to be 6-1. Yeah, this team right now is, it's angry. We're furious. Oh, that's just so unlucky, though. Come on. They really score like that? It's going to be 6-2. That is just so unlucky. That bounce. All right, though, should not matter much in the grand scheme of things. Frankie, good pass to Conceição. Conceição's going to get over to Bayer. Bayer's going to try and stop. Okay, that was me doing absolutely too much right there. Bayer to Conceição. Oh man, Bayer and Conceição. That was a beautiful pass. All right, so O'Donnell's got a hat trick, Conceição's a hat trick, and it's 7-2. It's a little +5 to our goal difference. We'll take it. And still though, a chance for more. Bellingham's running here. Bellingham over the top to Frankie. Frankie, good touch. And try to play it back to Conceição. That didn't work. O'Reilly, Bayer into Conceição. Now get it back to Bayer. Can he join this scoring? The shot is going to be saved. We got one more chance to get 8 this game. Short corner. Conceição's going to turn. Look for his 4th of the game. Finesse shot. It's going to fall. Zabarni can't get a shot away. Conceição gets it back, but he also loses it again. And okay, so full time, it's going to be 7-2 to Borussia Dortmund. And yeah, I'd say we're on our way to another Bundesliga title right here soon. All right, so rest of April, we had 2 more wins and a draw. So that means we got 2 games left, and it might be already decided. Yep, it's already decided. We got currently a 12-point lead in first. We are back-to-back Bundesliga champions. All right, so final day, we're going to beat Stuttgart 5-0. And it's time for our second Bundesliga trophy lift. And I just can't help but feel so disappointed, though. I wanted the Champions League back-to-back. I truly wanted it. This team is so good. Any other team, I truly feel like we would have won that and actually built in some momentum in. But facing that team, Liverpool, that quickly, and we just weren't ready for that kind of challenge right away. So now we got to think about, are we staying another year at Dortmund? Are we going to a new team? We got a very big choice ahead of ourselves. But this year, we're going to add the UEFA Super Cup and also another Bundesliga trophy to our trophy room. So it definitely wasn't for nothing as Cobalt lifts the Bundesliga title for the 2nd year in a row. I can't lie, though. Our standards are higher than this. I think this is going to be a disappointing season for me. So final table, we only lose one game in the league all year long, and Bayern finishes 17 points below us. Yeah, that is a commanding Bundesliga trophy right there. So DFB Pokal is going to go to Leipzig. Champions League is going to go to Man City 2-0 over Liverpool. Okay, so Liverpool lost the final. They beat Newcastle, they beat PSG, and then Man City win it. That's interesting. So Nico Schlotterbeck, I guess he chose the right team to go to, you know. That's back-to-back Champions League trophies for our former center back, man. That's crazy. Final stats in the year, Frankie, 29-8, Bayer, 27-12, Conceição, 17-10. It's so weird because it was a great year. It's just that one game, we just couldn't do it. And that has stained our season so much. All right, though, now we got to think about, are we staying for another year at Dortmund or are we leaving? Now, I definitely have some big job offers in mind, you know, teams I want to go to. But in saying that, I still feel like this team is a Champions League winning team, even though this year we couldn't get it done. So I think we're going to stay just one more season at Borussia Dortmund, just one more, and try to get some Champions League redemption. And also, yeah, go for back-to-back a three-peat in Germany. Because I imagine Bayern's going to get better. I imagine Frankie's definitely going to get better. I just really want to win another Champions League trophy with this team, man. This team is so good. We deserve it. Now, it's going to be, I think, a shortened season focused solely on the Champions League, basically. But okay, one last more mini run on the Champions League with this team. We are staying at Dortmund for another year. And man, I just need redemption, man. I need redemption after that Liverpool loss. Okay, so today we start season 3 at Borussia Dortmund. Overall, the 6th season of our Journeyman series. Now, we added 2 more trophies to the trophy room last year, the German Super Cup and the Bundesliga, but we also faced major disappointment in the Champions League. This year, I'm looking for revenge, and I got some big plans to get this team back to the top. So drop a like down below if you're enjoying this series, and I say we get right back into it. All right, so year 3 at Borussia Dortmund. Now, in the summer, we had a lot of offers from Italy and also England. You know, a chance to go to Serie A, the Premier League, but I chose to stay one more year at Borussia Dortmund, one more year. I think this team is more than good enough to win another Champions League trophy, more than good enough. So we're going to give it one more shot in a Champions League condensed season. We, of course, have 3 brand new kits and also a budget of 125 million to start. Now, when you look at this team, we have so many good players, you know, so many players that are close to 90. The team is full of world-class players. So it got me thinking, you know, to start season 3, how do we improve this team further to give ourselves a better chance of actually winning the Champions League? We lost last year to an amazing Liverpool team. So how do we ensure this team can win the Champions League again? I think I might have a plan here, and that's going to be to sign a new midfielder. Now, the player that might be sacrificed, it might be Matt O'Reilly. I mean, he's been great at Dortmund since we signed him from Brighton. He's been great, but if there was one weak spot on our team where I feel like, if you know, I'm forced to identify it, it has to be him. I don't think I'd even think about replacing anyone else. So Matt O'Reilly is the weakest point currently, and if we want to make sure, you know, we have a chance to win the Champions League, I think he needs to be replaced. Well, with him being 88 rated, it's got to be someone pretty good. So I've identified 2 possible replacements, João Neves from PSG and also Valverde, currently playing at Chelsea. The only way I replace Matt O'Reilly is if we can bring in one of these 2. Otherwise, I'll just be happy with keeping him. Now, currently both their values are way over our budget, but man, either of them with their stats, they would be such big improvements. I mean, Valverde at 91 rated, I think maybe behind Jude Bellingham, he's the 2nd highest rated midfielder in the game currently in this save. If I could bring Valverde to Dortmund, you know, that would be such an incredible signing. His stats are just like insane. I mean, whether it's defense, passing, pace, shooting, this guy has everything. And what I thought was pretty interesting is he currently plays for Chelsea, right? Chelsea this year are not in the Champions League, so they must have finished, you know, below top 4, but they're not even in the Europa League either. Chelsea have 0 European football this year, not even Conference League. So I think with that in mind, there might be a chance for us to actually steal Valverde away from Chelsea. So this would be a signing to truly change everything for us this year. Now, sadly, it's gonna have to be a Matt O'Reilly swap deal though. So he's valued at 107 million. If we do 107 plus maybe like 70, maybe 60. I mean, let's start with 50. So 107 million plus 50 million. What do Chelsea say to that? I mean, honestly, I feel like that's a pretty good deal both ways, and they're just gonna flat out accept it. And it's gonna suck to lose Matt O'Reilly, but Valverde is in the prime of his career at 30 years old, a 91 rated midfielder. If I want my Champions League revenge, this right here is gonna give us our best chance at that. So in this first window, I don't really plan for any other signing. We have fully focused in on Federico Valverde, and he is going to accept the contract and sign for Borussia Dortmund. This club, me in charge, is no longer a selling club, we're a buying club. I mean, this right here is one of the best players in the world. Valverde, welcome to Dortmund. I do feel bad for Matt O'Reilly, but I think it's just a clear upgrade. So we're now gonna have a midfield 3 of Valverde, Nemecha, and also Bellingham. I think our bench looks great too with Bento and Bongila, you know, Vargas, Cassidy. I think we're ready for another Champions League run here, and we are ready for season 4 now. Now, I was gonna spin the wheel again, you know, like we did last year, but there was a lot of opposition to our spin the wheel, you know, feature, new thing. So I think we're not gonna do it this year. We might choose like certain years to do it and certain years not to, because there were a lot of comments saying they didn't like it. There weren't many comments comments saying people liked it. So we're going to skip it for at least this year and think about it. All right, though, with that being the only summer transfer window move for us, it's now time for the first game of the year, the Super Cup again. Now, we lost this last year. I think we won it in season 1, though. But okay, new kits this year. You see the home kit, nothing special really. You know, the black and gold theme of Dortmund is always there. Our away kit's got a nice, you know, shoulder and sleeve design. The away kit's pretty simple, just pretty much white with a kind of a gold accent. You know, you can't stray away too much from that classic, just black and gold. But okay, though, so Federico Valverde's debut for Dortmund and a chance to add another trophy to the trophy room. Yeah, last year we lost this game to Wolfsburg on penalties, I think, so it was pretty close. This year, though, I'd like to actually win it and add it to the trophy cabinet. Great tackle by Van de Ven there. That was really nice. All right, though, Valverde, this is about to be, I think, an insane signing. We'll see now. Bayer, good dribbling there. Gets it to Conceição, over to Reed. When I want this first goal, man, I want it. Job, over to... It's going to be Valverde looking for a debut goal, and it's going to be a good save. All right, already showing a glimpse of what he can do in this team. All right, Bellingham, good pass to Reed. Come on, I want this first goal here. Frankie. He's going to get it over to Conceição. Reed continues his run, looking for the first goal of season 3 at Dortmund, and Reed is going to score it. All right, very simple, you know, Tyztir ball play, and we were off and running here in season 3. All right, they got a free kick, which is definitely in scoring range. I was going to say, you know, Van de Ven had a good first year, but I'm hoping year 2 he kind of gets more of the Schlotterbeck, like, I guess closer to him, but Xavi Simon's almost just scored an insane free kick. Yeah, I'm hoping Van de Ven gets better. I mean, honestly, we need everyone to get a little bit better. That's what we need. Man, they're starting to pass the thing around, but Van de Ven, that is a nice tackle right on cue. Frankie, that is a beautiful turn over to Bayer now. I should say Ballon d'Or winning Bayer. Now Gutierrez over to Frankie O'Donnell shot, and it's gonna be 2-0 to Dortmund. All right, starting to assert our dominance once again. Let's just keep this up now. Okay, they got Jackson, Openda, and Xavi Simon. It's kind of a weird Leipzig team. Okay, Openda just absolutely stole it there. But Zabarni gets it, and we get out of that. That was a bit shaky. Bellingham over to Reed. Reed is going to find Bellingham again. Oh, the pass a bit overhit there. Now, that's an insane... Bro, this team is actually good. They're playing insane passes. But Valverde... That is some good work right there. Panda looking for something, but Van de Ven clearance away. That is a no-nonsense clearance right there. Corner swung in. That is going to be a header. Cleared. Okay, O'Donnell. That clearance is terrible. Colbel catches it, though, and that's going to be halftime. All right, I mean, a little awkward end of the first half there. A little bit awkward. Frankie, that is a nice ball to Conceição. Conceição's going to have one touch there. Shot, and oh, man, that should have been 3-0. A nice shot by Conceição, though. All right, short corner into Valverde. Valverde is going to do a skill. Gonna look for his first goal at Dortmund still, and that's another good save. And the Valverde is close. Short corner, Conceição, far post, beautiful cross, and it's gonna be Van de Ven. Bro, that's the easiest header of his life, and he still can't get it on target. That is so sad. Valverde into Bayer. Bayer's gonna wait for Frankie. Oh, that pass got intercepted a little bit there by Zubamendi. And we're so far in the future. These teams are all so different and so interesting. There's been a lot of transfers. Jackson is gonna find Openda there, though. Colbel, good save. Yeah, that was not good positioning from us. Short corner to Diego Lopez. Gonna be in the box to Vermeeren. Shot, Colbel. Good save again. Our boys get it out. Frankie. Okay, that clearance wasn't great. Bro, he just got out-muscled by Castello Jr., but clean sheet is still intact. Mecha is gonna slide this to Bellingham. Bellingham's got Frankie on a run. Frankie's gonna go to the right a little bit. Frankie stops. Back to Reed. Slide it over to Federico Valverde. Skill there is nice. Oh, he's still looking for the shot. Bayer finds the shot, though, and it's gonna be 3-0. Yeah, this has been a convincing win here. A very nice start to year 3 in Germany. Now, also a storyline this year, I should say, is the World Cup is in the summer, so we're definitely gonna try to manage a team there. As Frankie looks for 4, Frankie O'Donnell, what a finish. All right, 80th minute, we are taking control now. But yeah, after the season, the World Cup is here, so we're going to manage, you know, our first national team in a World Cup. We won the last Euros with England, so, I mean, I don't know if we're going to manage England again. I don't know, really. There's definitely a lot of possibilities, but the World Cup is after this season here. Now, Frankie, Conceição, we're still racking up these goals right now. Frankie looking for another one. Left-footed shot. Man, Frankie, he is starting to develop more, I'm seeing. He's starting to get way more consistent with his shots. All right, the first game of the year, 5-0 Frankie hat trick. That is a pretty good start to this season. Oh, man, Openda, Vermeeren. Okay, they're going to get one consolation goal. That's unfortunate. Our defense played well enough to get a clean sheet, but it's still going to be 5-1. So we add another Super Cup to the trophy room, our second ever, I think, German Super Cup. And hey, Valverde didn't score, but that was a very solid debut for him. Very, very solid. So Colbel is going to lift another trophy for Borussia Dortmund, the German Super Cup. But man, I want more this year. I want a 3rd Bundesliga in a row, and I want that 2nd Champions League trophy, man. I want it. Hopefully we can get it. And now with our next game, we start our road to maybe another Champions League trophy. Our first UCL match of the year versus AC Milan. Our actual first match was against Feyenoord, which we simmed, and that was a 3-2 win. You know, I thought the sim could probably deal with Feyenoord. A better first game is definitely versus AC Milan, a team that definitely, you know, has potential to be our next team in this Journeyman series. They do look pretty solid with Rafa Leao still. They got João Pedro up top. All right, though, I want to see us have, you know, a confident start to the Champions League, and that starts here with this game. You know, for most of these players, they've spent a summer, you know, just sitting in the disappointment of that Liverpool loss on penalties, man. There should be like anger built up, you know, motivation. And now it's time to turn that motivation into actual results. So let's have a good first game here. Bellingham making a good run here. Frankie, I see your run too. Oh, that was going to be timed perfectly, but Frankie got pushed by Danzo just a little bit. And that was really going to be perfect timing. Now, Rafael is sprinting here so quick. That's a nice ball over, and Kobel makes the save. Okay, that was a good first attack for them. Honestly, that was a bit too easy. Corner sent in. That is going to be cleared by Van de Ven. Clearance also by Bellingham. Oh my, they just fell over each other. That's so funny. They still get it back, though. That's unfortunate for us. That shot is going to be blocked, but also goes back to them again. Salamakers, man, Miguel Gutierrez. That is a perfect tackle, though. They're playing very high up here. They're putting a lot of pressure on our, you know, build-up play. See if we can break out of it. Reed to Bellingham. Reed is going to wait for Frankie. Nice. Frankie. Gonna run a little bit. Now he doesn't have a shot or an angle. See about on this side. Valverde is gonna wait. Frankie's running. Frankie. Valverde. Oh, that pass was a little bit slow, but it's gonna be a free kick chance. Now, is Valverde our new best free kick taker? Well, not really. It's still kind of Frankie. All right, we're gonna give Frankie another chance here. I just got no good free kick takers in the team, though. Let's see if Frankie can score maybe the first of his career. Let's see. Free kick is not bad. Oh, Frankie just hit the crossbar. Okay, never mind. We actually have a good free kick taker. It's Frankie O'Donnell. Man, that was so close. Now that they're going on a quick counterattack. Boniface versus Reed. Reed is keeping up. This is like end to end. It's going to be Reed with that perfect tackle on Leao, though. All right, over to Valverde. Valverde's going to get it to Frankie. Frankie's going to be over to Gutierrez. Going to try to play a ball to Valverde. He was in there, man. And they're barely stopping these like passes in the final second. I feel, though, the first goal was close, man. I feel it. Frankie is running. He's going to break away here a little bit. He is kind of. Needs help, though. Conceição. One pass over to Reed. Reed is going to shoot. And okay, Reed has the first goal in this game, too. And he's just getting into, like, great shooting spots. All right, finally 1-0 to Dortmund. Control the game, set the tone. Good first goal there. Bellingham, good steal. And how did we lose it, though, that quickly? That was insane. I feel like I had no chance to even keep the ball there. Reed, man, Reed might be man of the match of the first half here. He has played a perfect game pretty much. And all right, halftime, it's 1-0. Let's see if we can score a quick second here. Bayer. Great pass. Frankie's going to slide it over to Reed. Reed, Conceição shot. Oh, that was so good, man. I wanted to go far post there, though, not near post. That angle was so tight, not enough time. All right, Palacios has a lot of room here. This is going to be dangerous. Pass over to Boniface. Block the angles. Nice. Block them, boys. Nice. Valverde. Valverde. That's a nice tackle from our new midfielder. I like it. Now, Valverde is going to try to look for Frankie. Perfect pass. Frankie is going to go for a shot. Oh, man. I tried to go for low power there, and he shot it just right at the keeper. Kind of a tough volley, though. All right. Zabarni is there to cover Reed. Okay, that was a good tackle, but it's going to fall right back to them, though. That's so annoying. That tackle was so good. We definitely deserve to get possession of the ball after that. Going to be a shot, though, at some point. Reed is there, though. Man, Reed's positioning this game has just been perfect. Might be his best game ever in a Dortmund shirt. O'Donnell, Conceição, Reed, bro. This man is everywhere on the field. Oh, man, that's a good tackle, though. All right, 15 minutes left. AC Milan definitely gave us a tough game here. See if we can score a second and seal it now. Bellingham, and wait for options. Frankie, that's an easier ball to control, I think. Shot by Frankie, and it's going to be 2-0 to Dortmund. That is going to be our first Champions League win of the season in a played game. And yeah, I'd say pretty comprehensive. That's a beautiful volley, though, from Frankie. That was just a literal perfect hit. Okay, let's make sure they don't have a chance here, boys. Let's try and lock down this box. Okay, that's dangerous. Leao gets a chance over to Barco. Defense, we got numbers here. But they might find a spot. Kobel, huge save. Corner by Leao. That is going to be sent in. Header goes away, and I think that's going to be another corner, actually. I mean, if AC Milan potentially could be our next team, we're seeing they have a solid team. I mean, definitely not Dortmund quality, not our quality, but they are a decent team. But okay, this time it's going to be our victory. It's going to be a solid 2-0 win. I mean, we're starting this year off strong, man. We're starting this year off strong. We got to continue it, though. Now, if you're curious, the 2029 Ballon d'Or is about to be announced. The nominees are Rodrigo, Bayer, Haaland, and Vinny. So last year's winner, Bayer, is nominated again, but I feel like, you know, we only won the Bundesliga. I can't see him winning it. It's probably going to be a Man City player because they won the Champions League last year. Okay, so apparently not. Bayer wins the 2029 Ballon d'Or. Okay, hold up. He wasn't even the top scorer of our team last year. That's so funny. Frankie actually scored more goals than him, but he won the Ballon d'Or again? I mean, that's very surprising, but okay. Bayer might be the next Ronaldo, Messi. You know, he's racking up these Ballon d'Ors now. And that's funny because he's probably not even the best left winger in the world. I mean, what is his rating? Okay, wait, he's 91, so maybe it is just based off his rating. I don't know. But all right, so we got a 2-time Ballon d'Or winner in the squad. And our next test in the Champions League comes with Juventus, a team we faced a lot in this this series here. Their team looks relatively the same, you know. Like, they got Bettini in there, so that's an improvement. They're a 5-star team. Let's further continue our pretty good start to this season here. All right, we're gonna wear our 4th kit just to make sure, you know, there's no kit clashing going on. All right, boys, let's just keep this up, man. I like the way our team looks this year. I like Valverde's addition. Our midfield definitely looks stronger. It's just, is it gonna translate to another Champions League trophy? Each game, we get a little glimpse of it. Now, Valverde is gonna go for a skill there. A left-footed shot. It's going to be a corner. Short corner. Conceição into Valverde. Now, I mean, I saw cross there to far post. Probably should have played that. Instead, we're going to go Conceição looking for a pass to Valverde. Valverde's gonna find the angle maybe. Man, he's been so close like 3 times to his first goal, or at least our first goal with him. Can't get it just yet. Conceição is gonna play it back to Nemecha. Nemecha is gonna try to fire this into someone, and I actually almost got to someone, but not to one of us. All right, a little careless pass there. Lookman. Oh my, that's an interesting pass back. Valverde's there though. That is the intelligence from Valverde. Now Gutierrez to Frankie, to the Ballon d'Or winner Bayer. Bayer's gonna get it to Frankie. Frankie over to Bellingham. Bellingham, no, one more pass. I just wanted the sure goal, man. If it gets to Conceição, that's a sure goal. Probably should have just shot with Frankie though. Oh man, there's a breakaway. We've lost it like 2 times against his team now. 2 times where it's a dangerous place to lose it, and Koval makes that save though. Or we're just asking right now to go 1-0 down in this game though. That is a bad spot to lose it. Valverde, oh man, Valverde, what a steal. And he has just daylight to run now. Now, is he going all the way here? He might actually go all the way. Valverde looking for his first goal that we score with him. And man, that was a tough finish. I didn't want him to go outside the boot there. Now that's going to be, oh, that's a yellow card probably for Bellingham. Now, that's definitely not a red. It's going to be a yellow card. All right, yellow for Bellingham. Now another chance directly here. Valverde's going to wait for Frankie. Wait for him. Wait for him. That might be timed perfectly. It is. Frankie takes his time. Man, Valverde, that pass was perfect. Frankie's going to score the first goal of the game. The weight of that pass, though, was just on point. All right, 1-0, 39th minute. Valverde to Conceição. We can score another here. Conceição's got space. On a stronger left foot, that might have been a bit too much power, though, a little bit. Our last chance first half. Oh, that's a missed tackle, but Lookman passes it back, thankfully. Could have been bad. Now, Weah against Van de Ven. Van de Ven's going to come out. And they're passing this thing around pretty well, though. Or they're trying to evade my center backs, and the ref is going to blow for halftime. All right, so currently 1-0. So far, so good. Oh, yeah, I forgot. They have Foden. Foden's playing for Juventus. It's another good team giving us a solid test here. Foden over, though. It's going to be Gutierrez. That's easy for him. Now, Bellingham over to Reed. We got players on a run. Reed is going to get it to Frankie. Bellingham continues his run. Frankie's going to lay it off. Now, Bellingham over the top. Frankie's going to take 1 touch. Oh, we just got sandwiched. Frankie, Bayer, Conceição. Players running. We got Conceição. Gonna cross it. Okay, that was actually meant for Bayer. It goes to Gutierrez. You know what? That works, I guess. Gutierrez gonna get it to Bayer. Swing it over. Gonna be Joe. I just don't like these shots, though. Come on. Find it. Bayer's gonna find a better shot there. Fake shot. Shot. Oh, where's the open shot, man? That's got to be our second goal. Just can't find space in the box, and when I do, it's almost too late. I feel like this game is gonna be sealed soon, though. Conceição has space. Frankie is going to occupy that space. The angle is tight, and oh, I should have just went to the left more. My finishing this game has been so bad. All right, we're going to do subs here. We're going to do pretty much like all subs. We got Vargas, Bento, Cassidy coming on. See if someone else can help seal us this game. All right, Bayer gets steal. Now it's going to be Vargas into Bento. Bento, is Frankie onside? I don't know if he is. I think he is. Frankie is onside, and Frankie's going to seal the game. And another perfect pass, though, this time from Bento. This was such a quick pass right there to get it to Frankie in stride. All right, so these Champions League wins have not been, like, too convincing, but they still have been, like, solid wins. All right, Bento, get it back to Bento. Bento, all the speed there. Looking for his... Oh, okay, that finish was so bad. That was right at Kanate. Lewis, Bento, swing it back. Oh, man, I was looking for, I think, Vargas there. The game is not quite over yet. Let's make sure we don't let them make a comeback here. And Lewis, see, that's why his speed, that's why he's so tough to start, man. He's just so much slower than Reed. These wingers are going to torch him. I might have a chance for one more here. It's going to be Bayer and Frankie combining. Maximilian Bayer's going to go all the way. Is going to shoot, and it should have been 3-0. One final chance, Bayer. Bento, I see the far post cross. It's going to be... Okay, Gutierrez. No, it's actually Vargas. Man, what a finish from our new midfielder. Recently new. All right, that's going to be a nice little cherry on top of this win now. You know, makes it look a little bit better. 3-0 against Juve. And man, we look so good this year again. Just the results got to keep coming. All right, so standings update, we sit second in the Champions League after 5 games, 4 wins, and 1 draw is pretty good. And then kind of like last year in the Bundesliga, we're sitting in 4th, so not the greatest start to our title defense, but this is how last year went. Currently, Frankfurt, we are 4 points off them. Now, stats-wise, it's going to be Frankie with 15 and 18 games, Bayer 11, Conceição 6 and 7, so it's all the same names. They're all getting the job done again. So I would say so far so good. Our next game is going to be our first match this year versus Bayern. I feel like they are kind of making a little comeback here. They still have Musiala. They got Salah on the right. Salah's got to be like, what, 37, 38 years old? That's kind of interesting, but okay, let's see if we can take them down again. You know, we are focusing on the Champions League this year, but that doesn't mean I want to throw away the Bundesliga. No way. If we could do a 3-peat in the Bundesliga, that would be incredible. And also, every year in my manager's career, I've won the league. You know, I've not failed once at that. I do not want this year to be the first, so a big win here to stay on track with Frankfurt in first and make sure they don't take a huge lead. Now, Bayer, oh my, Bayer just skips by him. Gonna play it to Frankie. Now, Frankie, oh, he just got destroyed. Man, that should be a red. Oh, that was such like a reckless tackle. What is it gonna be? It's gonna be a yellow for Simon. All right, Frankie, score this free kick and, you know, make them pay for it. Come on. Oh, this was kind of far out. You know, we're gonna do an outside the boot shot here. Why not? So outside the boot from Frankie O'Donnell. We know this man has power in his shots, so Let's see what he could do this time. Oh, man. Okay, that was on target. That looked good. On target, but I don't think it had the pace to actually beat Vicario. Okay, great chance for Bayern here. Kolbe save, and Van de Ven will get the clearance away. Then Job. Okay, I don't know how he got a touch there, but he did. Okay, this is end-to-end. Conceição is running here with a lot of space. Conceição, Frankie, one more pass. Oh, Frankie, that pass needed to be so much better. That was a free goal. And I wanted like a simple pass. He tried like a back heel, I think. Dala gets it over, but Van de Ven is there. That is good defending from him. All right, I feel this first goal is close. I feel it. Job over to Reed. Reed. You can Conceição, that's a nice pass. Conceição is gonna time it over to Frankie. He might be offside. Frankie, what a control there. Oh man, if he controlled that, it was onside. That was gonna be a nice one, I think. Free kick in, it's gonna be okay. Don't be an awkward bounce. Oh, that's gonna be a foul. Oh, that's not good. They might score this free kick. It might be Musiala. Free kick is gonna be the second guy. It's gonna be, oh, actually laid off, which, oh, Conceição read it so well. And then we're gonna be on the breakaway, actually. All right, that was great free kick defense, and we are away. I think it's Bayer. Maximilian Bayer's on a run here, but this guy is keeping up with him. Pass to Frankie. Frankie gonna do a, oh, I try to do a backwards fake shot. And we are so close to this goal though. And this is truly end to end right now. Musiala. Oh, I gave him that space for the shot. I didn't think he'd find the pass though. All right, Bayern score first. You know, I didn't think they'd actually play that pass perfectly. Good pass, Musiala, and it's gonna be 1-0 to Bayern now. And I still think we're gonna win this. I'm still confident. Gonna find an actual better shot here. Valverde gonna take it. Now he's got options. Gonna look for Gutierrez, I believe. Gutierrez shot across goal. It's right at Vicario though. All right, though, halftime we are 1-0 down. Come on, boys. We definitely have beat Bayern more than they've beaten us in this series so far. I do not want to lose this. Frankie's onside. Oh man, what a tackle by Albert. Who is Albert, man? That was a perfect interception, deflection, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's gonna be Van de Ven. Oh my, Van de Ven. I don't know how he actually reached the ball there, but he did. That maybe has just saved a goal. Gutierrez, Bayer should be onside here. He should be. Bayer might take it himself. He's gonna go all the way here. Patience, and oh man, he got caught up at the last second. I really didn't think he was going to. Van de Ven versus Musiala. Van de Ven, that's a nice block on that cross. Gonna be a throw in too. That is some solid work, but we are up against it right now. Salah cross in. Zabarny, good clearance away. It's gonna be back though. Palhinha, pass over. Van de Ven's there. Oh, it's actually Zabarny. Oh, that's a good ball by Salah. And it's the same guy, the regen, who scores their second. And they're just cutting us apart in these like little few moments they're getting. And they've taken their chance twice, but we have not. Valverde, Bayer, over the top to Frankie. They're just defending Frankie so well right now. Gutierrez, great steal. We got numbers here. Bayer, Conceição, Frankie is still onside, I believe. Frankie, no, he's gonna be offside? Oh, that must have been so close. All right, Bento's coming on. Let's do Bento. Let's do Rico Lewis, and we will leave it at that for now. Come on, boys. I don't want to lose. It's Bento. Immediate chance. Bento takes his time, and Bento is going to miss. Man, I should have played it to Frankie there. That was a tap in. I really thought Bento had that. I think at the last second, he just turned a little bit too much. Oh, that's such a missed chance, man. We've just been the definition of not clinical this game. We usually are too, so it's just one of those rare games where we're like playing off. Now, free kick to seal it maybe, and that's gonna hit the roofing of the net. Okay, we're still alive, barely. 10 minutes to score 2 though to tie it up. The Barney gets it to Bellingham. Bellingham, great turn there. Over to Valverde. Valverde into Bayer, great run. Gonna be Job. Gonna be a pass over the top. Man, they're just defending Frankie's runs perfectly. The runs that usually work, they're just not working right now. Bento is gonna steal that somehow. Fortunately though, it doesn't amount to much. We lose it again. Oh man, this loss is gonna be so annoying, man. We just we played well, but we were just so not clinical. Just a rare off day for us. So corner in, it's gonna be a clearance for them, but that's gonna be it. I don't think they were the better team today. I think they just took their chances, and that is the difference between winning or losing, despite who's better. It's gonna be maybe one more goal for them. It's gonna be Kolbe save, and it's gonna be cleared away, and that's gonna be game. All right, so 2-0 loss to Bayern. That's not good for our our Bundesliga title hopes back to back. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chalk it up to it being, an off day for us. We now sit 5 points behind Frankfurt in first. In Champions League, yeah, we still sit in second. So next episode, January transfer window, and then more importantly, we start the Champions League knockout stage again, where we get a real chance for, redemption from last year. I think with Valverde, once again, we have a better chance. All we have to do now is just find the results, man. This team is so good. Okay, so in the last episode, we signed Federico Valverde to Borussia Dortmund. Pretty much our last signing in Germany. We have just one goal today, and that is to win another Champions League trophy. We're gonna see if we can get the job done. So of course, drop a like down below, and I say we get right into it. All right, so we start today in March. We're already at the Champions League round of 16. In January, this team needed no changes. If we do win another Champions League trophy with Dortmund, this is going to be the team here. Because today is our final episode at Dortmund. This here is going to be it. So currently 24 games into league season, we currently sit 9 points behind the league leaders Leverkusen. So it's a sizable lead, but it's not too bad. I can't lie, I'm a lot more focused on the Champions League, which in that we did finish first in league phase. 7 wins and 1 draw is pretty strong. Now you might ask yourself, finishing first in the Champions League phase, that's usually a good sign. We should luck out and get a pretty easy team for the round of 16, but that for us is simply just not true, because round of 16, we have now been drawn Manchester City. Man, this is so similar to last year. You know, we got Liverpool last year in the round of 16 and they beat us. Like, it was kind of a shock. I would say Man City seems like a team that'd be on that same level. So again, it's just a tough round of 16 draw. I mean, yeah, their team is 92, 86, 84, 5-star team. So they got Teo Hernandez, Rodrigo, Zaire Emery, Haaland still up top. And oh yeah, I'm just remembering because I seen Schlotterbeck bottom left. This team actually won the Champions League last year. Like, this is the current best team in Europe, and we're facing them in the round of 16. What is my luck in the Champions League draw recently? I don't know, but stat-wise, Frankie's leading with 21, Bayer 19 and 7, Conceição 12 and 10. The team looks great. It's now up to us to get it done. So round of 16, we're gonna sim the first leg, of course, and play the second leg. So first leg in Manchester is gonna be a 3-1 Man City win. That is insane. Oh, what is my luck in the Champions League recently? Valverde scores their only goal, of course. So 2 goals down, heading back down to Germany. So now we need a huge comeback. Otherwise, it's just like last year, you know, a great team, one of the best teams in the world, but a potential round of 16 exit will be so disappointing. That though is what we're facing right now. You know, it's crazy because I don't even think that's the sim. I think it's just this Man City team is that good. A 92 attack is just like incredible. Like, how is this team our round of 16 matchup? I don't know, but all right. So we are now facing elimination again. Last year it was a tie game at least. This year we're down 2 goals, so it's even worse. And Rodrigo's running in here. They're already looking for a 4th. Gonna be a pass back, blocked. Oh, it's gonna fall back to Rodrigo though. Van de Ven, good tackler. That's really good actually. And we need to score quick and fast here. Oh, Van de Ven, that pass was nowhere near Bayer. Oh man, Haaland's gonna go for a shot there, and Zabarni goes for a... Man, that's a crunching tackle, almost a penalty, but it's gonna be clean. Now, okay, Valverde, they just went for a revenge tackle on Valverde. That's insane. Zabarni, good tackle there. All right, this is already getting chaotic. Now Valverde, oh man, they're just breaking these passing lanes, man. Okay, someone's injured. Oh, it's the initial tackle in the box to Haaland. I think Haaland maybe broke his leg or something. Hey man, we had to protect our goal, so we had to do it. Hopefully it's not too bad on Haaland. He was taken off though, so maybe it is bad. That is a yikes. Sabore, man, their attack just looks so good. Our defense, I don't think we're ready for this. Emery over to the Haaland sub, goes back to, okay, are they gonna shoot here? What is this? Or they're just passing around like you don't care. Now that's a good ball to Rodrigo. Rodrigo's gonna shoot. Nope, teammates, Van de Ven, good defending again. A little bit nerve-wracking though. Nemecha threw to Frankie. Frankie, I need you to score this. Come on, Frankie. Misses that tackle, goes for a shot, and okay, it's gonna be 3-2. Man, that came right when we needed it. We have life. It's a 1-goal game again. All right, this is definitely possible. It's possible, but we gotta keep playing like perfect defensively. Like Zabarni. Oh man, Teo's just going here like crazy. That's going to be a save near post by Kobel. That was an insane run. Corner by Rodrigo. Header away by Bayer. That's fine. And now we're going to pick it up. Reed. Oh, that touch was bad, though. What was that? Thankfully, I think he played it off Emery's hand. Come on, let's go one more and tie this up truly. Reed to Bellingham. Bellingham is going to play to Conceição. Frankie back to Conceição. Reed's on a good run here. Reed is going to maybe go for a shot across goal. Oh, Reed, what a finish. My right back. Man, I didn't expect that finish, but he's had such a great season. I mean, that's a perfect explanation why he's playing over Rico Lewis. I think he's truly the better player. Okay, just like that, it's going to be tied up here. It's 2-0. Come on, boys. We got to figure this out. Schlotterbeck, was he starting? I'm not sure if he was starting or not, but he's definitely playing. Probably far from being the last goal in this game. Kobel makes a very good save, though. Corner in. Schlotterbeck. Oh, man, if he would have scored against us, I might actually cry. But okay, halftime. This is tied up. Come on, man. This feels like a possibility to make this comeback. Come on. Bayer to Valverde. Valverde's going to stop. Over to Conceição. Conceição's going to wait for Reed a little bit. Wait for him. Nice. All right, the shot's not there anymore. We're going to go back. Bayer goes to Miguel Gutierrez. Shot from him. Ederson makes a solid save. Oh, that could have been good. Oh, we could have blocked that too. All right, this is nerve-wracking. It's only the round of 16, bro. It's just like last year. Under press too. We need this pass to be good. Nice. Valverde's going to stop. Gonna play to Bellingham. Bellingham's got Conceição. Oh, man, he had him there. Just a good interception, though. Van de Ven. Oh, no, we missed tackle. Kobel just saved me. Oh, man, that was such bad defending for me. That was so bad. Kobel just actually saved my life. Oh, man, 20 minutes. This is so nerve-wracking. Conceição over to Reed, though. Reed has got space here to work with. Reed is gonna play a nice ball to Conceição. Oh, man, I wanted that pass to be, like, fired in. Not like that. Oh, man, this is not good. It's gonna be Zaire Emery looking for a pass. Pass back is good. Teo's gonna be a shot from someone. We got players blocking the shots, though. Van de Ven, good block. Gutierrez wins it. Gutierrez, good win. 10 minutes left, boys. 10 minutes. Frankie to Bayer. Come on, boys. Run here. Please run. Bayer's going to play in. Frankie O'Donnell. Frankie running here against his former teammate, Schlotterbeck. Is going to stop. Over to Conceição. Conceição tries to find this shot, but Schlotterbeck's going to block it. Oh, bro. Okay, Teo Hernandez is just running past everyone. Van de Ven has to catch up here. Van de Ven. Oh, my. Kobel. Save. There's an open net. Block from Nemecha. There's still an open net. Reed gets it and we get out of it. Oh man, we have one more chance here maybe. Oh no, that's gonna be full time. Okay, so we're going to extra time again, just like last year. Bro, the rest of this game is the exact same as last season, exact same. All right, so we gotta do Rico Lewis. I kind of want to do Bento for Conceição too, I think. And I think we leave it at that for now. Bro, this is ridiculous. I'd say both teams having very equal chances, you know, just no one can get that next goal. At least not yet. Oh, my Rico Lewis. Thank you for the stamina, man. That's a good tackle right there. Beautifully done. Bayer to Frankie. Frankie's gonna hold this. Gonna get it to Bayer. Nice ball for the Ballon d'Or winner Bayer. Gonna cut inside, shot there, and it's gonna be saved by Ederson though. Come on, man. Just give me this goal, please, Nemecha. Valverde, slide it, Zabarnyi into Frankie. Frankie picks it up, Frankie looking for the shot. Oh, Frankie and off the post. What a finish. That low-driven shot was beautiful. That was perfect. Man, we found it. Come on, man. We need more, though. Frankie just found the angle perfectly. Then I just passed it by Ederson. All right, so currently it's 4-3 to Dortmund. Come on. Lewis, thank you for making that steal. Let's go. Valverde over to Miguel Gutierrez. He's going to wait for Bayer. Oh no, that was not timed right. All right, 15 minutes left though. I want one more goal, man. If we could just find one more, I'd seal it, man. Just one more. Bayer to Bellingham over to Bento in space. Bento has options. Okay, I don't want to play it there though. Keep it going. Bellingham's got Frankie in a good spot. Oh no, man, it's just gonna be intercepted though. Oh, that could have been so much better. Oh, I don't like this now. They got space. Rodrigo, I'm trying to block the pass. Over. It's gonna be Zabarnyi. Good clearance away. Gutierrez. Another attempted clearance. Okay, another one. Oh, another one. Gutierrez. What work there? Oh, that was incredible. Now Bayer's gonna run here. All right, 5 minutes. I am about to hold this like my life depends on it. Please. Thank you. Nice. Get it over. Get it to Bayer. Actually, Bayer. Now hold it like your life depends on it, man, because it literally does. I think we've done it. Bento, one final chance. Bento's gonna look for a shot. Gonna look for it. Gonna try to take it. It's gonna be blocked, but I think we've done it. That is gonna be full time. And I'm not gonna lie. The 3-1 sim result, I thought we were done. I thought we were done and out. I didn't want to say it, but I thought that was us again eliminated the round of 16, but absolutely not. We beat Man City 3-0 this game for the 4-3 comeback, and we advanced to the Champions League quarterfinals. Man, that was not easy though. That was not easy. Man, our title defense is not going well though. We have like less than 10 games left and we have a 10-point deficit on Leverkusen. We're sitting in 4th place. So yeah, it's kind of tough to see us go back to back in the Bundesliga, but if we can win the Champions League, that'll make up for it. So Champions League quarterfinals, we are now facing AC Milan. Now, I believe we played them recently, so we do have some experience against them. So they're going to be a 5-star team, not as good as Man City though. They got Dumfries, Mika Götze, Palacios, Boniface there. I mean, it's definitely an interesting team. So same deal here. Sim the first leg. Please don't give me a 3-1 loss though, please. First leg is going to be a 2-2 draw. Okay, I'll take that. O'Donnell scored for us and also Valverde. Hey, that's much better than a 2-goal deficit. All right, so let's go, man. That last win was so big. And now a win here sends us to the Champions League semis. Come on, man. I feel confident after that comeback. I feel very confident. All that's left to do is, like I said, get the job done. Bellingham into Bayer. Bayer's going to shoot quick and Maignan makes the save. And I don't hate that start. Now Conceição is going to have a chance here. Look for a pass. Look, maybe. Going to get it to Zabarnyi shot. Oh, man, I thought I was going to find like a low shot there. Okay, one header by, I think, Gutierrez. Now Conceição plays it through. We got Bayer. Valverde, can you find him? Yes, he can. Bayer's going to wait for this. Wait. Valverde's running. Valverde. Good touch there. Shot. Oh, man, again, I was looking for a low-driven shot, man, and it was not what I wanted. Or was not hit the way I wanted. Bellingham. Conceição over to Reed. Reed is going to shoot across goal. Okay, that's 3 shots already. Come on, give me this first goal. Oh, that's such a embarrassingly bad back pass. Thank you, Zabarnyi. Thank you, man. That could have been so bad. All right, first impression is that we will get chances versus Milan side. We'll get chances here. Frankie over the top to Conceição. Beautifully done, Conceição. Use your pace. He's going to wait. Going to go for a shot, and Conceição's not going to miss. All right, we get first blood in the second leg. It is 3-2 to Borussia Dortmund. I mean, our slider increases from our first year with Dortmund. I've definitely made this a lot tougher, though. I can feel it. I don't think it's impossible, though. Definitely not. Reed is going to play it through to Valverde. Now he's got space for a shot. Is he shooting this? I think he is. Valverde from distance. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Conceição looking for a pass. Conceição. No, man, I need somewhere in the middle there. I needed someone. Okay, these breakaways by Milan are a little bit scary. They got kind of quick players up top. Now Malambo is going to run here. Zabarnyi, great defending. Valverde to Conceição. Frankie needs to go on a run here. Frankie, go on a run, please. Thank you. Conceição. Oh, try to get it to him. Oh, it's going to work. Frankie shot. Oh, somehow that worked. I think that pass was deflected. Frankie's still going to find it, though, and what a first-time finish. Probably had more time here than I thought, but I thought, why not take a shot? All right, 2-goal lead for Dortmund. We're looking good here. I like it. A little more comfortable than Man City was. At least that is as of now. Bellingham, good steal. Oh, man, that could have been another breakaway chance. And we are definitely getting chances, though. O'Donnell's going to wait for Conceição again. Wait for him. Conceição's going to hold this. Reed overlapping beautifully. Reed, another chance to shoot a cross goal, and it's right at Maignan, man. And he keeps scoring those. I just keep feeling like everyone's going to go in. All right, maybe one more chance here. Frankie's making a nice run. Frankie's going to do a little skill. Gonna go for a left-footed shot, and what a shot from Frankie O'Donnell. 3-0 first half, that's what I'm talking about. That is a commanding first half performance right there. All right, boys, let's just close this out now. The semifinals has our name written on it. Hey, that's gonna be a red probably. That is, who is that? It's gonna be a red card probably. Yep, it's a red for, is that Danzo? Yeah, Danzo. It gets bad to worse for AC Milan. They are just falling apart right now. Gutierrez. Why not a long shot here? Gutierrez! Oh my, what a long shot opportunity. Conceição steals it, hold up. Conceição, finish shot. Maignan is going to make that save. And what a wild sequence. Short corner, Valverde is going to hold this. Going to try to fire it into someone. Now that didn't work, but the header back. Pass is fine. Conceição, Valverde is going to go for a cross. It's going to be, okay, Bellingham diving header. Yeah, that was so awkward. Oh, that's some pace by that guy. And that is going to be a save by Kobel. Bro, that pace was insane, though. What was that? That's definitely the sliders. Thankfully, they don't score one, though. They don't deserve it here. They've played pretty bad. Valverde into Bayer. Bayer's going to get it to Frankie. Frankie. Chance here to shoot, and Maignan is going to make the save, though. Short corner, Valverde is going to go for a fake shot. Going to find the shot there. Okay, once again, right at Maignan. And we're still looking for this last goal, though. We might have it here. Might have it. Oh, man, that was going to go to Bellingham in time, but it got intercepted. All right, though, so that's going to be it. Bro, that Mika Götze, he's just running through our midfield, like, at will. That is insane looking. Okay, he's going to have a chance here. Van de Ven comes over. Oh, it's going to be a shot. Okay, Nemecha block, and it goes back to Kobel. Yeah, that is unfortunate for AC Milan, but this game is going to be done. And they're not stopping trying, though. Shot there, Kobel save. And, okay, that is going to be full time. So, honestly, Milan didn't give us too much trouble there. Nothing like Man City. So, Borussia Dortmund are through now to the Champions League semi-finals. All right, so quarterfinals, it's Real Madrid, Bayern, Dortmund, and also PSG. So, I mean, really good teams left, but semifinals, it's going to be, yep, it's Borussia Dortmund versus Bayern Munich. And a team that we have played many times in the series. In our last meeting, they beat us 2-0, so recently they did get the better of us, but we have so much experience against this team. And yeah, the last like 2 years, it definitely made some kind of comeback since we came to Germany. And they got like 1, 2, 3, 4 regens. All right, so to reach Champions League final, they stand in front of us, though. So first leg is going to be, it's another 3-1 loss. You have to be joking with me. Bro, how does a team like that rating beat us that bad 3-1 at home even? All right, so we got to do the same thing we did versus Man City now. What is that, a 3-1 comeback? Bro, I feel like we're handicapped or something. Like our team is so good. How did they beat us that badly though? How is it not like 2-1 or something? All right, though, to reach Champions League final, it's not going to be easy. They're definitely making it hard for us here. They're one down again. It's either make a comeback or we're going home. And pretty much we end our time at Dortmund with only 1 Champions League trophy. I just can't believe the simming has been that bad to me today. I can't believe that. Back-to-back results like that, like that's insane. Once again, though, it's not impossible. Reed, we have a fast start here. Reed, please give me a good start. Oh my, Reed, how did he score from that angle? Okay, that is 3 minutes in. Okay, it's almost like we can pretend that sim result was a 2-1 loss now, because that is insane for a first shot. Bro, that is just absolutely nuts. All right, though, immediately it's 3-2. That just is in the corner. You can't get more corner than that. Okay, that's a tone setter, definitely. Oh, it's gonna be a shot there. Kobel, thank you, man. That shot was coming in so fast. Corner sent in. It's gonna be a header. Oh, that's awkward. Kobel grabs though. We're fine. Okay, and that was a dangerous chance. Can you imagine though if we make 2 3-1 comebacks in the same episode? That would be insane. Frankie has space here, though, to work with. Frankie, he has a lot of space. Frankie O'Donnell running here. He's getting hounded. Okay, let's pass it back. Finds Bayer. Bayer, one pass over. Oh, it's too much passing. Reed, is it a good spot? Reed again. No, he can't shoot, man. I just wanted to find a shot that wasn't going to be blocked. And Conceição was going to turn. I just don't like these shots. Frankie, there's the shot. There's the shot, and Frankie's gonna score. Okay, 16 minutes in, it's already 3-3. That's a quick turnaround right there. All right, so it is basically a fresh new game here. Van de Ven, oh man, we had a tackle there. The ball just fell back to their striker. To be a shot there. Kobel makes a good save. I don't like they're getting shots that easily, but we're fine for now. And chance here for Bayern. They're definitely getting chances. Header. Oh my, what a header. Bayern are going to take a 1-goal lead again. And that's a crazy goal, though. That was beautiful. All we can do is just tip our hat towards that. Okay, Reed, good defending there. Keep it. Nice. Keep it. Okay, good work. All right, still a lot of time, though. Still a lot of goals to come probably from both teams, honestly. Might be a scoring fest here. Conceição using his pace. Gonna run here. Conceição might just shoot it himself. There's an open net, and Bellingham is gonna hit the post. Bro, there was an open net there, and you just cannot miss that, though. All right, so first half, it's gonna be a 1-goal lead for Bayern. I mean, better than 2 goals. This is gonna be a close one to reach potentially a Champions League final. It's gonna be very close, I think. They've gotten so much better since our first year in Germany. So much better. Valverde, though, great ball. Now Bayer's has space. Bayer into Frankie. Frankie, take your time, please. Second chance. Oh, we just got so lucky from that rebound. We just got so lucky. Frankie misses the first shot, but it bounces right back to him. And that is an absolute gift from the FC gods. 51st minute, it's going to be 3-3. That is just so incredibly lucky. Oh, man, Hato's in a good spot here. Hato. Oh, great pass over. Van de Ven. Good block, and then good win. Okay, that is desperate defending, but it works. And I feel like our midfield is not doing enough here, like Nemecha. Okay, as soon as I say that, great tackle. That is the reverse jinx. What a ball from Bayer to, okay, Frankie, please. Bro, Conceição, where are you at, Frankie? No, Conceição, bro. If he's running quicker, he should be in there. Once we stole the ball, he should have been off, but he wasn't. How did we just let that pass get through? He's gonna be offside. Okay. Braw's about to freak out. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my, bro, that was off Van de Ven from the midfield, and that guy just misses an open shot. Oh, what is happening right now? This game is getting a little bit chaotic, and I don't like it, man. They're pushing up too a lot. They're pushing us back. All right, Bellingham, hold it for a second. Conceição's gonna be back there. Conceição, Frankie. Oh man, Frankie was kind of on the right side of the defender there. Just couldn't get past him. Reed, good steal. Oh man, the other guy's right behind him though. Musiala, Zabarni's got to try and get a steal here. Zabarni, great defending. All right, Bayer, get it back to Valverde. Nice turning there. Oh, Nemecha, this is bro. They're just pressuring us so much. Bellingham. Oh my, what a ball to Valverde. That was so risky, but it works. Gutierrez, Frankie, through to Federico Valverde, the new signing, and he's gonna score. Bro, he started the move with that pass that was so risky, but he pulled it off. And he scores the go-ahead goal in the 82nd minute. We got 9 minutes to hold this lead right now, boys. Come on, I want one more to seal it, though. I don't want to hold him in. I want one more. Zabarni gets it. Zabarni, oh my, okay. Nemecha, I need you to help out, bro. Seeing him, actually Bellingham, not Nemecha. Shot there. Okay, goes off him. Ball goes to us. We're fine. Is that going to be it? I think it might be it. Okay, hold it, Valverde. Nice, hold it. Pass there is going to work. Frankie over the top. It's going to be Bayer who gets it. I think we've made another 3-1 comeback in the same episode. Champions League run. How did Bayer score that? I don't know, but Borussia Dortmund are in another Champions League final despite all these obstacles. And what a run, though. What an absolute run. 2 horrible 3-1 sim losses cannot stop this team. And that finish was incredible, though. I was just shooting that for fun. Man, we beat Bayern 5-1 in this game here. And in year 3, we are in another Champions League final. And that is incredible. All right, so final game of this Borussia Dortmund chapter of the Journeyman series coming up next. Champions League final versus Real Madrid. Yeah, I want to see the team they have in 2030. But on a more sad note, we did not go back to back in the Bundesliga. We finished in 4th on 66 points. So even the sim results actually like in the league weren't great this year. We were just a bad sim team this year, I guess. And also no DF people count for us. So yeah, it was no trophies in Germany. Man, if we win this Champions League, that'll make up for all of that. 2 3-1 comebacks. I feel like right now it's just written in the stars for us. Stats in the year: Frankie has 30 and 6, Bayer 26 and 10, Conceição 20 and 14, same names. They're all getting the job done for our team. I mean, our team is almost all 90 ready, you know, other than Reed, Zabarni. It's an insane team. And okay, just one more game left in Germany for us. Facing a Real Madrid team that is going to have Vinny Mbappe, a regen, Joe Bellingham's brother, Jude Bellingham, of course. They got Ceballos at CDM. Okay, they got Arsenal back too of Saliba and Gabriel. It's a good team. I think Man City was better than them, honestly. So yeah, and Vinny and Mbappe are going to be so hard to deal with though. But okay, here we go. So Champions League final, our second at Borussia Dortmund. Looking for our second ever Champions League trophy. Bro, it's been such a stressful journey to get here though, like those comebacks. At least this time it's 0-0 from the start. I like that. So despite all the obstacles, despite the bad luck, we still have a chance to win this trophy. We still have a chance. Just yeah, dealing with Mbappe, Vinny is going to be very difficult. But it's crazy. We got the Bellingham brothers playing against each other in a Champions League final. That's insane. Already I'm seeing their attack looks a little glitchy. That's going to go off Van de Ven, I think. Larson gets their first shot away. Corner sent in. That's going to be Kobel, good catch. I like it. Now, honestly, we're going to play this quick out to Reed. Reed's going to get it. Play a nice pass to Conceição. Nice into Bellingham. Bellingham to Frankie, who's onside. Frankie, please. Frankie, it's going to be a tough angle. Frankie O'Donnell shot, and it's going to be 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. It just had to be Frankie O'Donnell to score that, man. It had to be. And that was a thunderous finish, though. That angle was not kind. That was just so much power on it, though. All right, 1-0 in 10 minutes, man. That's a perfect counterattack, a perfect tone setter. Valverde. Oh, that's a foul. That was not a foul, ref. That was questionable. I don't know how Valverde left Real Madrid for Chelsea, but he did at some point in this save. So he's also getting revenge, maybe. Maybe they didn't want him. That'd be interesting. Now, Reed. Oh, that's awkward. Goes. Oh my, what a crossover header. Bellingham, it's gonna go wide. All right, that was a little scary. Bellingham to Reed. Man, Reed and Conceição, they are just defensive breakers. Conceição's in. Conceição. No, man, I thought he was gonna score that. He took an extra touch. I didn't want him to. Oh, I thought we still had that though, man. We gotta score that. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts. Yeah, I don't know who this regen Leroy is. Okay, he just stole it back from Mecha. That's great. Bellingham plays to Mbappe. This is not good. Van de Ven is going to come over, and they're going to score because I chose to come to mark Mbappe. All right, 28th minute. It's going to be 1-1. Oh, yeah. I probably should have just left Mbappe or something. Maybe Kobel had that angle. Okay, space here for a counter, though. Miguel Gutierrez has a lot of space. Bayer's running. Bayer into Frankie. Frankie needs Conceição. Conceição over to Reed. Reed shot, and it's gonna be 2-1. Okay, that was a bit too much passing, but we do eventually find a shot, and it's gonna be Reed. And this guy has scored so many big goals this year. It's incredible. All right, lead restored. It's like that. It's 2-1. Come on, I want more goals, though. I want more. It might be a high-scoring Champions League final. Bellingham to Mbappe. Van de Ven doesn't do great there, but he's there for the... Okay, oh my, Kobel save. Punches it out. Oh no, Kobel, what are we doing there? Larson shot, Bellingham, great steal there. Beautiful steal. That was almost so bad. Oh, I should have been more safe. Van de Ven though, beautiful tackle from him. Beautiful. All right, halftime, it's going to be 2-1 here. So far so good. I just do feel like there's a lot more goals to come for both teams here. I doubt it's going to be 2-1. Nemecha, Valverde was taken out. Actually, Nemecha was taken out. Now Conceição to Reed. Back to Conceição. Conceição is going to find Valverde. Valverde over to Miguel Gutierrez. Shot from him, and it's gonna be 3-1. That was such a good move. Man, that was patient. Both our fullbacks have scored in a Champions League final. We're getting everyone involved in this game here. That is a huge second goal here in the second half to set the tone, man. 50th minute, it is 3-1. Gotta let some game time go now. We can't let them score right away. Larson is there, but Reed is not gonna let him pass. I don't like any of these passes though. Let's try and be calm. Bellingham, no, Bayer, don't run here. Bayer over to Gutierrez. I don't like that shot. Play it back. It's gonna be Valverde shot. Oh man, that's kind of worst case scenario. Gutierrez tackle, and it's gonna fall to Bayer. Frankie's gonna go to Valverde shot there, and Raya makes the save. I kind of forgot because I didn't see him in the pre-match screen, but yeah, Ronaldo Jr. is on the field right now. He's playing at left wing, so he must have come on at some point. Yeah, it's kind of funny we're facing Ronaldo Jr. in this game, our former youth player. Okay, we need to find a good shot here though. Let's try and be patient. Valverde's gonna hold this. I don't see any passes though, boys. We're helping him out. There we go. Gutierrez fired into Conceição. Oh man, the pass was there. Conceição, okay, that we just like collided legs there. All right, it's fine. That waste of time. We're fine. We got 20 minutes left and a 2-goal lead. I feel good. Junior is looking for the pass. Okay, he gets a pass over to Vinny. Vinny, oh, he's using pace. Vinny shot. Bro, he just got by us so quick there. 74th minute, it's 3-2. It's a 1-goal game. This is not done yet. Okay, we need to get one more goal, man. One more here. Bellingham to Reed. Reed to Conceição. Frankie, one more, over to Bayer shot, and it's gonna be 4-2. We found it. The instant reply, and it's gonna be 2-time Ballon d'Or winning Maximilian Bayer to score it. Man, talk about a swift response. Is that gonna be enough for us to claim our second ever Champions League trophy? And what a nice finish that was. All right, 4-2, 13 minutes left. That better be it, bro. It better be it. Oh, what a pass. You gotta be kidding me, Vinny. Oh, he had to go for a pass actually there. He should have shot it. Okay, we just got lucky. They almost could have scored a third there. All right, 8 minutes. Clock's going down, so that's all we need. Gonna be a chance for them though. Van de Ven is gonna come over. I'm gonna block the pass this time, and the shot is gonna be less threatening. I will take it. And a goal kick, I'll definitely take that. Gutierrez still. We're gonna kick this with Kobel. Just get it out of our box. Okay, that was actually the worst kick ever. Like, I wanted to hoof it up the field. I guess it works though. Mbappe, chance here. Zabarnyi tackle, and I think we're gonna call it there, man. We faced so many obstacles today with the sim results, you know, the comebacks. But in the end, we actually got the job done despite all that. That is crazy. We're gonna win our second ever Champions League trophy. 4-2 versus Real Madrid versus, you know, Jude Bellingham, our former player Ronaldo Jr. We get the job done. That is crazy though. What a Champions League run that was. And that shows on the new sliders we can win the Champions League. You know, obviously our team is incredible. That's what helps, obviously. But it's proof that we can actually do it. And it's gonna be kind of sad, but our last game at Dortmund is gonna be lifting a Champions League trophy. And that's the way you want to go out, man. That's the way you want to go out. So Kobel's gonna lift our second ever Champions League trophy of our career. And man, we had a fight for this one, and I would say this team, they earned it. But okay, that's gonna be it for our time in Germany. The Borussia Dortmund chapter of this journeyman save is gonna be officially closed. But man, this was such an amazing team and an amazing chapter. And what's crazy is whatever team we go to next, we now have to dethrone this team, the team we built. Like, there's a very good chance we face this team later on. And yeah, that's going to be an insane challenge in itself. So it's sad, but it's time to say goodbye to this team. You know, we might see some of these players at our next club. We might see some of them. But yeah, we truly just built a powerhouse in Germany. All right, though. So before we get to actually our next team in the next season, we're first going to manage a team for the World Cup, the 2030 World Cup. You know, of course, we won the last Euros in England. I'm not sure if we're going to coach England again, but we're going to pick one of these teams in the World Cup to manage and try to win it. And then after that, we'll go to our next team. But man, look at these trophies. We had one more Champions League trophy to the cabinet. I'll take it. I want more though. I definitely want more. So of course, drop a like down below if you want to see more. And also on screen is another video you might like too.